The Horrible Gamers podcast may contain content not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Horrible Gamers Podcast, show number 293, being recorded on February the 1st, 2020. I am one of your hosts, Jesus Gonzalez, known as Jesus Walks Out today. I'm joined by my friend from the West Coast, the best coast, Gunny Chief. Welcome back, Henley Merrill. Welcome.
Hi.
Hi.
How are you, bud?
Howdy.
Warm today.
It's tax season, Gunny.
Damn it, I don't want to do my taxes.
It's tax season, Gunny.
Let's here to talk about video games.
Yeah, fuck that tax season shit. It's video game time with our friend. They call me Iams. Sean Iams is here today from good old Fresno. Welcome.
Fresno. Wow. Don't say Fresno, please.
Okay.
You don't sound right coming out of your mouth.
Okay,
What's up?
sorry. Hi.
What's up? What's going on, man?
Hey. Hi.
I bugged you to come on the podcast, and I asked you what time, and you looked at it and just said, I'm not going to answer. And then I said, what time again? And you just looked at it and said, I'm going to answer this other question that you asked before, but I'll skip right over that. So, yeah, we've been here for an hour and a half. What's up?
Welcome to the show. Woo! Fuck yeah!
Oh, thank you,
And
thank you.
from Little Ohio with big dreams, the Mayo.
Hey, what's up? And I'm not in my garage this time.
He is
What
not
happened?
cold anymore.
Yeah, I'm not cold. I'm like nice and warm.
This
in the
time he
house.
just kicked everybody out of his house, Gunny.
You're not wearing that big Eskimo hat. What's going on?
He made
I know,
everybody
right?
else go to the garage, and he's in
Yeah,
the house.
they're all partying in the garage. I'm like, you guys can have the office this week, and I'm taking over the house.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. You're the man.
Welcome back, mayonnaise. That sounds a little weird.
We don't call
Anyways,
him that.
you can follow us on Twitter _Horrible Gamers. Join our Facebook group, Horrible Gamers Podcast Community. But first, go like the page, Horrible Gamers Podcast. And you can support the show with the monies over at Patreon at patreon.com/Horrible Gamers, like our friends Adam Sunday, Alan Maybe H, Bill Gardner II, Brandon Willier, Brian Capessa, Chad, Commandalorian, David Snyder, Evan Tanaka, Henry M, Jesse Kraft, John Jerome, Jonathan D. Hall, M. Polo, Mechmod, Nipron, Pork Chop Poo, Robbie Wheat, Steve the Mayo, Subvader, and Vader Holic. Thank you guys for being patrons. You guys are the best fucking people in the whole wide world.
I got a question about this whole thing because it's a little bit of a conspiracy. So Mayo's on the podcast, but he supports it. Henley's on the podcast, but he supports it. But Jesus doesn't support the podcast?
Oh, that's a good point.
I do all the drugs.
you take all the money? Like, yeah, it's a little
Yeah,
suspect.
he supports
dude.
it by spending it.
I spend it all on drugs. I mean, you guys support my habits. I mean,
You know what the wife asked me today, guys?
what'd she ask you?
She said, when are you going to get rid of this Patron thing? And I'm like, a Patron thing? I have some Patron on the shelf.
Tell her it's a
that I got
subscription,
before.
Gunny. Tell her it's like a
I had to
monthly.
explain it to her. She still didn't get it.
Tell her it's a monthly subscription. You get my love in a box every
What
month.
you say is I give my friends money for their podcast, but it's technically my podcast, but I'm not getting none of the money back.
Exactly.
I try to keep it simple, and she's like, "You support your own show?"
Yeah.
I know. I was laughing inside my head. I was like,
Does your wife
"Yeah,
wear glasses?
Yeah.
I feel like she'd
Shit.
take her glasses off for that. Like,
And just look at you
support
like
your
you
own show.
motherfucker.
What?
Like, let me get a clearer look at you.
Motherfucker.
My question is, has she figured out Discord yet? I know there's a little bit of question
that
in
was
her Discord.
hilarious.
Oh, that was a weird one. Yeah, we'll skip that question right now, Gunny. Because I'm going to talk to you about Stitcher Premium.
Wow.
You can head on over to Stitcher right now. I am. You like Stitcher, right? You head on over to Stitcher Premium.
I used to love Stitcher.
All right, listen. You go and you sign up for a premium account, right? Over at Stitcher.com/premium. Today, use promo code Horrible Gamers Iams, And you get a free month. Whether you sign up for a year or you sign up for a month-to-month subscription, you get a free month right off the bat by using promo code HorribleGamers. That's right. That's right.
You know, if you find out what show you want to watch and what day it comes off, you can schedule that month to maybe possibly hit five of those days. You can hit five release days.
What do
if
you
schedule it
fuck
perfectly.
you mean?
You're being thrifty.
You are being very thrifty right now. What kind of shit is this? You're not supposed to tell people this. It's not part of the
Horrible
ad.
Gamers with the Z.
It's Horrible Gamers with an S, no spaces, all capital, people. Use promo code HorribleGamer to sign up for your Stitcher premium account. And if you want to buy some HGP gear, head on over to Redbubble. At Redbubble, you can search for Horrible Gamers in the search bar. Click on the guy wearing our shirt. Yeah. And then you click over 70 plus items. You get yourself a rock, a block, a sock, a dock, TikTok.
A ring.
Chicory Hawk?
Do they have cock rings with the HGP?
Oh, we cannot answer that, Iams. Legally, we cannot answer that.
Anal beads?
We cannot legally answer that question.
What about non-legal?
Go look.
That, but they are
Go
all there.
look. They're called massage beads, by the way. And
Yes.
they might be there. I don't know what I'm saying.
Tell me more.
They're on hidden Redbubble page.
Hidden Redbubble. Get on over there and then search yourself, Iams, if you want to go find some stuff for you to use on your own time. You get on over there, Iams. Just go.
Gotta massage some stuff.
Quick shout out to Fowler and Twistics for letting us use their song Breakout as the intro of our podcast, and Broke for Free for letting us use their music Night Owl for the outro of this podcast. Yeah. Oh,
And I'm
yeah.
just not allowed to come back during the intros anymore. You know what? Your intro is official now. It's longer than Joe Rogan, so you win.
It's like 10 minutes long. Joe Rogan talks about, doesn't he talk about like some fucking weight lifting shit or something? Like, drink this fucking protein. Drink this protein shake. It's going to give you more weight power. Mm-hmm.
You're going to be able to lift all that stuff you never would ever lift before.
Don't give it right there. Come on, we put that shit right there.
Yeah. Anyways, people, let's talk about video games because that's what you're here to listen to us about. Video game talk. And I want to talk about a game this week.
You know what? This is my favorite part of the podcast because I start your podcast Sunday mornings and I do a 30 to 35 minute jog, and I never can finish the jog. Like, when I finish my jog, Jesus is still talking. He starts when I start my jog, and he's always going. Like, your part is always longer than my jog. I've never been able to like jog.
I'm good at making it longer than it's supposed to be to make you guys get quality content. Iams.
Yeah. So my quote is Jesus can talk longer than I can jog.
Okay.
Maybe
he just walks a lot.
Maybe try to outrun him, basically.
Try to outrun me, Iams. I'll go on for 2 hours next time. And I dare you to try to outrun me.
All right, challenge.
Woo! Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk about a video game I played this week called Call of Duty. Woo! Gunny, guess what? Guess what I got, Gunny? Guess what I got?
You got a golden sword.
Got another gold gun, motherfucker! I got the gold P90 finally. I mean, it's incredible, Gunny. Like, it changed my life. As soon as I got it, everything changed in my life.
Does it shoot better? I mean, I know it looks better.
Everything changed. Like, I got better
Gold
luck
bullet.
now.
You just look good shooting it.
It's just, it feels great. All the other players just run away from me every time they see that gun.
Is
They're
it like
"Oh
a
my
camouflage gold gun?
God." Yeah, it's all gold, bro. It's like super
You know
gold.
how when you see a sniper in a distance on Call of Duty, it has that flash? You can see like where the snipers are at because
Yeah.
you see the glow off their scope.
Yeah.
Jesus just walks around with that constant glow of his gun. You just see
Everywhere.
the shine no
Fucking
matter where
everywhere.
you
Why am I
Yeah.
dying so much?
People
Like
see
I
shiny.
me.
think it's
Bro,
like glowing light moving across the map.
Yes, pretty much. So yeah, I got my, that'll be my, whatever, fuck, I lost track of how many gold guns I have. But I still need the Uzi, the Bison, and the MP7 for the submachine guns. So now
You'll be
I'm
playing this
working,
rest of the year.
now I'm working on the Uzi. And I actually completed all my challenges for the season. You know how there's like those ribbons for challenges or whatever, and I was talking about how hard it is last week to get a Juggernaut? Well, I found a way to cheat, guys.
You found an exploit?
Well, no, it's not an exploit. It's legal what I did, but it's kind of like cheesing it. So anyways, there's a perk in the game called Point Man, right? And Point Man, what it does is it turns your kill streaks into point streaks. So what it means that, like, for example, a UAV, instead of costing you 4 kills or 3 kills or whatever it is going to cost you 500 points. And now you can get these points by doing whatever, like by letting people spawn on you, by like blowing up a mine, by capturing an objective, or killing people. You get like 50 points for killing people. So anyways, what you do is you equip Point Man, you equip Blind Eye so the helicopters don't shoot you down, and you also equip that one perk where you like reload your launchers really fast. You stand at your base when you spawn in on Ground War, and you stand behind like your base, and then you stand next to the ammo box, and everything the enemy calls in, I'm talking about everything, UAVs, counter UAVs, gunships, fucking helicopters, fucking anything they call in, is your job to shoot it down. And eventually, what you do is you get to the point where you have like enough points to call in the Harrier jet, like the one that just kind of spawns in and starts shooting people for you automatically. Well, every time that
VTOL?
thing, yeah, the VTOL, every time that gets a kill, that gets you 25 points per kill. So you put that on top of the enemy base or whatever, or near like a spot where they're all camping, where you see your team cannot move any more further. You put that VTOL on top of that. The VTOL usually grind up around 10 kills or so. So you think about 25 XP times 10 or whatever. And once you get enough points, you're going to get enough points to unlock the... you can either call in the attack helicopter. You can have that set up. But I had the gunship set up, like the AC-130. So by the time I was done using my AC-130 and done using my VTOL, I ended up having like to get 50 more points. So then, like, sure enough, somebody called in a UAV. I shot it down. Boom, dude. Got the Juggernaut. Called it in. And it counts as like a getting a Juggernaut for the challenge. Yeah!
Yeah.
See? What's up, Mayo? You would have never thought of all this. I didn't either. I went to YouTube and
That's
some
like a
dude
process. Oh yeah, he had to go to YouTube.
some dude thought about all this crazy
So you're
shit.
definitely not smart enough to figure that shit out.
I'm not smart enough to bring all this shit up. No, but I was using Point Man before I thought about going to Ground War, because I completely forgot that Ground War had those like spawn points where like there's just ammo there, so you just stand there next to this crate and you never run out of rockets.
I always roll with the rockets, the lock on, and I love, dude. First thing when someone brings the personal radar or the UAV, I just shoot them down, dude. Every time.
There's that one. Or there was also another way to do it, was to get a kill chain. And kill chain, with the way to do it that way was you pretty much had to get yourself 8 kills somehow. Like you had to get 8 kills no matter what. And then once you got the VTOL, what kill chain does, instead of like Point Man, everything turns to points. Kill chain, what it does is your kill streaks, whatever kills your VTOL gets, it counts towards your next kill streak. So like so for example, the way you would have it set up is you have it set up at 8 kills, you get a VTOL. So the VTOL gets like 5 more kills. So like the next one you would have set up is your like attack helicopter, or your support helicopter. That helicopter gets 5 more kills, then you have enough kills to get your Juggernaut. So like it just gets the kills for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I just play the game and have fun.
Yeah, but anyways, I finished all the challenges. I'm done with all that. I'm level 80 something in the season pass. I'm still grinding it. And I noticed Call of Duty, they know that there's people like me that are way behind on the season pass, because they're fucking dicks. And right now they're selling a bundle on the store that's called the tier bundle, the skip bundle. And they're like, if you buy this pack, you get a gun skin, you get an operator skin, you get a new calling card, you get a new little like charm for your gun. Oh, and you get to skip 20 levels in case you're behind. I'm like, why would you guys be selling this in case somebody's behind 20 levels? Because they know that the average person is probably behind 20 or more levels at this point in time, and there's only 10 days left in the season pass. So it's kind of bullshit that they do that, you know what I mean?
I don't think it's bullshit. Actually, I like this whole system. I don't care. Just this whole system I think is great. And I hope Call of Duty from now on is this. I hope we can look forward to this every year.
Fucking bullshit. Fuck you and Call of Duty. Fuck you, Iams.
It's all cosmetic shit. Who cares?
Fuck you, Iams, you motherfucker.
It's like my basic Call of Duty without any season pass.
Yeah, I'm not going to buy the next season pass. I made up my mind.
We done?
I play it every day.
I
play a
feel
little bit every day.
too much pressure to play the game at this point. Like I'm like I said, I'm
feel
level
no
80
pressure
something.
at all.
I'm trying to get to level 100, and there's too much pressure to try to get that grinding that level to get there. So next season pass, I'm not buying it, but it's been a fun ride. Besides all that, I beat. Remember how last week I told you guys I couldn't find the right team to beat that mission in Cavalda on co-op?
Oh yeah, and we had the squeaker
yeah.
kind of help you out.
Well,
He was
this
hiding in the floor.
time I had some asshole fucking dudes from New Mexico, right? I was like, you son of a bitch, you're going the wrong way, because he kept driving the vehicle the wrong direction, and he's like, shut up, motherfucker. I'm like, you shut up, you fucking douchebag. And then finally, like we were talking shit at first to each other, and then like all of a sudden we became friends. They're like, hey, Jesus, you got that Xbox companion app on your PC? Because these guys knew about like the PC. Like, you got the companion app? Because they were all on Xbox, and I'm like, yeah. Like, well, download the app real quick or get it, and then add me, and then we'll invite you to the party. So next year I'm in the party with these dudes, right? They're all from New Mexico and shit. And next thing you know, we're like all best friends. We're just hanging out, and I'm showing them like the other path to take to like get to the first objective without setting off the alarms. And dude, it took us about 4 tries or 5 tries. One of the tries, it glitched out on us. Like the computer wouldn't let us hack into the computer to find the crates. But once we finished that one and we tried again, I was able to finish this mission with these guys. I was like, you motherfuckers are like SEAL Team 6 motherfuckers. Because they were like, Jesus.
You should have.
They were like, Jesus, we don't know what we're doing. And I'm like, what do you mean you don't know what we're doing? And they're like, yeah, we don't know what we're doing, bro. Like, we need somebody to teach us what we're doing. And I'm like, well, I know what to do. Like, I know what objectives we need to get done. But they're like, well, okay, fuck it. They're like, we're going to just follow you and protect you, and you just do all the shit you got to do. And I'm like, okay. So pretty much they were just following me around the map. And we got the objectives, dude, and we got to the end, and we, like, legit killed everything. Like, it was insane, but we pulled it off, and we finished it.
Man,
Johnny,
I expected less from you, Jesus.
Yeah.
I really just thought you would be, like, sending them messages, telling them to sell their hobo Xbox and get a PC, uninstall. But no, I mean, you actually cooperated with these guys and got it done. I'm proud of you.
It was
He sounded like he got a hard carry. He was the brains behind the operation, but they had to protect him.
Yeah,
Mr.
It was
Mr.
pretty
Golden
much
Gun Call of Duty guy over here.
and
has to
yeah.
have an escort service to come in there and protect them.
Hey man, it's like you need SEAL Team 6 sometimes, bro. And like
That is a good feeling.
Like these guys, they were pretty good. And like I told them, like I don't need you guys to be good at this shit. I just need you guys to shoot good. And they were like, okay. It's like, all right, motherfuckers, just follow me and I'll do everything else. All you guys gotta do is pick me up if I go down, and we'll just keep moving. And we got it done, dude. Like, these guys knew their shit. They, like, by the end of the mission, they were like, fuck. They're like, this was so hard. I'm like, yeah, it's fucking ridiculous, right? They're like, yeah, dude. Like, they're like, thank you, Jesus. Without you, we wouldn't have been able to do it. I'm like, without you guys, I wouldn't have been able to do it. So it's like a match made in heaven, guys.
That's awesome.
And I'll never know if I'll ever play with those guys ever again.
Should have plugged the podcast and said, I need help.
It was kind of like, I'll play you guys once, and I'll never play with you again. But it was fun.
I haven't played any of those missions in Call of Duty.
And then I went to do the other mission. Because now I have one more guy to unlock. And there's a dude that has like the cape. The black dude that looks like a general. He has like a general cap. And he has like a cape. And he has like a cool looking outfit on. And like, I want him. But it tells me like to play as him, you have to beat all the missions that are in the co-op campaign in Cavalda. So I did like the next 2 missions. And there's one mission that I'm trying to do is like you have to like search these houses for intel, and then like the time the enemy start attacking for 10 minutes, and you got to find all this intel. The more intel you find, the lower the timer gets. Once the 10 minutes go by, they tell you like, okay, he might be in this school. So you run across the map to this school building, and the building is full of booby traps. And you're like, oh fuck, the informant is dead. Okay, we got to find the other guy. And they're like using satellites and like, oh, you need to defend the position for 5 minutes while we try to track him down. So they're like trying to track him down. They're like, okay, he's 2 miles north in this hotel. That's where he was last seen in the satellites. So like you have to run across the map 2 miles north to the hotel. And you get to the hotel, and then there's a part where like the enemies grab the dude, like the AI, they grab the guy you're supposed to extract or whatever, and they throw him in a car. And they're in a fucking convoy, and then they're like, fuck, you gotta stop the convoy. That mission glitched out on me like 7 times, dude. Because there's a part in that mission where, like, if everyone goes down or if everyone dies, and you restart the mission restarts not all the way from the beginning, but it kind of restarts halfway.
Yeah, that screws it.
But what happens is if you restart the mission and it restarts halfway past the hotel, everyone on your team glitches and goes underground, like underneath the map, and you're all stuck underneath the map.
I saw that. I think I saw it on YouTube.
And then it just kept doing it. It's like if somehow everybody dies and you guys have to restart the game, if you're restarting from the middle, everyone glitches through the map and just you fall. And like, I can't believe Activision hasn't fixed this since launch. Like, really? Like, you guys haven't fixed this? They just don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? They just don't care.
Yeah, they don't care about that.
They're working on that next season pass.
Yeah, this is what they're doing. Yeah, it's kind of bullshit that they haven't fixed that, because that's like a major glitch. It's not like we were able to replicate it, like I said, 7 times. Like, every time it would just fall into the map, and we're like, well, fuck, what do we do now? You can't do anything. You have to restart the whole mission from the beginning. But eventually we got to the point where, like, I got a good enough team again, and we were able to stop the convoy and rescue the guy. And then you have to pick him up and carry him across the map and call in an extraction for him. But we were able to finish that one, and now I'm in the last mission. The last mission I got to do now is blow up some fucking train station or something. And, like, these missions are all cool, man, because they're all, like, there's a story to these missions, right? Like, each mission follows the previous mission, and there's a story here, like a campaign almost. But only if it wasn't so fucking difficult to beat these missions, I think more people would have enjoyed it and actually played this. Because at the end of the campaign, you guys know, and I know, that it tells you the story continues in the co-op. Well, it's true, the story does continue in the co-op missions, but they're so fucking hard and so glitchy that you don't want to play that, you know what I mean? So,
yeah,
it's kind of shitty.
Like,
Yep.
Make it fun, man. Make it fun.
Yeah, fucking Call of Duty. But anyways, shout out to those guys. I forget their gamer tags. They were all like Butter, XX Butternuts, XX Butter,
Never mind, I'm not
Butter Spot, and Butter something. They were all like Butter something. Like
Big South Park fans, maybe?
XX Butters something.
Buttery sex. No, don't. Thank you for not plugging the show.
Yeah, they were like, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I have I have the show on my profile on Xbox, so if anyone takes the time to read that, they realize that I'm like a fucking... There's this podcast that they should probably listen to, but I don't tend to plug it, because all people do is talk shit if you plug anything. Fuck you! It's like, hey, dudes, you guys like podcasts? Yeah, we like podcasts. You should listen to my... Fuck you and your podcast, bro!
You know what I love
Joe
about...
Rogan.
You know what I love about playing Call of Duty is when you're on a good, like, you're just killing shit, right? You always get messages from people. It's not fun if you're gonna snipe. Oh, you're like, you always get those messages.
You fucking campers!
Sit there for a while. Kill me. People get pissed. And they whisper you, or I don't even know how they send you these messages. I never reply or anything.
Or you'll get like, you're a piece of shit, but they spell shit like differently. So it's like, I just won't get. You're not gonna ban me if I write it differently.
That or you get the one guy on your
symbol.
team. You get the one guy on your team that hates what you're doing, and he's just talking shit about you. Jesus, you're a fucking dumbass. Why would you go that way, bro? I told you to go left, not right. And I'm like, fuck you, dude. Shut the fuck up.
Or
fuck you, Jesus.
To revive him.
Yeah. Remember that dude? Yeah, he was all mad because I was trying to revive him. But the thing is, my guy kept picking up his gun. Like, I was trying to revive him, but my guy just kept picking up the gun on the ground, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And because the revive prompt, it wouldn't... You had to stand in a certain spot for it to pop up, and it wouldn't do it. And I'm trying to revive him, and he's like, you fucking dumbass, you're picking up my gun. I'm like, you fucking idiot. I was trying to revive you, but my guy was picking up your gun instead, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't me. It was just the fucking game was being stupid, you know? But whatever. Like, if you played enough of this game, you would know there's a lot of weird shit like that happens. But people talk so much shit, dude. And they know that I'm listening. They know I can hear them because they see the microphone symbol on my profile. So they know I have a mic, and they just talk so much shit, and I just sit there. I'm like, whatever, dude. I'll just mute you. I don't have time to talk shit to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
get a bunch of PC hate.
Oh, yeah.
That when you play console
Oh,
people?
yeah. Like, look at this fucking tryhard on this fucking PC over here. Fucking tryhard. Fucking PC fucking noob.
It does happen, though, a lot when you're the only guy that shows up with the BattleNet, symbol.
Look at this fucking nerd. This fucking nerd over here. Look at this fucking PC.
I never put my headset in, so I never hear any voices. I've
Oh,
only
really?
heard it one time. I've only heard voices one time I wore a headset, but I can always see the mics moving.
Oh,
It's,
yeah.
it's,
You just
it's,
hit mute all?
it's
Is that
so
what you do?
much better. It's so much more peaceful to me
When you
to
just
never
mute
hear
everybody.
anybody
Yeah,
saying
you just
anything.
mute everybody. It's either that or I'm always in a lobby where some dudes they've already been arguing for the last like 5 matches, and they're just talking shit to each other like, fuck you, bitch. I fucked your
Yes.
mom. Yeah, fuck you. I fucked your mom. Like, what the fuck's going
Yeah,
on
people
here,
get mad.
guys?
It's like literally the only thing they do is fucking play Call of Duty. They get so mad if they're not dominating.
People get fucking frustrated, dude. It is nuts. But Call of Duty, guys. Yeah, fuck yeah. Anyways, besides Call of Duty, I played another game this week, Mayo.
Yes. What other game did you play?
I played another game this week, Mayo. I'm a pro at this game, according to
Tell
me.
me.
I played Tem Tem. So Tem Tem, ladies and gentlemen, it's available.
Not TomTom. It's not the GPS, is it?
T-E-M. No. It's Tem Tem.
T-O-M.
No,
not-
shut up. T-E-M. Motherfucker.
Oh, it's a
not
knockoff
Dum-Dum?
GPS. Knockoff GPS?
Not Tom Tom. It's Tem Tem. Motherfucker, you.
I think I've
Tem Tem.
eaten those before. It's a
Anyways,
tasty treat. I
Tem
found
Tem.
it in Australia.
Hey, you
Tem
dip
Tem
them
is
into,
an early
Really?
early access MMO that's like Pokemon. Pretty much,
What kind of
it's
hobo
a,
name
it
is
is
that?
it is a clone of Pokemon. I'm not gonna lie, like it is an early access game that's pretty much a clone of Pokemon, and they're probably gonna get sued by Pokemon. But I mean, there's Digimon that's kind of like Pokemon, so if Digimon got away with it, these guys can get away with it probably. Anyways, if Yu-Gi-Oh got away with it, these guys can get away with it. It's
The
pretty much
graphics are
that.
cool.
The graphics
are cool.
are really neat. They're like cartoony style graphics, kind of like a Pokemon game, but more cleaner looking. They're smoother. You're pretty much start off as a Tem Tem trainer. Are they called trainers? No, they're called
I think they were called a trainer.
no, they're called tamers. Tamers.
Oh, is that what it was? I was
Yeah,
just kind
so-
of watching over
so in
my
this
voice
game-
order as he was playing.
You're not called a trainer. You're called a Tem Tem tamer. So you're taming the Tem Tem to fight for you and be on your team. And pretty much you start off as this kid, or like I don't know if he's a kid or an adult, but you're pretty much living with your mom, and you're fucking. You start off and like, oh, you're gonna go off on your big journey now. What do you like? Come on, go with Professor or whatever. This is some professor guy who's supposed to be like that professor dude from Pokemon. This professor scientist guy's like, I'm gonna give you your first Tem Tem, and then like he takes you to his lab, and then like he tells you like, all right, pick one of the Tem Tem that you want, and you have a choice of 3 Tem Tems that you can pick, and one of them is like an Earth Tem Tem. He's like a wolf looking thing, and the other one's like they're called mental, and these are like psychic type Tem Tems. They like do a lot of like psychological powers and shit. And then there's another Tem Tem in there that you can get. I forget what that one was.
The Dino one. I don't know what it is.
Oh, that
That's
one
the
looked cool.
I-
Yeah, but I ended up picking the psychic one, the mental one, the purple one, because she floats like in the fucking midair, like in the middle of the air. She just floats and like she looked fucking cool. So I picked the purple one. Then I went on my journey as a Tem Tem tamer. And dude, there's something about this game that I fucking just from the get go I loved. It's so easy to fight. Like when you're fighting other Tem Tems, it's just like a Pokemon battle, pretty much. Like you're both like your Tem Tems pop up. They're usually in the beginning when you first start, there's 1 versus 1. That's where you usually fight as another Tem Tem. But eventually you start building up your deck of Tem Tems, like your collection of them, and building up your collection. You can have as many Tem Tems as you want. You can have like 500 Tem Tems or whatever, but you can only have 6 equipped on you that are going to fight for you at any given time. So
I like that.
So you're trying to build out a deck of 6 Tem Tems that are going to be good for you in all kinds of situations. You're going to have situations where you're fighting a lot of water Tem Tems, so you're going to want at least 1 electrical Tem Tem in your team, that can fight the water ones really good. Or you want a water Tem Tem on your team that can take out fire and earth Tem Tems. Or you want a psychic Tem Tem that can fight like these other types of Tem Tems, the digital Tem Tems.
Different elements?
Yeah. And there's like the elements like fucking water beats fucking fire, fire beats earth, like that type of shit in the game. And there's also like these Tem Tems called digital Tem Tems, and these are like Tem Tems that are not found in the wild, but they're made digitally, and you can only get those like doing specific things. And then you get one in the beginning of the game because the professor feels bad for you, and he's like, here you go, I'll give you a digital Tem Tem. And there's this bird called what's he called?
I don't know. My son just changed the name right away. So.
I know your son named him Toucan, but he's like a toucan. He looks like a toucan fucking bird. But his name is something. Aim or Tuon or Twain.
Quit.
Something. It's a little bird. Looks like a toucan. Looks like the Fruit Loops toucan, to be honest.
Toucan Sam.
Yeah, so you're just going around this map of this world, and you're just fighting. Every so often you run into like another trainer or another person, and you fight them. And then there's
right? So it's the actual person.
No. There's just like their AI. You can't fight you see other players in the game, and you can like challenge other people to fight that are in the same lobby that you're in. But then what they have to do is you have to open up a list, and then it goes down the list, and you can find somebody's name, and you can put like, boom, I found Gunny Chief's name, and I'll put Gunny Chief, and then I put challenge to battle. And then you like wait for him to respond, like it'll pop up on his screen that says,
which will take a long time because he can't read very well.
Hey, so. somebody has challenged you to battle. Do you want to fight them? Yes or no? And then it'll tell you like you have so much time to respond, and then it'll like just count down. And if you don't respond, then it'll decline your fight or whatever. But whatever. So that's what it is. But in the game, there's like, for example, you have to go up this mountain to go to like the next city, right? And you're going up the mountain, but you have to take a specific path to get there. But the thing is, in the path, there's so many like AI Tem Tem trainers that you're gonna have to fight, and sometimes they'll kick your ass because you're not powerful enough to get past the dude, or you just fought these other two before him, and these other two killed off some of your Tem Tems. So now you're fighting this guy with only 3 instead of 6 Tem Tems. So sometimes you gotta like strategize and go all the way back and like heal up all your Tem Tems at one of the stations, like one of those like Pokestop type things. Like you heal everybody up and then you go back up the mountain. That's happened to me a few times where like I'm just grinding through this level and I get to this one fight and I only have like 2 Tem Tems left and these guys pop up with like 4 or 5 Tem Tems I have to fight. And I'm like, fuck, you couldn't have just had one. So then they end up killing me. And what happens when you die, you don't really lose much. You lose credits, these like points that you have in the game that you use to buy stuff. You'll lose like 200 of those or something, or 100 of them sometimes. And then it'll respawn you back at the Pokestop with all your Tem Tems again, so you could have them all healed up. And then you go back into that same area and try to grind your way back through there. There's random instances, for example, with, like I said, trainers, and also the Tem Tems. Like you'll be walking through grass, usually tall grass sometimes. You have to walk through it, and a Tem Tem battle will pop up. Like, hey, a random fucking... This type of Tem Tem is now trying to fight you, and then like it shows them, then it shows your guy pulling out his Tem Tems, and then you can choose to run away, but sometimes the run away feature doesn't work, so you have to fight these Tem Tems. Sometimes they will outpower you, a lot of times they don't. Once you get your Tem Tems pretty high up, you find yourself going back to the lower level areas, and you can just kick these things' asses like pretty quick. But the higher you go throughout the map, the more further you get in the game, the higher the level of Tem Tems there is.
All right, but how do these battles work? Is it turn-based?
Yeah, it's Pokemon. Like, it's literally Pokemon. Like
I've never played Pokemon.
Okay. So listen, Pikachu spawns, right? Pikachu's electric. He spawns. That's your guy. The other guy spawns a fucking Charizard or Charmander. He's a fire Pokemon. What happens is you have 4 things to pick from. Each Tem Tem has 4 things you can pick from. Not all of them are attacks. Some of them are buffs. Some of them are like intimidation. Some of them are psychological effects. Some of them are poison effects. But for me, I like to use all attacks. So I'll pick Pikachu, fucking lightning strike that motherfucker, and then you have so much stamina stamina per Tem Tem. So it'll be like, this Tem Tem has 25 points of stamina. If you use this electrical charge for this fight, for this move, for this turn, it's going to use up 5 of those points. But it'll do this much damage. So then he fucking shoots the electricity at the dude. The dude takes a hit and he goes like, fuck, my health is going down. And then it's their turn. Now they go like, alright, we're going to fucking fireball the shit out of that fucking Pokemon or whatever. And they shoot a fireball back at your thing. And then your guy has, like I said, there's like Earth, beats fucking fire or whatever the fuck. Or Earth beats the psychological ones. Or Wind beats the fucking fire, shit like that, you know what I mean? So like there's buffs and weaknesses. So like if you're fighting a water Pokemon or a water Tem Tem, sorry I keep saying Pokemon, this is like a lot like Pokemon, so just bear with me, it's Tem Tem. But
yeah,
say you're fighting a water Pokemon and you're an electric one. Well, if you fucking shoot that electricity at that water one, that water one's going to take like extra damage. So instead of taking 1 times HP points, it's taking 2 times or 3 times or even 4 times the health points off that Pokemon. And sometimes you'll find yourself killing them with 1 hit just because it's like you got such a big buff. Sometimes there's other Pokemon, for example, like my Psychic one, the one that I started off with, the purple one. She has this ability where she has this thing called, paralysis or something, where she can put people to sleep. So, like, she'll, like, use, like, a lot of her stamina, but she does this, like, weird thing, and it's just, boom, and attacks a certain Pokemon, and then, like, next thing you know, that Pokemon's asleep for that turn. Or for 2 turns, that Pokemon cannot hit back. Like, they're just asleep. So you can attack them, but it won't wake them up, and they'll just be there sleeping, and they cannot fight back. So it's a good strategy to, like, use that when you want to slow down a Pokemon that's really powerful, that's just fucking your team up. And like, fuck, I need to slow that guy down. He has too much power. Like, I need to fucking make him where he can't attack me, but I can hit him and take some health off of him to try to make him weaker. And that's what you're trying to do. It's pretty much a strategy game where you're taking turns and you're trying to, like, beat the other person. And sometimes, like I said, they have more Temtem than you. So, like, for example, you'll have 3 Temtem cards, and you know I have, like, an Earth, a Mental, and a Wind Pokemon, or a Wind Temtem. And this guy seems to have a lot of Water Temtem. So, I'm going to have to fight this guy strategically and try to figure out how am I going to fucking beat him, you know, because he has all these Temtem left. So, you have to kind of, like, sometimes team up 2 against 1, like, send both of the attacks against 1 Temtem. Or, like, split up the attacks. 1 goes here, 1 goes here. Because a lot of the fights are 2 versus 2 eventually. Eventually, you're always going to be fighting, like, your 2 Temtem, your two like, Temtem on top of your deck versus their 2 on top of their deck. And sometimes they have their weaker ones that come out first, and then their big, powerful guy comes out at the end. Or sometimes it's reversed. Sometimes their really strong people come out at first, and then as soon as you beat those guys, the other Temtem they have left are pretty weak. They're just kind of like backup Temtem. So it's interesting. You can strategize your deck the same way too. You can move your deck around to have your powerful Temtem not come out at first but come out later. So it's depending on you.
He might be powerful depending what you're fighting too. He may excel against something and be really weak against something you come up against.
That's true. And then there's all kinds of strategies too. This is so fucking cool.
And also too, I just want to throw in there your stamina bar too. If you run out of stamina, so if you overuse your stamina, you exert your Temtem, and he actually takes damage. Yeah. So you can actually hurt your own self by using too much of your energy. So if you have like I know my son has got a couple moves, like his one Temtem has like a tidal wave he likes to use. Yeah. And he hits him with that, but it pretty much uses most of his stamina, I think. So you know, he pretty much... You
cannot use that move, like, twice in a row, because if you do, like, your health will go down eventually.
So the game will prevent you from using the big moves over and over.
Mayo, could that be a good strategy, though? Like just like what you said, like, could he then use a second move after the tidal wave? Yes, it will hurt you, but you can take out more. Strategic to kill the enemy.
Yeah, that'll work, too.
I mean, I guess that's the whole purpose, right? That being there.
Also, I think my son, I've only watched over his shoulder a little bit. I think he has one, too, that can bring Temtems back to life. So, like, in battle. So, if he loses one in battle, he can use his Temtem. He can call that one out. And basically, you can swap out your Temtems in the middle of your fight, and it costs you a turn. So, instead of an attack, you can call in a different one. So, if you come in and say you're using 2, say, we talked about the element stuff yet. Say you're using 2 fire guys, and you come across a water guy, and he's going to hurt your fire guys pretty fast. So you can take your first turn and swap those out to different type of Temtems. It's going to cost you your attack, but it gets some guys off your screen so they're not susceptible to that much damage, you know. So you want to kind of protect them.
So much fun though, man. This game is life right now, man. Like I'm finding so much cool shit.
Hey, Jesus, I got a question for
What's
you.
Up?
Because you kind of grew up in that Pokemon era. I think I was in, like, probably high school when this game came out on the DS and, whatever Nintendo console was out at the time. But, so was that ever, like, an option for you? Because I know you've talked about Pokemon in the past, like, for, like, getting a Switch and actually getting the real deal.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is... if I got a Switch only for Pokemon, I would feel like I'm wasting my money. You know what I mean? Because I would only play it, and then once I beat it, I'd be like, "Oh, what do I do now?"
You would have.
Remember when I said I was getting the Switch, and then I was going to get it for like for like Mario Kart, but I never bought Mario Kart.
Exactly. Like I would feel like I wasted money, and I would feel like I would want to sell it right away. Except this is just sitting there. Like buying this on PC though, like it was different, man. And this is a new experience because this is not Pokemon. Like as much as I compare it to Pokemon, it's not Pokemon. I'm learning new shit. There's new monsters. There's new type of monsters. There's evolutions you go through. Like I evolved. There's 2 of my Temtems that have evolved, and I'm working on evolving the other ones. But like what I found out what I'm doing now is I'm rotating my Temtems. Like the weaker ones, I'm putting them up first to fight. So whenever I run into like random encounters, these guys are getting the XP because they're the ones fighting the random encounters, you know. So like all my Temtems are kind of like similar level. I don't have like a Temtem that's way above everyone else. Like all my Temtems are usually like level 24 or 23 right now because they're all being leveled up equally. I'm flipping them around constantly, so like I never have one Temtem that's way more powerful than all the other ones. Yes, I do have some that are like really strong in terms of attack, but they use up a lot of stamina too when they attack, so it's kind of tricky.
That's what my son was doing too. He was rotating out, you know. So as he would get a new one, he would try to use it as much as he could, get some XP for him, and he was just farming the wild Temtems because he would use them basically for XP. And sometimes he would just run away because he didn't want to waste his time with like a lower level one, and because you get the option to capture too, Gunny. So if you run in the wild and you get attacked, and it reminded me of Final Fantasy. You know, you kind of get that flash, and all of a sudden you get this little screen pops up, and it's like becomes a combat screen. It reminded me of something like that at first. But you get into this fight, and maybe it's a Temtem you don't have, and so at that point you can weaken them, but you can't kill them off. So you have to hit them with like some kind of maybe weaker attacks and get them down to maybe a quarter health, and then you can do a capture. You only have so many. So like in Pokemon, where you would throw like a Pokeball at him, I think it is, you would throw this card at him, and you can capture him, and he becomes part of your collection. Jesus too. My boy was kind of telling me, he was saying, I think in Pokemon, say if you find one that's level 5 or 6 and it was going to evolve at 7, it doesn't do that in this. Like you literally have to gain so many levels before you can evolve them. So say if you catch one that's level 9 and they would typically evolve at 10, if it's level 9 in the wild, you can't evolve them right away. You still have to wait.
Yeah, you're gonna have to pretty much level them up like 10 levels or so, and then they'll evolve like a level 19.
Yeah, I get it. I understand the differences between even the newest Pokemon that came out on the Switch because I've watched a couple hours of that through various streams.
Yeah, it's a really good game, man. People are probably saying like, "What the fuck? Jesus is playing Pokemon."
I didn't think you would be playing this, man. To be honest,
dude, like honestly, man, like it's tapped into something in my head. There's some psychological fucking like detachment that I have from Pokemon or something where like this is just tapped into that, and it's like I'm 8-year-old Jesus again, stealing Pokemon decks from the mall.
Pokemon's been around forever. This is like there's a brand new spin on it.
It's what it is.
I'm confused, Jesus. Like it was like midweek this week, and it was a busy week and then all of a sudden, like there's this long string in this like our chats about this new Temtem game. Like, are you guys serious right now?
No, I'm being dead serious, Gunny. Like this shit is taking over me, man. Like right now, I want to stop the podcast and just go play Temtem because
awesome, dude.
Because I want to grind. I want to grind my Pokemon. They're not Pokemon. They're Temtem, but to me, they're Pokemon, motherfucker. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because it's everything. Everything. It's like Pokemon, dude. Like every town has its own little song, and like every time you get into a battle, the music kicks in.
Or what?
Kind of like like sometimes like a battle kicks in, and like the music will change real quick, and it's like this battle music, and then like the battle's over, so now you're back in this town, and like the music will be like all like you know like the super like. You played Pokemon, right, Iams?
It's like walking in and out of a club, right? You walk in the club, and it's like, boom, 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 boom. You're like, yeah. You walk out, it's like, fucking all you can hear is sirens and cars.
It's just super cool, man. Like the little villages and getting to meet all the characters that I've met in the villages are pretty cool. Like someone were like, hey, come meet me at my house. I live in this town, and I'm like, okay, sure. And then like I'm just picking up all these side quests, like right now I'm helping this lady get her kids in like college or something. Like one of them wants to be a pilot, the other one wants to draw, the other one wants to fight Temtems. So now I'm helping them fight. Like I'm trying to get one of them into like this Temtem dojo or whatever. I'm trying to get the other one to fly this ship. I'm trying to get the other one to draw art in the school or whatever. I got to find this artist for her to meet up with. I'm just helping people out. And like, I'm just in love with it. I don't know what it is, Mayo. I don't know. What did your kids say it was? But for me, dude, it's like Pokemon nostalgia, dude. It's just, it's like, boom, dude, it's there.
Since we don't have a Switch, he doesn't play any of the Pokemon. So the Pokemons that he plays are the old Nintendo DS ones.
Yeah.
And those ones are like really expensive, but he went out and bought them actually, and he plays those. And when Gibbs was talking to us in our super secret HGP chat, he was telling us about it, and asked us if we got it. And so I mentioned it to my son, and he actually didn't know anything about it. So we looked it up, and I just went ahead and got it for him on the spot because I figured he'd probably play it a lot because it was his kind of game. And he enjoys it. The only thing he wishes, I think, what he told me was the fighting scenes when you call in an ability. So it could be like this little drawn out video. He gets tired of seeing that after a while. He wish you could like skip it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Or just have it, progress through the fight faster sometimes because he's seen the tidal wave so many times, for example.
Yeah. I hate that tidal wave, dude. I finally got me one of those Pokemon things that could do that. Is that the
one that you had to get on the surfboard and he went around in circle for 45 minutes until he found it? I think he said it had a 5% drop rate.
You have to find them inside the waterfall, and that's the only place that they spawn in. And they have a 5% drop rate. I found him in my first try. Literally. Nice. First try, dude. It was that one and like one of those jellyfish ones, the white jellyfish ones. And I was like, fuck you, I'm killing the jellyfish. Don't kill that one. And I had to like I wasted like 2 or 3 Temtem cards on a little fucker. But I finally captured him. Same thing with, I don't know if your son has this one, Mayo, but I got the purple bird, the one that stands up and like covers its face kind of like Dracula. The big pink bird, pink purplish bird.
I'm not sure. I haven't seen
that fucker is rare, dude. I had to go to the top. You know the dojo where you fight that lady, the first dojo, like the rooftop where you got to free the other lady with that gives you the surfboard. Well, anyways, the first evil lady you fight, and I had to go back to that rooftop. The drop rate is a 5% drop rate on this fucking Pokemon, dude, or this Temtem. I was up there, I fucking kid you not, for 45 minutes, running in circles. And I fought like so many of those, like, they're called, I think they're called Gaikus or something like that. They're like the Pikachu equivalent of these Temtems. They like shoot electricity. I fought those things like probably 30 times until I finally, one of these fucking birds spawned. And like, I was like, yes, finally, I got one of them. Yeah, fuck yeah. Now he's like one of my main birds that I use.
Okay, so your character in this game, is it a customizable character?
Yes, it is. So like in the beginning of the game, you start off and you pick their hair, their looks, their color, hair color, and you could be a guy or a girl or they. Like they let you pick. You don't have to have a female or male.
They or them.
You could be them if you want to.
Them boys.
I was gonna make my character look like Billie Eilish at the Grammy Awards.
Oh my god, just racking in all this. I heard she won like every award.
She won like she's like the first 18-year-old that went to win every award since like some other crazy famous fucking artist. Like it's fucking nuts. Anyways, I was gonna make my character look like her, cause I want to, cause they look like they're all dressed.
Look like her every time I see a picture of her.
They're all dressed like her. They're all dressed with like baggy fucking hoodies and like the long emo hair, like the green hair. I was gonna make her totally look like her, but like I didn't.
A girl trying to hide she's
pregnant
from her
pretty much. Anyways,
what did he say he looked like? Just real like a brief description.
What do you mean?
The Temtem. What did it look like? The rare one you
casted? It was a pink bird, pink or purple bird.
Pink and purple bird.
Pink and purple bird. He stands up.
He's standing beside me. I didn't know. He says a pink and purple bird that stands up.
Gershom or Gershunk or Gershuk. Gershunk. Temtem. What the fuck is it called? Temtem.
I'm going to tell you, I'm kind of interested in this game. I don't know why, but if I wasn't playing another game, I'd probably just something new, fresh. I never played Pokemon. I do have the newest Pokemon on Switch because I game share with my girlfriend.
His name is Barnchi.
Barnchi. That's Barnchi.
My name is Barnchi.
I get that there, Barnchi.
The cool thing about Temtem is they don't say their name like Pokemons do. Like when you throw a Pokemon out, like Pikachu goes Pikachu, or Bulbasaur goes Bulbasaur. These things don't do that. It's like, thank God these things don't fucking talk.
Well, it's early. Okay, it is early access
It is.
game. Does it feel early access, or does it feel like it's all there?
No, there's a lot of areas where you go to, like, you see like it's really cool though, because some of these buildings, like, you see a building and it has like a sign in front of it and it says WIP, and you go up to it and it says like, hey, this building is a work in progress. Like, we're gonna bring something here, but it's not here yet, you know. Yeah.
But I guess I just learned something while my boy was standing talking to me. He said if it's purple, it's kind of like a shiny one where it's like a special version. So there's a regular version and there's a purple version of them too. So it's like a really rare version of ones you can find. So I guess there's like a purple variant of all of them.
That's right, motherfucker. That's right. Purple shit. There's also a clothing store in the game that you can go buy clothes for your character that's really expensive. So
is it microtransactions?
Nope. Only way you can earn money in the game is by beating other trainers or tamers. So every time you win a battle, I think you get like roughly anywhere between like, you get either between 100 or like 300 credits. You lose that many also. Like, no matter who you lose to, you can lose to a person on the street and you still lose like 200 credits, and you're like, fuck, god damn it, fucking shit.
Can you join up with friends in here and
Yes.
co-op shit?
The whole campaign is co-op capable. So you and another player can team up and play the whole story together.
From the beginning?
From the beginning.
Oh, that'd be a good thing to play
Like
with
you and Alyssa can get together, Iams, buy the game.
Well, she's coming here, and so it wouldn't even make sense. I don't got two computers.
And you can just play the game with her, and it's completely playable co-op. I'm pretty sure you can also make clans in the group, or groups. I think it's called groups or clans, because I've seen it happen where it says like what part of a group is Jesus in, and it's like it shows me like I'm part of no group yet. So I don't know how that works. I don't know if it unlocks.
Are you a fan of the clans?
But yeah. Anyways, Temtems, guys, check it out. It's available only.
Thing that we'll throw in on it real quick, Jesus, is right now there's an average of 20,000 people playing it on Steam.
Nice.
And this is actually published by Humble Bundle, so like Forager, Void Bastards. They're doing a lot of shit right now.
This is a really cool game, man. Like,
I have it on the download, guys. I need to play it, and I'll talk about it next week.
$35, or what Iams said, 20 whatever on.
I have that Humble Bundle monthly. I think I can give friends discounts, and it's like $27 with a discount. I don't know if I think I can give a discount to friends. So, anybody,
I might have to buy it twice because I already bought it once for my son, but I might have to buy it from my account.
Yeah.
Shit off his account. I'll try it tonight.
Yeah, I might be able to give you the code and you get the discount on Humble.
Oh my, that's fucking sick. Yeah.
Because they have a friend code you can give for coupons.
Give me that friend code, son.
Gunny,
oh, not for you.
Not for you. Fuck you, Gunny. You're not a friend.
You're not a friend. Last time I was up there in Santa Rosa, just 10 minutes from you, and you didn't come hang out. So.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. The last time you were here. That's right. And then you were like, "I'm here," and I acted like I saw the message, but I skipped over it.
I know, you fucker. Then you're like, "I'll be there in 10."
Hey, I thought it was funny.
I waited outside.
Hey, so we get to KFC, me and us and your work buddies, and we're all sitting there just chowing down, and Iams is over there like totally just awkward, like, "Where's my food, man?"
Yeah, my food didn't
They totally forgot about you.
Yeah, they totally forgot.
Really, they forgot your food, dude. So everyone's eating.
I had to go ask them, like, "Hey, where's my food?" They're like, "They didn't bring it out yet." I'm like, "No, there's 4 people in this restaurant." Like,
they're all on their phone. They were all on their phone. Yeah, they were like, "It's break time."
Yeah, they're having a circle jerk in the back to see who gets the next tasty piece of chicken.
Fuck.
The chicken and waffle sandwich though was pretty good.
Oh.
Yeah, I like KFC. I'm not fronting.
Yeah. Popeyes is better though.
Don't worry,
Popeyes
if you ever come to Ohio,
if
you come to Ohio, I'll drive across the state to come find you. Okay?
Oh, see, look, Mayo would drive across the state for you, Iams.
Yeah. See, I'll come find you.
Yeah, my chances of being in Ohio are like 1.99 million, so I'll be there. I don't know where Ohio is. Where is that shit?
Where is Ohio?
I know Bone Thugs. That's all I know is Bone Thugs.
Cleveland.
Yeah. Cleveland. He's 1999.
Yeah.
No, not Cleveland. Cleveland's bad.
It was like, not there.
Cleveland is like California, like Fresno.
It's in Cornfield, Ohio, wherever that is.
Anyways, Gunny, what have you been playing this week?
I finished Borderlands 3.
Oh
finally today.
my, Jesus!
Borderlands 3 was cool, dude. That was the first game I played when I built my new PC because it came free with my thing, and Borderlands 3 was fucking awesome, dude. I gotta say.
Tell me about Borderlands 3.
So, yeah, I've been, like you said, I've been. It's funny. A couple of people asked me that kind of joined my game. Like, did you just get this game? I'm like, no, I've had it since launch. It's just taking me forever to finish it.
I'm only level 13. Chill.
Yeah. No, I think I'm like 36. And obviously, it probably just keeps going like the Borderlands 1 and 2, like past 70. But it would take me a couple of years to get there. But yeah, it was pretty cool. Like, all I had to do, I was playing with Yoda the Third, Jedi of Light. Yeah, I think it was... Oh, and then earlier this week, Ryan joined my game, right? And I thought, okay, there's that option where you can put like offline or friends only or open to everyone. And I thought, all right, I got to go pick up my son and do some shit. So let me just go ahead and put it in offline mode. Well, when I came back, and it was like mid-afternoon, and I jumped on, and I see these like level 37 guns on the ground. I'm like, oh, it was probably Jedi Light that dropped these, or Yoda. So I'm like messages in Discord, and then it's funny. And then I realized, like, wait a minute, I think Ryan's that. So Ryan comes on, he's like, hey, Gunny, like while you were out, there was like a big boss fight, and there was a cutscene, or like ending credits almost. Like he killed one of the bosses for me. So he's like, you totally missed it all. I was like, yay. Thanks for finishing that for me. So, I mean, he did a lot of legwork there for me. Leveled me up a couple times while I was out taking care of shit. So, and yeah, we continued to play on, got through a good majority of the game, and then it was me and Yoda. We grinded through all the way to the end, and just couldn't kill the last boss lady. And so this morning I'm like, okay, let me just make sure like everything is like purple and gold in my inventory. I've got my perks set up right, and I was able to beat it pretty easy by myself. I think because like once you bring in like a second person, it adds that layer of difficulty. 3 is even harder. So yeah, I think there's like that sweet spot of either just do it yourself, or just have 3 or 4 people. So, or if you do have that second person, make sure like, they're all at their top of their game, so that, you can help each other to get back up, finish that shit off. But yeah, it was a great boss fight. It was pretty cool, like, climbing up on this like monster's back and just like just shooting it with your rocket launcher and shotgun to the face. It was epic.
I've always loved Borderlands, man.
Yeah, me too. I got so many hours into Borderlands 2. I have to go back to that because
Borderlands 2 was like the prime Borderlands though. I feel like this one is more of the same. Wasn't a bad thing, but I didn't feel the want to like grind unnecessary shit. I kind of just went through the story.
Yeah, and I never really truly, like, I would say, like, the only time I ever grinded was way back when, like I said, Borderlands 2 came out. And then I would jump on with a bunch of buddies at Xbox Live. We'd get on there and, hey, let's just go grind some loot, or something, see what we can get. And then we would just go to specific locations, which was a blast. It was a lot of fun to get together and do that. And hell, even after that, I think even when the Xbox One came out, I was just jumping on, because for me, it was broken. The game was broken for online. I just go back to the Xbox 360 and jump on Borderlands 2 and just grind away on there and just play with random different people and go to different areas, because, yeah, Borderlands 2 probably should be in the top of my top 5 games of all times. But, yeah, it was cool, man. Borderlands 3. I think I'm done for now, just so I can go back and talk more about, that other old game, Star Wars. Because I do want to eventually finish that game.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, totally. I'm happy I finished that off. Another game I played earlier this week was, I think I texted you guys, Cooking Simulator. Because my kid, he's like, has this fascination with Hell's Kitchen. What's his name? Gordon Ramsay. and cooking shows and cooking games. So,
or does he like to watch people fail and get yelled at?
You're right, because there are a lot of people. I don't like it myself. Like, I don't like it's a little cringy for me.
Yeah, because like when you do something wrong, you don't want someone on your neck saying, "You fucked up, you fucking idiot."
Yeah, and then you'll see I know what you're saying.
Quietly fuck up and fix it.
He'll be like that hot chick who's like she's like so full of pride, and then just Gordon will just come in and just like destroy her, and she's like tears coming down her face. I can make chicken. Yeah.
I'm a pretty crier, I hope.
I love watching Hell's Kitchen, dude.
Crazy.
Hell's Kitchen is my favorite fucking show.
Then he fires him. He's like,
I love watching that shit.
I love it. His wife, like, for giving bad fellatio.
It'd be funny. I love watching that shit when he gets pissed off and just kicks everybody. Get the fuck out of my kitchen! You fucking useless fucking assholes! Get out of here! Fuck off! He
the water's dry, you donkey. Right?
When he talks shit to people when he tells them to make a rare steak, but they make it raw, like super fucking bloody. He's like, "This shit is still eating grass, you fucking donkey!" He throws it at them.
I've never seen that show.
I think I got to look at my kid's moral compass here and say, like, what is it about this show that you really enjoy?
Yeah,
but
what is it about that shit?
Yeah, because I don't care much for that. But the other stuff is pretty good. Like,
he's a bully, so he's a fan of bullies. So how many of those people go home and want to like kill themselves? And would it be his fault for being a fucking complete asshole?
No, he's pushing them to be better.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
is that what you tell yourself when you're yelling at your daughter?
Yeah.
Hey guys, in another life, I used to be a cook. I used to wear that same.
Think about the military. Think about drill sergeants. At the end of the day, when you become a Marine or you become an actual soldier or whatever, you graduate, you become a Marine. You're a Marine because that drill sergeant pushed your ass enough to get you there.
Jesus, I just want to cook food. I don't want
to Gunny.
Fight in a war.
Well, he's kind of right. If you sign up to go on his show, you
know what you're getting yourself into. He's one of the best chefs in the world, man. Like, you know what you're getting into.
Be humiliated.
It's like
think about it this way, Gunny. All right, think about it this way. All the people that go on Hell's Kitchen are promised that if they win the competition, they're going to be making $250,000 at one of his restaurants around the world. Because it's usually he's opening up a new restaurant and he's like, I need a new executive chef for this new restaurant I'm opening up in Vegas. And the person who gets the job is going to be making $250,000 a year. So think about it. If you're going to pay somebody $250,000 to run your restaurant, to be the main motherfucker there, you want a motherfucker that can take some shit and can give some shit. You know what I mean?
You think he's that same asshole though once they get the job?
Oh no, dude. No, because no, he's not, because that one chick that won like season 15. I saw an interview with her. Like she was on Reddit. And she said,
paid off? Yeah,
she went to Reddit.
At a different level at that point. I get it.
She went to Reddit and she said that off air, like personal, like once you get to know Chef Ramsay, like once you become like his employee, that he's like the nicest fucking person in the world. Like he like
was she hot?
No, dude. No, and then actually she went from being his head chef in Vegas, and now she's one of the chefs on that show that helps the kitchen. You know how like each kitchen has their chef, their like boss chef or whatever. Each kitchen has one. She's the one that helps the girls or the red team on that show now. But like she said, like yeah, like everyone thinks that Gordon's a fucking asshole, but like he's only an asshole for the cameras when it's like off air or whatever, or when he's talking to you. He's really nice. They even say he's like that when you win like the competitions. You know how they have competitions between each other? Like whoever does whatever or wins this competition, they get to go and have dinner with Chef Ramsay at a 5-star hotel or whatever.
Oh, they'll meet Wolfgang Puck or stuff.
And the other people have to like stay back and peel like 1,000 potatoes. Well, they even said like during that, like when you're hanging out with Chef Ramsay, like for one of those events, like one of those like rewards or whatever, that he's super nice to you. So he's not a dick. He just pushes people, Iams.
I want you to be better.
Sure.
Anyway, so yeah, great show. It's like one of the only TV
best
shows
show ever, Gunny.
My kid.
Tell us about Cooking Simulator.
So yeah, I don't know when it came out, but shared it off of my kid's account, and it's, I don't know, it's not something for me. It's really just.
What are you cooking?
It's very simple. It's just like.
What are you cooking, Gunny? Give us a dish. What are you cooking here?
Yeah, can you cook chicken parmesan? If so, I'm in.
I made a pork tenderloin with vegetables. But I guess the thing.
Tell us the ingredients, Gunny. Tell us the ingredients you used.
Oh my gosh, what did I use?
On the spot.
What kind of vegetables you
I
top it
know.
off with?
It was just like a few. I don't know.
So
Whatever
I used
spices they had.
ketchup and soy sauce.
No, it was super simple. It was like
A little bit of splash of lemon in there.
whatever that one is, cum sauce. I don't know, cumin. Yeah.
For the
Oh,
dog.
Jesus Christ.
Salt, pepper. It was
Fucking
very
making
basic.
dog food, Gunny? What are you doing over here?
Okay, is it one of those games that like claims simulator, but it's the opposite?
It's
like
just
those
bullshit.
Crazy physics games, or no?
No, this was like, I guess you could like throw plates and stuff, and they just simply break or whatever. And
Is it
you
a
could
more
blow the ovens
realistic
up.
sim, or is it one of those overly exaggerated physics sims?
Well, it could be overly exaggerated, but I don't feel it was. I don't know.
It's not one of those ones where you're trying to grab the plate and you fucking
No.
stop it. Okay.
No,
That's
it was
what I
pretty easy. Like it would do like a. What am I thinking of? Oh gosh, I'm thinking of like
Overcooked.
Orange Box. Like what's the name of that? Anyway, so you just grab the plates and pretty simple. Like it works pretty well for what you're doing. The only thing I guess I didn't like or I couldn't figure out because my kid wasn't in here the whole time was like I made the pork tenderloin. You know, you set the timer for how long it tells you. Like it gives you a list of things that you need and ingredients and shit like that.
You have access to an air fryer?
You know what? So there was like a deep fryer.
No,
Deep fryer. I mean, it had everything there, and it had stuff for future
Toaster?
updates. But I guess my main question to my kid was, "Hey, this game needs co-op. You know, like that would be ideal. Like, I mean, otherwise, I guess it would just be for like streaming to show people basically what you're cooking.
All right.
But
I see the gears turning in Iams' head up there. Like he's thinking about buying this game to test different food
yeah,
groups and mixing them together. Because I see the things he posts on Facebook. He's like, I made this out of this today, and I made this out of that today. I feel like he wants to get Cooking Simulator to play on his PC with all of his RGB around him, and then he can sit there and make all these little wild dishes and see if it actually works, and then he'll try them at home.
hey, but you know what would be cool? Like thinking about it. I mean, this is more of the sim, somewhat of the serious ports of it. There are a ton of other games out there that are cooking related, like you know, like Overcooked, and there's like, I mean, you just go on Steam and there's just endless number of fun games, you know. So I mean, to me, this is just more of the serious. Like if you're just into it for yourself, or you have a different audience and on Twitch or Mixer or whatever it might be. But yeah, it's definitely not something I'm going to go back and play. Overcooked, yes. Overcooked 2, absolutely.
I still haven't played either one of those, and I have access to.
Oh, they're so fun, dude.
They're chaotic, and
Yeah.
I mean, once you get it down, like, you know, yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, we need to have an Overcooked night then.
Yeah, so hey guys, I tried a different game today. I did download Tem Tem. I did all my stuff on Steam. But I'm old and I went to sleep. But backing up on the Xbox, I saw it was on Game Pass. I've pretty much tried and download everything I possibly can. Just eventually when will I get around to playing it? And that is that game Sword Art Online. And I know these games have been around for a while. And this one is
I've seen that name just hovering around forever, but never really looked at what it is. Is it like an MMO or?
It's an RPG and it's a third-person shooter. It
It's a
reminds
shooter?
me. It's a shooter. That's why I played it, because if it
I
wasn't,
always
if
thought it was
like
like swords.
because
with
if
a
it
name
was
like that, you
swords,
think-
or
you
if
think
it
a
wasn't
shooter right
fighter,
away.
Yeah.
I wouldn't bother with it because I suck at those games, like actual like fighting game, you know. So I'm like, all right, let me check these out. So yeah, I feel like it's something I played like in a Japanese, you know, arcade from like 2010. And that's pretty much what it was. There's a ton of dialogue, you know, with like schoolgirls. But not like in a pervy way or anything. It's just very Japanesey.
Mhm,
And it bored me to tears.
Oh.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, well, at least I gave it a shot.
Like,
you
like I
you
said,
ain't doing it right, Gunny. If that bored you to tears, there's something wrong around here, partner.
yeah, you don't like lots of dialogue from schoolgirls.
I think I just couldn't get through. I mean, it was just a lot of, I don't know,
Were you nervous? Like your wife would walk in?
Yeah, he's probably thinking, like, oh, fuck, she's going to walk in. What the fuck is this, Gunny? Smack him
Why
in
you
the
got
head.
your TV
No.
facing the other wall?
First it
Because it's
was,
pretty much-
first it was, what the fuck was it on Discord again? What the fuck
Oh,
was
yeah.
it? What was it?
Oh, so yeah, somebody was calling my son on Discord, right? And, you know, he keeps the laptop. He's in the living room. So, yeah, you know, whatever, he's taking care of business, and the wife walks by and is like, somebody's calling Kyle on Discord, right? And I'm like,
But what did it
oh,
say?
Okay, well, he can get it. Who's calling? Eat my ass. I was like,
First
"No
is
way."
eat my ass, and now this, motherfucker.
And then she looks at me like, I mean, because that was the person's name. His friend. Oh my gosh, dude, I was dying because I was like, I turned around and just gave her that
Oh
look
my
like,
God.
what the hell did you just say to me? So, yeah, but I had to like, I said it's like Facebook, but not Facebook. It's more of communications for
It's like
games.
grind in between Grinder and Tinder. It's like right in between.
Yeah. She doesn't mess with any of those things, but no, I mean my kid's pretty good with this group of friends that I actually know and have known from Xbox Live, like 8 years ago. So,
Mr. My Ass.
Yeah.
My son is not able.
but I'm
to
like,
talk
honey,
to
he's
you.
13, Yeah,
Mr.
What's
My
his
ass.
code? Suck
Right.
my toes.
I mean he plays Roblox for Pete's sake. So,
Dog. That's
yeah.
that's a definitely a front.
I gotta. No, every time I even look out there, I'll peek.
You
out
know
and
he's
make
all
sure he's
tabbing,
playing
dude.
that. No, he plays that in Minecraft. He's committed, so I got to get.
He's like
kids.
tap. Yeah, playing my Roblox.
Yeah, Dad, I'm just playing that Roblox. Yeah, you're still building that park. You haven't built that roller coaster yet? No, I'm still working on it. Okay.
Still figuring that out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good,
But
he's thinking
anyway,
about it now. He's
Sort
like,
out that.
fuck.
See ya.
These guys have a point.
Hey, and I can look on Steam. I can see, exactly what he's playing.
He doesn't have
No,
his own
it's-
little dirty steamer account.
Oh, man.
But that's that. Yeah. So I don't know. I thought I'd try it out, and man, I just wish there wasn't so much dialogue to it. But yeah, because I don't care about the story. So, man, the shooting is meh.
Yeah, like I've said, I've always seen these games floating around, but I've never once heard anybody talk about them.
Yeah.
But there's a lot. I know there's more than one, so it's been around for a while, and there's multiple. I just never heard anybody talk about them, so I had no idea it was a shooter at all.
Yeah, but I do want to play different games, so at least I gave it my best shot.
Yeah, at least you
Something
wasted,
outside my normal
bandwidth
genre.
on it. Yeah, it's total waste of bandwidth.
Yeah.
Waste your internet. Go ahead.
Yeah, but that's all I play, guys.
That's it. That's it. That's all you came to the table with this week.
That's
Downloaded
it.
a game you didn't like, and you played another game you didn't like. And,
Yeah.
Oh, you finished Borderlands. Okay.
And I'm over here talking about innovative games like Tem Tem, and you bring that.
I
I don't know. I don't know about innovation, but
Innovative, all right, motherfucker. Pokemon. Has Pokemon ever been an MMO before?
Has it ever been on a PC before?
Exactly.
I'm gonna consider Pokemon Go an MMO. Sorry.
I guess that's true.
Yeah. That was massive. That was like
Super massive.
people by the herds showing
Yeah,
up in
I
parking
just-
lots.
I just put so much time into Borderlands. I mean, I was fucking determined to finish it. So I knew I was close.
I never finished
it
that game.
So, and I got in trouble actually this week. So for playing that game.
What?
What?
Yeah, well, no, just
Dude.
devoting so much more time to it than family.
Oh.
Oh.
So yeah, that's how I was like, I'm just gonna keep grinding away. Close the door.
Okay.
Leave me alone.
Maybe your wife wants you to, go in the bedroom and grind in there a little bit.
Oh.
I did.
Oh.
Blue pill night. Blue pill.
That's what Friday's for.
She goes, what color night is it tonight? You said a
Even
blue
after that
pill.
It's a
15-hour
blue
shift,
pill
I was
night.
like, I'm not jumping on the PC, honey.
That should be in the ads. What kind of night is it at night? It's a blue pill night.
Oh, it's a blue pill night, honey.
Hey, even as I get my games download today,
on
I
a
was like,
sleep-
we're going out for
He puts on his
breakfast,
glasses with the blue
shopping.
tints on them.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I
Fuck
took
yeah.
care of business.
Gunny?
Yeah, what'd you do with the other 23 hours and
Yeah.
23 hours, 23 hours and whatever.
Played
I lost my
Borderlands. That's what I did. It
I
worked.
lost it, guys.
Mayo, what have you been playing this week, Mayo?
Beginning of my week, I played myself some Detroit Becomes Human on the PC.
Ooh,
Been
yes.
playing this a little bit, yeah.
How far are you in
And
it?
This game, it's a hard game for me to talk about because I feel like I'm going to spoil any of the story.
All three, right?
So
Yeah, and I don't
like-
want to do that either.
I try my hardest to not see any videos. I try myself not to see anything on the game because I just don't want to watch anybody streaming it. I don't want to watch anything on this game because I want to leave it completely organic. I just want to go through it, experience it all for the first time, and probably be done with it at that point. But I am enjoying it so far. So I can just say, like, you guys will know where I'm at. I'll say what's going on in my story right now, and that's it. I can go up to that. So the last thing I remember playing was when one of the droids wakes up and he's in like a scrapyard, and you got to put yourself back together.
I know exactly where you're at. You're like not even halfway.
So my friend's saying I have quite a while to go yet, but I'm enjoying it. It looks great on the PC.
That's a dark moment too.
Yeah, that's like the saddest moment of the game. Before that, it's the saddest moment of the because you're like, holy fuck, like this just happened, like really, dude, like fuck.
Yeah.
Guys, can I say really quick that in that moment, it's probably one of my top surprising moments in a video game, is in that junkyard, and probably one of the best campaigns I've ever played in a game.
It was engaging. It was like a movie.
Yeah, that game. Yeah. Every time I think about that game, I'm just like, fuck, that was such an incredible experience. Like I wish.
Yes.
Like Iams says that sometimes he wishes you can erase his memory from a certain game and just replay it. That's sometimes what I wish about Detroit. Like I wish I could just erase my memory from that game and replay it, because like that whole experience from beginning to end and the ending I got and like how everything ended up. Even the ending was super tense for me, man. I was just like on the edge of my seat the whole fucking time, like, oh fuck, what's gonna happen next? Like, oh fuck, I'm gonna get everybody killed.
When you brought it up, Jesus, when you talked about, that first mission on the show,
yeah,
I was like, holy fuck, I gotta play this. So that would just encourage me more to go get that PS4, and I am so glad I did, because it was an awesome experience.
Yeah, that game's fucking incredible.
But yeah, I'm enjoying it on the PC, and I don't know how much better it looks visually or anything like that, because I know it's been changed. It's on the Epic Store. I don't get the greatest frame rate, so I don't know if it's enhanced at all or not. My game runs about 80 frames a second.
Wow, that sucks, man. Only 80?
But it's a video.
I played it like 30. I think I played it on PS4, so it was 30.
What?
But it looks really good, especially like at the beginning of the game when you first turn it on and when you're in the menus and there's that girl.
Yeah, she looks real, doesn't she?
Yeah, she looks pretty real.
She's fucking hot, bro.
Hey, there's cool stuff with her. All I'm gonna say is at the end of the game, when you're done with the game, go back.
Actually.
Okay, yeah, you go back in the game and there's some stuff with her.
What do you want to do?
And I did take the survey. I did take the time and mess with that.
You took the survey?
Yeah, and I don't remember what all the answers were.
Do you hate robots? Oh, would you trust a robot to watch your children or something like that? And you're like, fuck yeah, no, I would not do that.
And there was one like, would you be, or like have an intimate relationship with a robot?
Yeah, and there's another one where, like I said, if
every guy said yes.
If you or your loved ones were in a major car accident and a robot needed to save your life or like do emergency surgery,
iRobot.
Would you let a robot do emergency surgery on your family or on yourself? And you're like, fuck, would you? You know what I mean? Like that's kind of.
I think I answered yes to everything except
surgery.
For...
I would.
You would, Mayo? Mayo has a lot of trust in computers. Look at him. He just don't give a fuck. He just gives all his shit up over. Just give it all up to computers.
I mean, if you're driving a Tesla, you're probably going to answer yes to everything. But I mean, I think I put no on the watch my children thing. But yeah, save my life.
Okay, here's my question though.
I don't care.
For games like for Detroit Become Human that goes from PS4 to PC, do you get like full PC options in your?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you get all that shit? Because you don't get anything on PS4. I doubt it.
Yes, I can change the frame rates. I can change the textures from high to ultra to low to.
So you get like all the shadows and all that.
Yeah, aliasing and all that stuff you can turn on and off.
Dude, I'm so excited if Horizon Zero Dawn comes to PC, like the rumors say, I'm gonna play that again. It's gonna be fucking.
I thought for sure I thought that was confirmed. I don't know.
I don't.
I haven't looked.
It hasn't been confirmed yet. It's just like all the rumors say that it's pretty much confirmed.
That's what I'm worried. Like, will it come to PC and I need ultra wide support, and I'll play it again. I'll just start playing it again.
What if it doesn't have ultra wide support?
I will say, with Detroit Becomes Human, I was kind of disappointed in is it has ultra wide support and
it's like stretched
settings, but no, it gives you black bars. So you're still getting the 16:9 screen with black bars on each left and the right side. So on mine, I get like 3 inches of black bars on each side if I play it on my ultra wide. I was
like
really
fake
excited.
Support. It seems like half the
try it.
games you mentioned. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like like the old 4x3 TV channels, and you're watching it on a widescreen. You have
Yeah, I remember when like
They're
the
checking the box,
widescreen TVs came out, and you still had that
Right.
hobo ass cable box, so you didn't want to pay the extra for the ultra wide shit. So they just put bars on your screen.
They're checking the
Yes,
box.
that's what you
all
get on
they're
the
doing.
PCs. Like
Support, but
some
it's fake.
games, they say they support ultra wide, and they just give you the bars. And you're really, if I want ultra wide support,
You know what I hate the
want ultra-wide
most
support.
is movies that come out, and they have those bars on top and the bottom, like on my
Oh, what's that?
on my
called?
OLED. I'm like,
North-
why the fuck do movies have those stupid black
Because
bars?
it's actually ultra wide, but you know
Yeah.
you actually get
No,
more on the
that's something
screen.
different.
No,
It's,
it is.
It's actually filmed in 21:9,
Yeah.
and if you have an ultra wide, you can watch them with full screen actually. So a
But
wide
what is considered an
No,
ultra wide
guys.
screen?
21:9?
But how do you know how many TVs are 21:9?
They're not. That's why they're giving you. So when you're in like a theater and they have that, you're actually getting more on the screen.
So theater screens are 21:9 is what you're saying.
Yes.
But why don't they just make video or theater screens like a TV screen, or start making TVs 21:9, so I don't have to deal with that shit?
Iams,
So
you're thinking
it-
of something different.
it's
That was
not-
called letterbox.
It's not that they're shrinking the screen, the top and the bottom. You're actually getting
You're
more
getting a
picture.
wider. Yeah, I understand what you're saying. You're getting a wider
Yeah, it's
view,
all
but
wi- it's not for.
what I'm
ultra-wide,
saying
though.
is, why not just make a TV that's already wide enough for me not to deal with that shit?
Because when you see black bars on the sides, it sucks. So most of your content would have black bars on the sides, and you'd be annoyed.
Until it's up to date.
Until it's unless
That's
it's
a different
unless it's a cool
format.
movie
It's
that I
what
really
they
want to
intended.
watch on my OLED.
I just went to the theater and saw Gretel and Hansel the other night, and it was in 4x3 format, and it's jarring to see that shit in a
This is a
theater.
4 by really?
Yeah,
That's weird.
That
How
is
was
weird.
that movie?
That's fucking weird as fuck.
creepy as fuck, and I liked it, but I know it didn't rate too well. But yeah, it's just formats can fuck with you, man. Because my monitor, I have an IPS monitor, and it's not the greatest for light bleed. So you get a little bit in the corners, and when they do the black bars, fine, you can adjust to it. But my eyes just see a little bit of bleed in the light in the corners, and it annoys me, dude. I've tried
That's
it.
the only time you notice it when you get to black edges. And anything
Yeah.
else, no, you don't notice it.
Yeah, and when anything's on the screen, you don't notice it. But when it's black and the whole screen's black or that part's black, you notice it. It's annoying. But yeah, I'm interested. Yeah, Detroit Become Human. Detroit
Amazing.
Become Human was an awesome game. Yeah.
Incredible experience, like Jesus said.
Have you played
Absolutely.
Beyond Two Souls?
No, I have Heavy
haven't
Rain
either.
also,
Mm.
and I played about half of that one. And
That's
then
one I
I
haven't played.
picked up Detroit Becomes Human, and I kind of stuck with that one.
I haven't played that yet. I haven't played Heavy Rain. I only
that
played the
was the
first
same
one
way.
to the part of Jason.
Jason!
That's when I gave up.
So I remember
Press triangle to yell Jason.
I
Jason!
talked about that, saying how I didn't feel bad because you're looking for your son. It's like, how can you lose your son in a mall, and he's carrying a red balloon, and
But everyone's carrying a red balloon, Mayo.
Hey,
Everyone.
Yeah. I saw it, man. Kids just fucking disappeared down drains.
You want your boat back? Yeah, I'll float down here, Jason.
All I'm saying is, that mall was pretty packed. You gotta give him something. That mall was pretty packed.
Yeah, I imagine if I.
You know
had
what,
a kid, I'd
This was
probably
like
go to
2000
the new-
This was like
Yeah.
2007.
Fishing
Malls,
jacket.
malls were still the shit back in 2007. All right, malls were still
Yeah.
packed.
It was like Blockbuster on a Friday night.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, pretty
Exactly.
much. He was at a Blockbuster on a Friday night. It was packed. There was a new release out. The Blair Witch was out, and it was packed.
Fuck
And
yeah. there's-
everyone wanted that
Yeah.
movie.
successfully taking my kids to Disney World, and I didn't lose any of them. I'm pretty sure I can not lose them in a mall.
Did you have a leash? Did you get the little leases?
We didn't have leashes when my kids were.
My kid at Universal, I lost him pretty quick. I was like, bye.
Gunny lost him on purpose. 'Cause
In the
like,
parking lot.
find your way back to the car, or we're leaving you here.
We got a code 4 over here.
Henny lost his son in the parking lot and still went inside. He's
My kid was crying and he was like hyperventilating.
Fuck
They're
it,
just
I'm
like,
still
we don't
here.
think we should give him back to you.
Here's a bag. Get over it.
We got a bad parent over here. Can we get a supervisor?
Shit. Anyways, what else you play, Mal?
The other game I put a lot of time into this week was still some more Sundered, and this is, like I said, I think this is my new Dead Cells, and I put 10 hours into it this week, I think. And the one night I went to jump on, and Ghost Nico actually messaged me, and he was interested in the game, and he picked it up, and then he realized it had multiplayer support, so he wanted to check out what multiplayer is like. So I had him join my game. We actually used the Steam feature where he can play my local co-op game. So he didn't even have to own the copy of the game. So he jumped in my game. We did the 2-player multiplayer, and you can play up to 4 people together. So I was curious how this game was going to work because it's a side scroller, and you know how you get those games when you move too far apart and one person's ends up off the screen. I'm like, how's this game going to handle that? Because that can really break the game for me. If one person gets off the screen and you can't see what's going on and the other person's just running away from the other guy, it can be frustrating. And that's what this game does, unfortunately. So I would be like jumping up ledges and working my way through the level pretty easily. And Ghost Nico was kind of newer to the game and just wasn't used to the controls and the way it was working. And so he would like struggle to keep up. And I would keep getting too far ahead of him, and then I would wait for him, And there was the ability to teleport his character to me, so I would make some of the tricky jumps, and he would teleport to me just to save time. So we were playing through the game, and I was explaining things to him since he actually purchased the game himself. So since I had probably 6 hours in it at this point, I was showing him what this did and what that did, and where he would find things. And I had, at this point, there's 3 main areas in this game. And the first main area you're in has 3 mini bosses and then a regular boss. So I've killed all the mini bosses at this point. I found every item and upgrade that you could have in the game on that first level. And it was time for me to fight the final boss. So I'm like, sweet, I got somebody to help me fight this boss, So 2 of us go in there and we can just tear this guy up. And as an outside character, he had all of my abilities right off the rip. So everything I had unlocked, his character had also.
Nice.
So that's good because I didn't want him coming in as a character without like the double jump and the wall cling type stuff and the finisher move and all that stuff. So I find out he has all that stuff. We go fight this boss. And I died really, really fast. And I couldn't figure it out. I'm like, wow, I pretty much by myself, I've done better. So we respawn. We go back with this boss. And we're like, all right, we're going to take him out this time. And I kind of change up the way my character's built to do where I can have more health potions, but enemies will drop less health potions. And we go in there with a whole bunch of health potions and we die again. And come to find out, when you play 2-player on the same screen, you share health. So he was taking damage and it was hurting me also. So we were actually sharing the health as we were playing together. So that was kind of an interesting take on it.
So you're putting the blame on Ghost Nico. I see.
Oh no. Hey, he was just figuring it out, but he was he'd never even played the game, and he was completely brand new to it. And his first experience is going after a boss, So he was taking damage and trying to dodge stuff, but it was just difficult in general.
Dude, this game is beautiful. Like I never really looked at it.
It's a neat art style. It's all hand drawn.
Yeah, it's not like Dead Souls. Dead Souls look like shit.
The first area is it's neat. The second area is really impressive.
Fucking dick.
The second area is kind of like fire and lava kind of stuff. And once the first area was completely done, I moved on to the second area and I found 2 of the mini bosses, and I know I have a third one hidden somewhere. So up in the top corner of this map, it kind of shows you where you haven't gone. And I go up to this top corner and there's this big like metal gong that you can hit, and when you hit it, all these like bat-like characters will come down and attack you, and they kind of have like a fireball they shoot at you. So, and there's a ledge up to the left. It's really high up, and you can't jump. You can't double jump or get up there. So I figured out if you hit one of those bong things, and you get a whole bunch of these bats to come, you can actually jump up in the air, strike one of the bats. Well, it gives you a double jump every time you attack an enemy successfully. So you can actually make your character get to the top of the screen and do a dash, and you can get over on this ledge. So there's a whole area. I'm like, oh, cool. I got this new area. And it opened up this huge spot on the map, and there's this big floating orb, and it has like these things that attach it to the wall. And there's a gong by each one, and you have to like break all of those. So I messed with it for probably an hour trying to get through all these, and finally I cleared them all. The orb drops, and it gives a perk comes out of it, and it's like my finisher covers 50, like a larger area, and it does 50% more damage. So it's like a permanent upgrade for my character.
A Mario nod perk.
Yeah, it is. A benefit for finding it, I guess.
Nice.
It's something you don't have to do, but it's something that's hidden in the game and you can work on. The other thing I found out too, so since last week when I first talked about the game, when you fight a mini boss, he will drop a crystal, and there's 3 mini bosses and there's 3 crystals, and they're like a mini crystal and they'll turn into one big crystal. When you get that crystal, this little place opens up on the map, and you can choose to either turn it to basically light or dark. If you go dark, you get like an evil power, like a stronger power. It makes your character kind of stronger and better. Or if you go light, it makes it, you get a perk, but it's not something as cool as maybe the dark one would be. And I found out just from reading on the game a little bit and looking at the wikis and stuff, you have 2 different endings. So if you go all light and you avoid the dark temptation, you actually get the good ending. And if you go darker, you'll get a different ending. So I'm trying my hardest to go all light, but I guess the game gets really hard with the light abilities. So that's kind of a cool little bonus to the game.
A little different play style, right?
You know what?
Yes.
The graphics remind me of a mixture between Ori and Guacamelee.
Yeah. Have you ever played that, Mayo? That Guacamelee game?
Yes.
I know there's a number 2 that came out.
Yeah, I played those. And it also reminds me of Moonlighter a little bit. I don't know if you guys are playing Moonlighter, but the color scheme kind of reminds me of Moonlighter.
The pastels, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good
Cool
color
game.
palette.
And by the way, if you guys are following Epic Games and getting all their free games, this was given away a couple weeks ago.
Yes, it was given away on the Epic Store. I did not get it.
I don't know if I grabbed that or not. I have it on Xbox.
Really? It was given
I
away?
think Ryan bought it.
Did I not
Yeah.
get this?
It's one of those games they give away during the 12 days of Christmas or whatever.
There was so many games back then, and then we were, each week on the podcast, I couldn't keep up with how many games there were. There was like 12 at one time.
Oh, I got every
didn't
single
even-
game. I've never missed a game from Epic.
Right now, Gunny, you get yourself Farming Simulator 19 or 17, I think.
Hey, that was for my console corner, but I guess that's not a console. But that was for my section. But take it, pick it
I
up.
got it.
It's a boring game.
I
Go
want
get
to
it.
farm. Let's farm together,
Sounds like
guys.
work.
Hey, let's
Sounds
farm
like
together.
Mayo life.
I think there's
Sounds like
farm together,
Mayo's real
beer
life.
farming. It's like these cooking games. They're just everywhere, like they just inundate the Steams.
Oh, I never picked up Sunder, it looks like. Motherfucker. God damn.
I know, I got to check mine, see if I got it.
Well, I didn't pick it up, Mal.
But I
Never
have it on
tried that
Xbox.
game.
That's the most important thing.
If you guys
you
pay
have them.
attention to
Okay.
my post, I posted about it being free. Whenever there's a
You
game
do
free,
post those,
I'm
and I use
You
all the
lie. I don't remember seeing this post.
Well, I know it's there because I have it.
So good. All right, let's see.
But yeah, Jesus, you have it on the Mayo Pass. We're all good.
All right, it's telling me to install it.
Okay.
So,
Install means you got it.
yep.
God, you motherfuckers.
Even
dude.
old man Gunny got it.
God
I'm going to
damn.
install it right now. It's installed.
Goddamn motherfucker. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's
It's,
gonna get all
installed on,
chappy.
it's on my to-do list in Xbox.
He's gonna get all chappy
my-
because he's downloading shit while we're recording.
And then while I was playing this with Ghost Nico, he kept telling me, he's like, have you ever played Hollow Knight? I'm like, yeah, I know what Hollow Knight is. He's like, I think you would like that game. And then he gave me another suggestion, and I'd heard of it too. And I can't remember what it was at this point, but I'm like, yeah, it's another game like this I wouldn't mind playing. Those Metroidvania.
There was an old 3DS game. I'm trying to think. It's on Switch and it's one of those style games.
He mentioned Children of Morta about playing that.
That's a good game, Child of Morta.
I downloaded
Children.
that and played that.
It's good. It's a Diablo-ish dungeon crawler.
The problem with people giving away free games like Epic Store, Game Pass, we got Games with Gold, we got PS Plus. The problem is there's so many games that are kind of interesting. So you just download them. Like, this looks pretty good, and then you end up having 100 games that are kind of interesting, and you just never really sift through them until you hear enough people talking about them.
That's it.
Yeah, that's the funny thing is like how often people sit there and go, do I have this game? I don't even know if I own this game. But
They probably do. Half the time you own shit, you don't even know that. It's fuck, dude. There's so many games right now, right? If you're a PC gamer, especially, you have so much options everywhere.
And people ask me, or like, what's that big, PC exclusive game now if I get a PC? And I'm like, I don't know. There's not a whole lot of exclusive games in a way of
you just get the best version.
You just get everything.
You get the best versions of everything. So.
Yeah, it's true. Fuck you, Iams. Fuck you, Xbox is better, Iams.
Dude, I'll tell you what though. When I was playing on consoles, I played more games. When I get on PC, I keep tweaking on settings and parts and all that shit.
1920 by 1080. No.
Yeah, taking away all the options sometimes is a blessing, even if it's less performance.
So off. Have you played PC Building Simulator yet?
Nah, that doesn't even interest me. I hate building PCs. I hate that shit, dude. I don't like it. I hate it. When I'm finished, it's like, oh yes, I fucking didn't break anything.
Okay, but here's my thing. All right, Iams. There's 3 modes, right? And you can do a custom mode. And in the custom mode, you get all real parts. You get Corsair parts. You get Ryzen. You get NVIDIA. And you get all this stuff, right? You put the PC together, and you get to benchmark it with Cinebench in the game.
Why isn't Brink playing this shit?
That's what I tell Brink. How many times have I told Brink, play this shit?
Right. And on top of that, it even has radio stations in the game, real radio stations. It connects to the internet, and you get live radio stations while you're playing.
Remember those days?
You can listen to the coronavirus updates as you're building
none of
PCs.
that. Honestly, none of that is even mildly appealing to me. I don't like building PCs. I do it once. I'm happy I didn't break anything, but I don't like it. Like that shit. I'd rather play video games. I feel like I don't know. Nah, that's not for me. That's not for me.
That's why I love Xbox.
Yeah, I was just gonna say the only other thing I played this week was I didn't really manage to have more PC time because once my son got Tem Tem, and he's on my PC every day. I was coming home and he was playing Tem Tem, and so I just kind of sat and watched him play because I wanted to see what it was like because I don't play Pokemon myself, so I would just kind of sit in the chair beside him and watch him play. And
I wonder if anyone's hit the wall yet on what you can actually get to with the early access.
I assume.
That seems cool though. I'll tell you what, I am tempted to play that. I just not at the moment. I got some other things to play, but it seems cool.
Yeah, so that's it for me. I know my son has put like 18 hours in it in 2 days, I think. Yeah. So he's put some time in it already.
Yeah.
But that's it for me. What about you, Iams?
Well,
this is what I'm interested in right here, this motherfucker.
Well,
to giving me all this shit, motherfucker.
Well, I've been playing a lot of The Crew 2. Jesus told me how great it was, and I was like, I don't want to play The Crew.
No, that game's boring.
I didn't like The Crew 1. I don't want to play 2. And he's like, just play it, motherfucker.
Oh, bullshit.
It's got cars.
The Crew 1 was so much better.
Planes. No, honestly, when Death Stranding came out, Jesus was like, Jesus and Brink were like, these reviewers say it's good, and they never let us down. And I was like, that game's not for me. That game is not fucking for me. I watched reviews. I watched like 19 reviews. I watched every review there was, and it just nothing said, Sean, play this game. Play Death Stranding. It's awesome. But I've been wanting to play something on my PS4 lately, so I saw they had it at Redbox. Redbox was like $25. I said, maybe that's a good price for me to get in. So I told my girlfriend we game share, and she asked, let me just pay for it. I'm like, no. I was like, if you want to do that, we'll just go half. So we spend half, right? So we both paid $30 to play it.
Okay.
And this game's fucking awesome, dude.
I told you.
This game is fucking awesome. It's just, you have to be in it for the journey. You have to be in it for the small shit. You have to... it's like if you hand package delivered a package through town and you had to walk through a ghetto and hop a fence and you have to do it all in real time, right? The first 10 hours of the game, you're just really walking packages. That's it. But it's so fucking engaging, man. The story, the story and the characters is the most interesting thing I've ever seen in a video game.
Yeah, it's just so good, dude. I fucking love that game.
It is all the characters. I mean, I know it's like I haven't played through a Kojima game all the way, right? I haven't finished one, but there's something just okay. Most video games, when you see an area, you're like, especially in an open world game, that you're like that area over there is paved for video games. That's for me to go and explore. When you're playing this game, and if you haven't took the time to build a road, you're literally crawling across rocks and shit. It looks like you're not supposed to be there. It looks like those areas in a video game you get to and you can't go and there's an invisible wall because you're not supposed to be there. But you're doing it. You have to go across it, right?
Isn't the coolest thing? Isn't one of the coolest things where like you look at a mountain and you're like, okay, I can go around this mountain, looking at the map, or I could just go over this motherfucker. Yeah, I'm gonna go over this motherfucker. You just go up to you start deploying ladders and then you start finding other shit other people left through there. Yeah, you're like, oh, this is fuck yeah! I'm playing ladders and ropes and shit all everywhere. That's so fucking awesome, dude.
It's really hard to explain. I could say, okay, there's three ways you can look at this game: hated it, loved it, or it's okay. And I understand all three views. I fully understand all three views, but I'm really sucked into it. And so you got the BTs. I know you've talked about this a bunch on the podcast, and people are probably sick of hearing it. But when you actually when you actually come across a BT infested area for the first time, it is fucking terrifying because you have no weapons. You have no, like, all you have is your little arm thing on the backpack goes beep, 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 beep. And it points at the direction of where the BT's at. You can't see them at first. It just points at the direction of where they're at. And the beeping gets louder. So you're like trying to avoid the beeping get louder. And it's fucking terrifying, dude. Oh man, I just can't explain how tense it gets in those moments. And I took all that for granted listening to, like, a lot of people didn't want to spoil shit, so they didn't show a lot in the reviews. And I think they actually did more harm than good.
Yeah.
Because if I would have seen some of this stuff in reviews, I would have been more tempted. Because when you get actually attacked by a BT, and like the whole screen floods with black ink and it turns into fucking dead fish and a big old whale and it's like and you're like, what is going on?
Looks like car pits.
Get sucked under this ink shit. All your packages fucking, you're like, those are all my fucking packages.
And you're freaking out trying to get back to your shit, trying to pick up your guns and shit.
All your shit. You're like, I got one fucking grenade left. And you can't take out, if a BT attacks you can't take it out with one grenade. You can only do that if you get it before it gets you. And dude, it's intense. And then you got the what do you call them? The guys that come after you? The
mules?
Mules. And they send out that pulse and it's just like, bing! You're like, fuck, they
found me. They found me. Fuck, run. Run. And those fuckers are fast, Iams. I don't know if you've ever been chased by them, but if you're carrying a lot of shit, those motherfuckers are fast, dude, because they have nothing on them. They just have those sticks, and they're just fucking throwing them at you and shit.
Yeah, the electrifying sticks.
And then the fucking truck pulls up.
Yeah, they don't even care about you. They just want your packages.
Yeah.
So they'll beat you until you drop your packages. But you can actually fight them back. So I feel like right now I don't feel like they're as threatened. They're more of an annoying situation.
Later on in the game, you run into, they're kind of like mules, but they have guns. They have like actual guns, and they'll fucking shoot.
Oh yeah, I just got to the Mads Mikkelsen or Mads whatever.
Oh, you got to this point in the story, chapter 6 or whatever.
The military part where you actually get assault rifles and shit. So that's what I beat the last time I turned it off, and then I met Mama in person, and then I turned it off, and then so
you get to fight Mads Mikkelsen like a few more times. I know the first one was in World War I in the trenches. I think the second one, the second time you fight him, it's in World War II, and the third time you fight him, it's in Vietnam War.
Yeah, see, it's so fucking weird because a storm rolls through and you get sucked up into the clouds, and all of a sudden you're like,
What the fuck? Where am I?
Like, what the fuck is going on? Like,
The game completely.
shit.
The game turns into a fucking shooter.
Yeah,
It's so weird.
interesting. But man, I love the characters in this game. Norman Reedus is fucking Daryl from The Walking Dead.
He looks real, right? Like you're playing this on the PS4 Pro.
Yeah.
This has to be. Isn't this one of the best looking games you've ever seen, regardless of playing games on PC or not?
Yeah.
This is one of the best looking games out there. Hands
So
down.
if this game was running at 60 FPS, I'd say it was the best looking game I've ever seen. The 30 FPS does take you away a little bit, but as far as visuals, man, every rock looks like it's customly created, and the fucking streams and the way the water flows, it's so realistic, man. They must have had like 100 people on every rock. Like 200 people. I want you to do this rock, make it look real.
What's really cool is I saw a picture that's because I'm on the Reddit. I follow the Death Stranding Reddit thread or whatever, and I saw a picture somebody who took. They were hiking through Peru in the Peruvian mountains, and they took a picture, and it looks just like Death Stranding. It's like, holy fucking shit. That's where they got it from this area. Because it looks just like it, dude.
I remember you and Mayo talking about, like, Mayo was watching you stream and you're streaming, and in my head, I wasn't expecting it to look this good. Like, when you're playing it,
the rain's coming down. It's just
almost photorealistic, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, I love the little BB. That's fucking awesome.
Yeah, if you like trip and fall a bunch, and he'll start freaking out and crying, and out of your controller, you're hearing this, you're like, shut the fuck up.
The worst is when the BB is crying, there's a whale attacking you, you're getting sucked into the thing, you dropped all your packages, you're trying to get back up on your feet, you're trying to figure out what the fuck's going on, and all you hear is this fucking baby crying super loud. Fucking like constantly just fucking going off. You're like, fucking shit, fuck.
It sounds like parenting.
Dude, it sounds like Super Mom, you guys.
It's insane, man. I really like this game. The one thing with me is it's hard for me to get back to the game. Like when I'm not playing it, and I don't feel like I need to go play Death Stranding. But once I'm in there, I'm sucked in and I'm engaged, and I don't want to stop playing. Just all the little shit, delivering packages, and there's some kind of like. There's some workarounds where you can go to a terminal and then get all the shared packages and then just return them back to the same terminal and get a bunch of likes.
I never even thought of that one. That's a smart one.
You go to your shared thing, and I was like, can I just take all these packages and then just put them back in the machine? You get less likes, but you still get a bunch of likes because everything's fueled by likes.
Yeah, I didn't think about that.
It's just fun, dude. Stopping by people's signs and giving
them
likes.
Let me know what level you get at the end, because I think I got like level 300 and something, 350
I think
maybe.
Currently, I'm at like I don't know, I'm 100 and something, man. I'm only in chapter 5, and I got like 30 hours into it.
Yeah, dude, like I said, the game ended up for me being 60 hours long, and that's like me at the end kind of rushing it. Like once I got to the end, I was like, I'm done with this. I just want to finish. The last 2 chapters for me was like kind of rushing through them. But there's always that thought in the back of my head, like, I should go back to Death Stranding. I should just go back.
Yeah, they need some story DLC, some of the reason to get back in there.
They did promise some. Hideo Kojima said that they plan to release some DLC, but they're going to only release the DLC once the PC version comes out, they said. Because they don't want the PS4 people to ruin the DLC story for the PC people or whatever.
Well, couldn't they just ruin the full story for them?
Well, that's what they're saying, but they're like, oh, the DLC is going to change everything. Iams is going to change everything.
It'll be best played on PC.
Snakes in there, fucking snake and
snakes.
I gotta say, like, there's something about it. Just bringing packages to something, they come out and they're like, they come check it out. They thank you, and you get your likes, and it's fun. Just I don't know, it's really fun. Just watching shit, just seeing things that people left places. You might be stranded in the middle of nowhere. You get it way out there. You finally get up to a place. The next terminal, you give them the Cupid, and that puts you back on the grid. And then all of a sudden you're connected to what other people left around you.
Just pop up on your fucking map, and you're like, "Whoa, there's a bridge here. There's a thing here. There's a thing here." Like, "Whoa, there's a car here." It's just so fucking awesome.
Yeah,
I think I would try to find the most obscure point on the map and just put a marker there, like the Mayo.
I would do that. I went to like this edge of the map, like literally it was the edge, and I put a sign there that said like "Don't pee here" or something like that.
I do that no peeing sign all over the place. Dude.
Don't pee here.
I leave those at the doors of the little garages.
doors.
Like, don't pee in this garage. Man.
I used to pee on all those signs. They're like, "Fuck you, bitch! I'm peeing right here."
Yeah. Okay.
Every other person has probably came to it.
Yeah, but I can totally see people not liking it because it's really slow. You have to.
Yeah.
You're there. Like it's if you went camping and you handled some shit moment to moment. Like you're there. Like there's
You don't
not
have your phone.
It's just you. You're a dude, and you're actually going through it moment to moment. And when you go back, like the cutscenes, you can't skip them. And I mean, maybe you wouldn't want to skip the cutscenes, but there's other things like drinking monster drinks. Like when you go back to your private area, you could drink monster drinks. Fucking the most obvious like brand like endorsement of monsters. This is right there. It's the closest thing to the camera.
And then he holds it up to the camera, and then he
time.
drinks it, and then he tosses it in the. Yeah, it's just
And
funny.
you get more stamina if you drink those. You can get up to 25% more stamina if you drink them before you go out. But you have to drink 3 of them. And the animation for every time you drink it is the same fucking animation.
You can skip it, though, Iams.
How do you skip it?
So real quick, as soon as you do it, press the start. It's either the trackpad or the start button or something, and then it'll like bring up. It'll say, and then it'll like pause it real quick, but it'll say skip, and you just press X real quick.
I've never seen that. I
just
push
do that.
all kinds of buttons.
It does it for that, and it does it for when he's eating like the little crypto biotes, and when he's when he's What I would do if I were you, every time you wake up, go and touch the BB real quick, because some weird shit happens when you do that in the mornings too. When like whenever you sleep and you wake up, and you go and like whatever, do the thing with the BB. Sometimes weird shit happens, like creepy shit. It's fucking weird. Do it. Just try it. You probably never done that before, have you?
Yeah, it's just some of those animations. You're just dropping off packages, and you put the packages in there, and the arm takes it down and up and to the right.
Have you ever delivered crazy shit like a bomb yet? You did the bomb probably already.
I did the bomb thing, and actually, I kept going back, and it kept exploding, and I was like, "What the fuck?" I had to look on the internet. Well, what the fuck am I doing wrong here? And I figured out what I was doing wrong. I kept.
There's the bomb, then there's the pizza. You gotta deliver the pizza. You can't make it like fall over or something. You gotta like deliver it evenly. Yeah, like the pizza, you gotta make sure when you stack it on your back that it's like straight, like flat, and then you gotta make sure that when you're delivering it, you don't fall over or you ruin the pizza. It gets you like less stars or whatever, but it's also a timed mission too. Like you got 20 minutes to deliver it or something. So
minutes or less.
Yeah, you gotta rush your ass across the map to deliver pizza to this guy. It's fucking annoying.
Yeah, I gotta say with this.
For you.
Yeah, with this game too, the way he rewards you with new shit that makes your whole overall experience better it's better that there's no skill trees or anything like an RPG would have. But you'll just get something new, like you'll be able to carry packages with better balance, and then you'll get these legs that all of a sudden you can run for a long ass time.
Yeah, those
and
are
you're
dope.
like, this changed my entire game. The first time you get on a vehicle, man, there's like a little motorcycle, little bike thing, and I got that. I went across a stream that was too deep, and went under there, and then I was fucked. The whole area had no other vehicles in the area, so I had to walk. I was like, motherfucker! I was like, it's right there. I can just see it in the water, but I couldn't get to it because if I went for it, I'd drop my packages and start floating down the stream.
It's too deep or whatever. Yeah,
it was too deep, and so it just fucked that whole overall experience. But when you get something in the game, it's like an actual reward. Like, oh shit! Like now I have level 2 of these exoskeleton legs, and that's way better
than level 1.
Anything you get on a skill tree in an RPG, right? Usually it's little things, and you're like, oh, this is cool. That just the things you get in this game.
By the end of the game, man, I had like crazy ass, like almost all my stuff was level 3. Like my exoskeleton was level 3. I could carry like a whole bunch of weight. I had the backpack cover. I had like a badass backpack cover thing or whatever.
Yeah, I don't have that yet.
I had the exoskeleton, the backpack cover, and I had all the guns. Like my gun wall, where like in the room when you sleep in the room, you wake up and you see your outfit there in your backpack.
Yeah.
That whole wall was covered with guns and rocket launchers and shit by the end of the game for me, man. That shit was dope. It was like, fuck yeah, I had like level 1 guns, level 2 guns, level 3 guns, fucking assault rifles, all kinds of other weapons. It was fucking dope. But I gotta say, honest, once you when you went Mama, did she give you the zip line? Did she show you the zip line?
That was the last thing I did right before.
All right, those things. They're not useful right now. You might think they're kind of take up a lot of resources right now, but when you get later on in the game in the mountain area, you'll know when. You'll know when exactly. Just start building them, dude, because it's so much easier to get across that snowy area with the fucking zip lines than it is to walk through that snow. Because when you're walking through the snow, it's like walking through snow in real life. Like it's like all sluggish, like you're fucking walking through snow all slow and shit. And it's fucking annoying. And there's BTs everywhere up there, too. It sucks.
Fucking BTs.
Fucking BT. Fucking beach things.
Yeah, it's a cool game, man. It's really hard to explain. It's also really hard to judge who it's for. Really, it is.
I didn't think this was an Iams game, honestly. You talked a lot of shit about this game.
Yeah, the game looks stupid. And reviewers, they try to be like, we're not going to spoil this. We're not going to show you anything about the game. We're just going to talk about it. Well, fuck you. You fucking lost my interest. Show me something cool.
I'm glad you gave it a chance. I don't know what the fuck made you give it a chance, but I'm glad you did.
Yeah, because it was on sale on Redbox. That's what I was thinking. And then, yeah. But yeah, I gotta say I endorse.
Redbox doesn't have games.
And they still have some.
Well, they had some that they were selling off.
They still have them in there for sale.
Yeah.
You know what's cool that I saw one day is Spider-Man in the Redbox was $10, and then GameStop was giving $20 for it. So I almost buy it and go to GameStop. And
buy all the Spider-Mans and trade them all in. Sir, why do you have 20 copies of Spider-Man in cases?
That'll be your flow.
Fucking GameStop.
But yeah, cool game, and I'm always happy to have a PS4 controller in my hand when I can, which is been less and less lately. But every time I play a PS4 game, it always seems to be a fucking smash hit.
Yeah, same here. Like every time, like people always tell me, "Well, Jesus, you never turn on your PS4," and that's kind of true. But it seems like every time I do turn that fucking thing on, I'm playing something that's fucking awesome, like unique, exclusive ass shit. You know what I mean? Whether it's VR or like a regular game, it's always something badass.
Yeah, because that Trackmania VR, that was pretty good.
Yeah.
That was on everything though. It was on Xbox, PC.
I'm talking about like Death Stranding and like Detroit Become Human, God of War, Horizon, all these other games. Ace Combat 7, all that shit.
They know how to work with that system better than, and I'm not saying Xbox isn't as good, but I feel like PS4 games are always better quality in that way, right?
Yeah.
That the way they utilize their system, I feel like it comes out a different product. I'm not saying anything bad about Xbox. I'm on my Xbox more than I am on my PS4.
Whoa, but he's getting them evil eyes right now.
I'm just saying, like, whenever they when Horizon came out, it was like, holy shit, this is on a PS4, shit like that.
Like I can't believe Death Stranding looks that good on the PS4 Pro, dude. Like because we hear it all the time, like Xbox One X has so much teraflops, so much power, but it's like, dude, there's never been a game on the Xbox One X that I've seen.
Horizon.
I mean, besides Forza, like a game where a person's walking around an area that's open, that's looked like Death Stranding. There's never been a game like that. And like even for Death Stranding, I can argue like, okay, Death Stranding looks good, but Detroit Become Human looks good. God of War looked pretty fucking amazing.
Yeah,
like I kind of seen it sort of before. And it's somewhere on Xbox. The only place I've ever seen it is in Forza, and it's like, why is it only Forza? Why can't we get something that's like?
Well, we got Gears of War. Come on now, you.
Come on, still.
Gears of War is pretty. Gears of War.
Got Halo. Those only come out every 5 years, but still.
I guess. But I mean, Gears of War. I'll give it to Gears of War. It looked incredible, but I mean, besides that though, like what? Can you name something that's like looks as good as Death Stranding on an Xbox One X? It's hard.
Yeah. I mean,
it's
exclusives, right? And they do a great job at it.
Yeah, it's one of the best games I've ever seen, and it's the same engine they use to, like, Kojima bought it off Guerrilla, right?
Yeah.
So they made the Horizon, whatever that. What is it? Decima? What is it called?
I forget what the fuck it's called.
Is it Decima engine? Something I forget, but it's the same engine they made Horizon on. So if this is what Horizon 2 could look like, fuck, dude, that's gonna be incredible.
You got it right. It's a Decima engine. Yep.
Yeah, so that was pretty good. Mostly that's what I've been playing lately. I still play Call of Duty every day, a little before work, maybe a little at night. I don't get too engaged for hours, but Call of Duty's always been the perfect game for me to hop in and hop out, and I love it for that. I did play Control. Like the first time I played Control on Xbox, I actually didn't like the game at all. I thought it was pretty shitty. But I got it in PC and I got to play it in ultra wide, and I fucking have a total different appreciation for the game. And just playing it at 100 frames per second, I know that thing PC fucking master race. It just makes a difference when the game is smooth, man.
It does. The game
It's
feels
smooth
so
on
smooth
Xbox,
playing.
okay?
It's not smooth in Xbox. Xbox, you'd run around a corner, it would literally drop to one frame, and then it would unpause. It froze all the time. It would freeze. I was getting so
At
mad.
launch, yes.
And well, I played it at launch.
Don't do that. You gotta wait like a couple weeks when you get it on Xbox.
I'm not gonna do that.
Hey guys, pre-order this game and then wait 3 weeks to play.
Wait 3 weeks. That's what you do. That's what I recommend to my people on Xbox.
Oh, that's a real cool.
play the game
That's a
for
real
the day.
awesome recommendation for the most powerful console on the earth. Guys, pre-order a game and don't play it till a month after it launches to make sure it runs good.
Yeah, let other people run through that shit. But anyways,
shit.
second time playing it, I think like you guys are right. Like that was my game of the year for last year. It's a great game. The story, I got into reading all those documents and papers, and it's fucking interesting.
There's a lot of shit in there, huh?
Yeah, it's incredible. So I mean, I highly suggest it, guys. If anybody hasn't played it, I highly suggest it. If you have PC, even better. Play it on PC.
PC master. Hey, shout out to Christopher Dirty Bite. He just got a PC.
That's
Yeah, I've
right.
seen that.
Yeah.
Oh,
He,
nice.
he bought it from the dude that I bought my PC from, so that's legit. Awesome.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So awesome you got a PC, dude. That's legit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's you know what? It's a whole new world when you get in there, man. You just got a lot of options.
Yeah, he's excited. It looks really nice. It has all the RGB in it, bro. All the RGB.
Gotta get the lights.
Here's a little other something that I did play that I'll make it quick, but I played about an hour or two of Sekiro, and fuck that game, dude. I'm not into that shit. I'm not into that torture. That fucking
fighting,
torture.
getting killed over and over, trying to figure out this
Yeah.
fucker's moves.
I was doing good for a while, and then I got this little boss fight kind of guy, and you had to learn his moves and hit the right counterattacks, and I'm not into that shit at all, dude.
I know
I just
what you
get
mean.
mad. I get the actual heated mad where you're like, fuck this, god damn it. And
You
so
get Bloodborne on PS4.
I have
that on it, bro.
I have Bloodborne. I played for hours. And then I just get to those moments where it's not fun video gaming for me. And I understand some people like that challenge. I don't. But yeah, that's it for now.
Awesome! Well, guys, I guess it's Jesus talks about the last game he forgot to talk about earlier.
Always one.
There's always one that I forget about, right? This week it was Star Wars Battlefront 2. I actually decided to go back and play that, and surprisingly, Mayo on the PC,
Played that a couple of
I enabled DirectX 12 and my FPS was like 10.
Really?
It was the worst. Like, the game was like, nope, we're not running, bitch. We're gonna run this shit at 5 FPS, and you're gonna like it or not play it. And I had to I relaunched the game 4 fucking times trying to figure out my settings, dude. Because every time I launched to get into a match, it was like 5 FPS, 10 FPS, 15 FPS at best. Finally, I disabled DirectX 12. I lowered my settings down to medium, and my graphics card was like, okay, we can handle this one. We can handle this, Jesus. And it's
You never
up to
had that
like,
problem on Xbox.
it's up to like 80 FPS. But Xbox, even on medium settings on the PC, it looks better than the Xbox, Gunny.
Yeah, you know what? Dude,
Oh,
that's
wow.
why I quit PC gaming the first time. I got so fed up with that shit. Like, I'd go through a rabbit hole of trying to get the game to work. And
Played 4K.
And
I
then,
think it's come a long ways. Like I think PC gaming has gotten a lot easier.
yeah.
and getting things set up and
listen,
things
guys.
controlled.
To be
But there is
fair,
still stuff.
to be fair to Star Wars Battlefront, I should have just played the game the way it launched, and I would have been fine, because that's what I actually ended up doing at the end. But I had to go in there and fuck with all the settings, which is what made it run like shit, because I started bumping up, I bumped everything to Ultra, and then I'm fucking turning everything on, and turning up all these fucking particle lighting.
See,
and all
that's
this
the problem with you master racers.
Fuck you, Gunny.
Yeah, you know what happened the first time you launched the game? The settings were automatic.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is what it can handle.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck that.
I'm gonna turn it up.
Yeah.
Max this bitch out. Let's see what we can do here. And it did
I
not
need ray
like that.
tracing on. I need the ultra settings. I need to go.
It did not
ultra-wide,
like that.
You know, unlocks frame rates, and
It
then you turn
fucking
it on, you
hated
launch
me.
the game, and it gives you 10 frames a second.
It
and you're
fucking
like,
hated me.
what? Why? Yeah.
But anyways, once I actually got it running and got into a few matches, man, it was triple XP which was fucking amazing because I was able to like spawn in a few of those matches. Like I was one of those bounty hunter guys. I don't know. Is it Boba Fett who's in the game? It might be him. I think I was him. But I was just, dude, this whole match, I played as Boba Fett because no one could kill me. It was me, and like me, I was running around with Darth Vader, dude. Me and Darth Vader were just fucking everybody up. Like, there was the other team would spawn like as Jedis and shit, like as Yoda and all these other fucking Jedis as like Luke Skywalker. And they run at us, dude, and we would just fucking destroy them. Like, just, it was a bloodbath. And then the cool thing was that playing this, the little bit that I played it actually, was like an hour or two. I was able to rank up to like level 20 something on my assault class, level like 10 with Boba Fett. I was able to rank up Yoda. Like I was actually able to unlock a lot of stuff because it was triple XP during the time that I was playing, which I'm pretty sure they run that constantly now in that game. It's triple XP and double XP weekends, just because they want people to like just play it, you know. Right. And it's so much fun now, Mayo. They've added a new mode. So pretty much now, you know how in the beginning the game they wouldn't allow skins, right? They didn't allow you to like change the way a stormtrooper looks or whatever. Now you can. Now you have like the stormtrooper that has like the green camo.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
You have the clone troopers now. They actually added the Clone Wars character, so you have like the Clone Wars, like the clone troopers. You know how they look different from the stormtroopers. They have like the different helmets and shit. They look different and they sound different. Yeah, so like the clone troopers, they have those now. You can have like a yellow fucking suit like on your clone trooper, or a blue one, or a green one, or a red one, and like they have like different skins for like the heroes as well. The heroes have like different skins from the different movies and the different eras. So that's kind of pretty cool now too. And they've added new maps and new modes. There's like a new frontline mode where like you're pushing objectives and you're pushing enemies back. It's really fucking cool. They've added Darth Maul in the game. They've added a bunch of new characters in the game. And it's just a blast, dude. Like, honestly, like, I wanted to play Battlefield, like, really bad. And I went to play Star Wars Battlefront 2, and I had no regrets. Like, the whole time I was playing it, I was like, yeah, fuck Battlefield. This is the game here.
I feel like Star Wars Battlefront 2 is a better game than Battlefield.
It is. In my opinion, it is. It is. Battlefield 5, they need to... Honestly, the next game needs to be modern, man. It cannot be like some old shit.
Yeah, it definitely can't be. But I love Battlefield 1, Battlefield 5. But, you know, it gets old because there's not a whole... Like, the newer Battlefields, you can keep unlocking guns, like, forever, you know? Mm-hmm. There's not as many in those games in the newer ones.
So, anyways, I really had a blast playing the Star Wars. And, like, I think it was Brink who ended up playing it the next day or a little time different than me. But he was saying that he was running it on high settings because he has a 2070 Super, I think. And he was running it on a little bit, way higher settings than me because he's running it on high or ultra, and I'm running it on medium. But he was like, dude, this game looks fucking amazing. I was like, yeah, man, even on medium settings, like, I can't believe how amazing this game looks.
That game looks amazing on Xbox.
It does. I don't know how they do it. Yeah. I don't know how they do it with that engine, man, because that game looks incredible, dude.
Well, like, so does Battlefield 5. Man, after playing a lot of PC gaming, I went to Battlefield on Xbox One X a couple weeks ago, and I was like, holy shit, this runs good. And it looks good. Yeah. It looks fucking great.
Yeah,
it runs pretty solid, right?
Battlefield 4.
Yeah. But yeah, props to DICE. They make some incredible fucking games, and I hope they keep supporting Star Wars Battlefront 2 because there's actually a community behind it. There was a lot of players that were like around my level, and there was of course the one player that was like level 150 or whatever, but
I have it.
He plays it all day.
The first game I played a lot more. I remember there was never a dull moment. There's always something big or epic, and it feels like a movie. And a lot of people weren't playing the first one. I do have the second one. I didn't play a lot of multiplayer because when I jumped in, I just got owned because everybody been playing.
I forget it has a campaign.
It's quick. It's fast.
I forget it has that campaign with that chick, right? Iden Verzi or whatever.
Yeah, the campaign's good.
Yeah, I played through the campaign.
Yeah, the campaign was good. Yeah, I forgot about. I should play that on PC. It probably looks incredible.
That's what I did. Is I played through the campaign, a little bit of multiplayer, but everyone knew what they were doing, and I didn't.
Yeah, the multiplayer is a lot of fun, man. And actually, like playing with mouse and keyboard is really easy to learn because like they have it really well set up on the key bindings, so like you don't have to like think, oh, what are my abilities? They have it pretty easily set up, so I was able to like use a sniper rifle and get some fucking pretty legit kills with that shit. And yeah, incredible fucking game anyways. Moving on now. It's news time. It's so good. That game was so good. I might buy that Ultimate Edition that just came out. That Ultimate Movie Edition or whatever the fuck they call it.
For the game?
For Star Wars, yeah. For Battlefront 2. They released like a new edition recently, like this month, for the new movie that came out or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah, I played some of that multiplayer a couple weeks ago with Pinpoint.
Definitive Ultimate Mega Edition. Yeah. It's news times, ladies and gentlemen. Let's talk about some breaking news here. Breaking news.
Breaking news!
Coronavirus, also known as the NCOV, has now reached 14,348 confirmed cases. I'm looking at
You know what? I was trying
map.
to avoid these kind of stats, bro. Do we have to talk about this?
I'm looking at a map right now, and right now there's a case.
On Black Friday money. It's on the Black Friday money.
You know what, Jesus?
It's a case, Gunny.
Really
Gunny, there's a case in San Jose, Gunny. There's a case right there, Gunny. Run.
Santa Clara. I saw that. I told you I was going to sell my old, beater up car and get me a second Jeep with, that's all pimped up. And I got my water jugs on the back.
It's close to Fresno there, Iams. Look at that.
Camping gear.
Oh my! There's a case in L.A. and Long Beach.
Oh
my God!
You know what? I think America's really in trouble because
why?
Well, I think because the it's the I've been seeing this article all week because Americans are stupid. Let me just point that out right now.
Oh
no,
my!
Listen.
How dare you?
No, I gotta say it. I'm sorry out there if I angered you, but people are actually like avoiding Corona beer because they think it's associated with the coronavirus. I'm like, this country is in trouble just because of that.
That's pretty stupid. That's pretty dumb.
Not because of the virus, because I ain't drink no Corona beer, y'all. I can't do that. I don't want to get sick. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, man. It's now in France, United Kingdom, Sweden, Finland, Russia. Oh my God, Gunny. It's even in fucking the
maps get bigger.
Arab Emirates. It's all over China now. Every province has it. It's in Australia. Australian listeners, stay safe out there.
You know what I did today, guys? You know what I did today?
What you did today?
So me and the wife went over to our favorite Asian food store, and I got some fish to fry, which is delicious, and some biscuits.
Asian fish or white fish?
Asian fish. Because I'm not afraid. I'll eat anything.
Well, I think if you can cook the virus out of some food, even if it wasn't there.
We deep fried it.
You guys want to know something really? Okay, you guys want to know something really crazy about this virus thing about China? So there's people that went to like Wuhan, right, to like that area of the country, and as they were headed back home to like Beijing, they were getting text messages from their like cell phone providers saying, "Are you and your family doing well? We've been worried about you this whole time." And then it says, "Please do not return for the time being, and abide by the rules of the epidemic prevention and control measures by the local government, and stay where you're at." Because they're actually tracking people. The cell phone companies are tracking people by their cell phones and where they're going in China to prevent the virus. That's fucking crazy, dude. Got no privacy over there. It's fucking
well, like
nuts.
you said, they're doing that thing over there like they would in like the Division games where they're checking thermal
they're fucking
temperatures and shit, like you stand back.
They're going to activate the agents.
Don't come near the bus.
Stand back! Fucking shooting at people and shit.
No. Daddy, no.
This kind of pertains. Did you see the last news article in the group?
No.
Speaking of going to the extreme in China.
Oh, wow. What is this? Moving on to some news here, some gaming news. PC gamers in China are now getting free porn games to encourage them to stay inside. As the outbreak of the new coronavirus in China continues to make headlines, residents in affected areas have now been advised to avoid travel, avoid contact with others, and stay home. And there's one thing that can encourage video game fans to stay inside. It's porn. So, one Steam developer is now giving away its racy flagship title to Chinese players. That's right. In a post titled, Wuhan, We're With You, Mirror developer Kagami Works says, "The year has just started and we're all facing challenging situations. To avoid the NCOV, it is better to stay at home, so we decided to give away 45,000 copies of Mirror to keep you company. Please accept our gift and stay strong."
I don't need free porn games to stay home. I just, do it anyway.
Yeah, because, Henry's got that schlong art online.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah. I just bought it. I actually paid money. You didn't have to give it to me for free, and I'll just stay home and play it.
yeah. Apparently, it says here Mirror launched back in 2018 and was the second best title of the year according to Steam reviews. So if you're looking for some hentai, you've got worst options out there, Gunny.
Oh,
Get yourself a free copy. If you're in
This
China,
encourages me to go
if you're
to
listening
games.
to this right now and you're in Wuhan in a quarantine building, get yourself some free porn game. Yeah, fuck yeah.
I don't know about this. I mean, the wife and the kids, they all want to go out for ice cream over there.
No,
you know, and
fuck
you're in
'em.
China and it's kind of hot, and they're just
You
like,
tell
"Come
those
on, let's go."
motherfuckers,
And you
shut
got the
up.
door locked,
Just
like,
put the game in
honey,
and tell the wife and kids to
you
watch.
can't leave. It's not safe out there.
Moving on now. Destiny 2's newest update is deleting rare enhancement materials. That's right.
Destiny.
You hear that, Nipron?
Are people still playing Destiny 2?
Nipron does.
I guess.
Is it like, because I remember Destiny 1, it was really fucking awesome for like the first handful hours, and then you just like were doing the same shit over and over and over. Is that the same thing in Destiny 2? You just really? And what? How do people enjoy that? I don't understand.
It's the grind, man, to get new shit.
It's just, but are you actually getting better shit that matters, or?
Yeah, I guess.
I don't understand.
Neither do I.
It must be awesome to just get one game and just play the shit out
Yeah,
of
to
it.
really like it that much, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I'm with you there. I wish I could find that game. Anyways, the rollback and the fix has already been released, so we shouldn't even talk about this news, Gunny. Moving on now.
Old news.
Moving on now, here, Gunny. Now you can play Resident Evil 2 as Siri. That's right. So, yeah, that's right. There's a mod via
There's also a mod you can
Wii
play as
Wills,
Link or Zelda.
which will replace Claire's with everyone's favorite witcheress. That's right. And we'll swap out the
that's
combat
Siri.
knife
Okay.
the sword.
I
Yeah,
thought you were talking
Siri,
about
what are you
the
talking
Apple
about?
phone Siri. I'm like, how the fuck? What is she
Siri
look
from The
like?
Witcher, son. Not Siri.
Oh, that's
the
awesome. That's awesome.
Other Siri.
I like Claire
bitch.
though, but I mean, Siri's, that would be a nice change.
Siri, bro. Fucking Siri.
Dude, that's another thing about PC gaming. If you want to get into it, and I haven't even dipped my toes in that, is just cool ass mods like that, right? Like you see the Resident Evil ones where they turn the what's his name, Mr. X. Is it Mr. X?
Yeah,
Yeah, you
Mr.
turn him
X.
in like 100 fucking different things. It's just really neat. You could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like you'll need different mod packs. Like the modder says, you'll need Fluffy Quacks mod manager to install it.
Is that hard? Like you just get into the what is it called? Something mods.
Nexus mod.
Nexus.
It
yeah.
depends on the game, like
Yeah,
a
you
lot
can
of the
use
games
both
on Steam.
at the same time.
You can do Steam Workshop, and there'll be mods in there you can enable.
Oh, right, right in
sometimes-
Steam.
Yeah, right in Steam, yeah.
Yeah, right in Steam.
And you can use
You
Nexus.
can also go on like Nexus mods, and some of that is gonna be some do-it-yourself stuff. But Steam is pretty straightforward. Steam will
Yeah, they'll just install it for
Like,
you and shit. And just
you
pretty
install
much
it and you just play the game.
just runs.
That's what I like. Yeah, see, I did mess with Nexus mods when I had Fallout New Vegas when I was a PC gamer back in the day.
Whoa.
A couple years ago. And I remember the only thing I really wanted to focus, because you couldn't run it in that game, so there's a mod you could run like hella fast. Where it's just start running across like it was awesome. And then I was also Mad Moxie. I had my character all decked out like Mad Moxie. It was really cool.
All right, well, that's cool.
But mods,
Well.
cool shit, mods.
Moving on now, let's talk about some PC Master Race shit. NZXT putting out an LCD screen in its coolers, and you can now customize the image, Mayo. Now that RGB lighting firmly has a hold over nearly every hardware component and peripheral, there isn't anything left to give the unicorn treatment to, or is there? NZXT has now released 2 new series in its popular line of Kraken coolers, the X-3 and the Z3, the later which will feature a customizable LCD screen. That's right. Actually, I went to look at these coolers, and they're not that expensive like the Z3 and the X3. They'll both run you like around $175, and the most expensive one I saw was $300, but that was like a crazy looking cooler. That one had like 4 fans on it or whatever. But most of them run you between 150 to like 200.
See, that's where you get the PC race shit, right? You could buy
that's when you get
an Xbox
crazy.
S, right? Xbox S with the controller and the cooler comes with it. You know what I mean? For like the same price.
Yeah,
Like when you get into PC gaming, you start weighing prices differently.
Yeah, I agree with you. But this cooler, you can change the picture on the fucking little, like, the thermometer where it tells you that the temperature of the cooler or whatever.
Yeah.
It's all water cooled. It looks fucking sick, man.
You just scroll down on that and see that gold keyboard? That is fucking hideous.
You know what's kind of cool though?
Scroll down on that page. Scroll down on that page.
Oh, that looks ugly. $10,000 gold-plated keyboard. That looks ugly. It's something Mayo would have.
Okay, so here's the question, guys.
I haven't found it yet. I'm still scrolling.
It's in that video
Since
right
it's so
there.
customizable, and it says even here if you want to use the facepalm Picard or dancing Jason Voorhees to express your personality via the pump, you can do that. So, Mayo, what would you put on your display?
What would you put on your display, Mayo?
Yeah.
Honestly, I would probably do CPU temps.
It wouldn't be like the Mayo.
Lame.
Yeah.
I would put a shivering
I'm
character.
past RGB. You know what the new thing is? I just linked it in our chat here. The new thing is lasers. We're going to lasers now, people.
Fuck's
Shoot
this?
lasers out of your computer onto the wall like a leveler, like it fucking levels. You can level the wall and shit with your laser that shoots out of your PC.
Lasers.
You remember when you were younger,
like, and be like, holy crap! Like, I didn't know you had to point it near me.
Do you guys remember when you were younger? Like, they probably still do, but they used to do this more when I was younger. Like, when car places would have sales, they'd have those lasers that shoot up in the sky.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wave, right? And so
yeah. See?
I remember those.
Your PC, like, it's just shooting a fucking laser.
Fucking blind you every so often, hit you in the fucking eye.
In my luck, guys, I'd probably set the laser so all wacky it would start a fire.
Fucking burn your CPU. Burn a hole in your motherboard.
In the ceiling.
I really do want a water cooler, and this looks cool, but it's... Dude, my cooler I have right now, the Prism cooler on the AMD, it's fucking awesome. It just looks cool. So it's hard for me to...
But Iams. This just starts at $129.99, bro. That's it.
Well,
if you want the Z3, it starts at $249.99, and the Z3 or the Z73, the 360 millimeter AIO cooler starts at $279.99. That's the most expensive one. $279.99. That's it, Iams.
I mean, that is cool. It does look cool. It's only the price.
Imagine how much more cooler temps you would get, bro. Imagine all the cooler temps, like negative 10 degrees and shit. Imagine
negative 10 degrees. I don't want
freezing your fucking computer.
That'd be like Mayo stuff out there in Ohio in the garage.
The garage.
Can we get away from Celsius?
20 degrees over here.
Yeah, get away from Celsius. Fuck that Celsius shit.
It annoys the fuck out of me.
America, motherfucker.
You're like, oh, it's only 79, but in Fahrenheit, that's fucking hot as fuck.
Right?
It's like 150 degrees or whatever the fuck.
Yeah,
moving on now, guys. Who wins Super Bowl 54? Madden 20
every year.
has a simulation breakdown for you people. That's right. So, this is what to expect. This is a video, Gunny? You motherfucker. Did you send me a goddamn fucking video?
Okay, so the Niners win by 14 zip. That is the prediction.
Okay, you know what? I'm going to tell you what. I can give a fuck
from the article
about some football shit, but I grew up in the Bay Area, so go Niners.
Yeah!
You telling me the 49ers are going to beat them? By how many points?
Tip, guys, for tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't believe it. I don't think the 49ers are going to win. I'm sorry, dude.
I'm going for the 20 on that.
I'm going for the Chiefs, bro. Chiefs all the way.
Did you see on ESPN the Chiefs have like a 64% chance or something like that?
Chiefs all the way, bro. Fuck 49ers. Fuck you and your 49ers, Gunny. Fuck California.
They're going to win. Hell yeah. California all the way, man.
Fucking California.
Yeah. California.
I don't know what he's talking about.
All of a sudden I give a shit.
So you're here. West Coast?
West Coast? Yeah.
Looking like Tupac and shit. Motherfucker throwing no gang signs and shit. Animal Crossing New Horizons only lets you have one island per Switch console. If you want your own island, you'll need your own Switch.
I wonder if this is gonna like tempt me. I've never played an Animal Crossing game, but I have a Switch. You know, I'm always looking for interesting shit on the Switch because the exclusives are far in between right now. So.
Animal Crossing New Horizons launches on Nintendo Switch in only a few weeks, and for the first time in the series, out to 8 players will be able to live together on the same island. However, if other players who share your system would like to have their own island, it appears they'll be out of luck. So there you go. Nintendo of Australia's website notes that only one Animal Crossing New Horizons island can exist per Nintendo Switch console, even if you have multiple copies of the game. That means in order for another player who shares your system to create their own island, they'll need to have their own Switch and their own game. The disclaimer reads.
What is Animal Crossing? It's basically like a 3D version of like Stardew Valley or something.
Yeah, so it's like Stardew Valley with real time. So if you play the game, so you jump on and play it. I played the first one I think when it came out. I can't remember now, but the one I played, if you actually get on at midnight, it's midnight on the game.
So if you only play at nighttime, like say you only could play before you go to bed, you're always playing a night game?
Yeah, you would have to actually change your clock on your Nintendo.
Which is kind of impossible when you're online.
Yeah, and I don't know how it works online. I didn't play the online version. But what was always kind of cool about the game, the one I played back in the day, is you would have like events that happened during like the holidays. So you would have different things that happen actually on that holiday. So like on Christmas Day, you would have like gifts given to you. On Halloween, people would be dressed up in costumes, and there'd be like a ghost out in the cemetery. You know, you would go to different places, and different things would happen on different holidays, and you could check things out and stuff like that. So there'd be times we could only see that event once a year.
What is the main thing of the game, though? You're just gardening and shit like that?
Yeah, you garden. You kind of doing little things in your community. You meet
delivering packages?
No, well, you can give them gifts, I think. You can
don't deliver, though? You deliver packages and get likes for them?
Fight BTs.
You can play... You can play with friends too. The original one I played, you couldn't play at the same time, but they could actually import their save into your game. So when you would launch your game, if they had like their memory card or whatever at the time, you could bring that character into your town, and they could run around with you, and they could bring in different fruits that you don't have access to in your town, and you could actually plant them trees, and they would grow in your town.
You can grow like coca leaves.
I don't think Nintendo allowed that.
Yeah. Could I poison the other player?
No.
No,
Can we
not
give them the
not
coronavirus?
That kind of
Can we start the coronavirus? Can we put anthrax in a package and send it?
There might be a mod for that now.
I hope they have that in the new Animal Crossing.
Yeah, I'd be totally about it.
Just go play Darkest Dungeons. You better.
Yeah.
Moving on to more news. Nintendo has also announced a Nintendo Switch system inspired by Animal Crossing. That's right, this will come with unique Joy-Con controllers, a custom design on the back, and a special Nintendo Switch dock, which is white. This is available beginning March 13th for $299.99 in America.
And it looks like it's made out of cardboard.
And also, you will be able to purchase separately, this is separately, people, the New Horizons Aloha Edition carrying case and screen protector.
Ooh, that is cute.
Available for purchase March 13th.
Doesn't this dock look like it's Labo or something?
Yeah,
like,
it does.
Build a Labo dock.
I'm a Labo dock.
Hey, you know what? I'll be honest. It is kind of, if you're totally into the game, it's kind of neat. It looks kind of cool.
It would be cool, but I mean, imagine if you already had a Switch and you're like, fuck.
Well, that's the thing with Nintendo, right? They're always releasing these special
Well, if you're a
editions.
true fan, you're going to buy this one and trade that in at GameStop. Keep them in business.
Oh, you're going to keep GameStop in business.
Yeah, that's what's going to keep them afloat for a while.
Oh, my.
Till the next iteration of PS4 and Xbox. They can make it that far.
I don't know, man. Seems pretty,
cool. It does look pretty cool. I mean, it wouldn't look... If you came into my house and saw it, you'd be like, what the fuck? Is this yours?
Is this yours,
Yeah,
Iams?
right.
Yeah. Iams, do you have a kid around here?
Girl Scouts?
Oh, is your kid home? Is your son home or daughter? Or... No, that's my Animal Crossing. That's just mine.
That's John from BGO. He's playing his Nintendo Switch to Animal Crossing console to his friends. Where the fuck's your daughter? She's in college.
Let's tweet that at him. You gotta get this.
Oh, shit. Moving on now. PlayStation survey has now hinted that the PlayStation 4 Remote Play could soon be coming to the Nintendo Switch. So that's right. According to some Reddit users, you read it here first. They explained that they received a survey email from Sony. I received this email as well, but it's not for me.
Allegedly.
The survey itself was focused mostly on the Remote Play feature. According to the Reddit post, the survey discussed Remote Play on a variety of different devices, including the Nintendo Switch and the Xbox One. It even asked about Remote Play in non-gaming devices such as the Apple TV and Android television. The poster also mentioned a section about using a generic handheld device. As for versions of the Remote Play that already exist, the survey also discussed the idea of PlayStation and PlayStation 2 games joining the Remote Play lineup, and it also asked if users like the idea of being able to adjust audio and video quality to help reduce the lag, and of reducing the size of the on-screen controller to give you more room to see the game. So, if you guys didn't know, Remote Play is a PlayStation feature that allows players to stream the PlayStation 4 games and play them on other devices, similar to Google Stadia or Microsoft's upcoming Project xCloud. Currently, players can use Remote Play on Android and iOS devices, as well as Macs and PCs. So there you go, people. You excited?
Sony needs to do some stuff like that. I mean, as much as we gush over their exclusive games, I mean, Xbox is doing everything else right now.
I'm with you there,
They need some cool shit. I mean,
Yeah.
they need to just start bringing all their games to PC. Why not?
And why not? I mean, can you imagine how many sales of Horizon Zero Dawn they're going to have the first day they bring nothing to PC?
Yeah, I'm gonna rebuy that game. Like, it was a fucking great game.
I
think
would, you know
really
what?
cool.
I would rebuy it too, even though I own the Ultimate Edition on the PS4. I would rebuy it just to buy it. I don't know.
Yeah, play it at a high frame rate, dude.
I still need to play that on PS4. I just been playing PSVR.
It's good, man. It's good, Gunny.
It's real good.
Yeah, it's really cool. It's just cool to see these
Gunny,
big
I can't believe
robots and-
I can't believe you haven't played God of War yet, dude. Like, that game is so
No, I haven't played it. I just, like I said, when I got the PSVR, I've been playing
incredible,
it.
man. It's
God of War is phenomenal.
it's like, dude, it's like it makes me love God of War, and I've never been a fan of the other God of Wars, and this one makes me love God of War. So yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's an engaging story, fun
Yeah, I got
gameplay,
Astro Bot
everything
to
about
play.
it.
I've been playing Trackmania, Star Trek Bridge Crew.
You know what you
Astro
gotta
Bot's
do?
really cool.
Throw away that fucking hobo ass Xbox you have, and
I
play
love
the
my
PS5.
Xbox. That's where I play my Borderlands, and I
PS4.
control all my action games in 4K. Well, everything's 4K.
Hey, and Xbox has that new
platforms,
app. The new app that allows you to stream like your PC games to your Xbox.
What?
There's a new app that just came out with
Yeah.
the other day.
I didn't know that.
Is that in the Facebook?
I mean, I do Game Pass on PC.
Moving on now.
No, you stream it. You stream it like a Steam Link, but you're streaming it to your Xbox. You're streaming your PC running to your
Oh, is
Xbox.
that the new test they're going to do for possibly with Series X? Anyway, but I didn't.
No,
Yeah.
it's an app it's right now. You can use it right now.
Speaking of great games, Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic and its sequel remain our favorite Star Wars games of all time. So, we could be playing an all-new release pretty soon. A report claims that EA has now a reboot of KOTOR in development, which might be announced as soon as E3 2020 in June here. The RPG could be coming back as either a remake or a sequel of the games, with elements of both KOTOR 1 and 2 retold as part of its plot. It is not known yet if BioWare, who made KOTOR 1, or Obsidian, who made KOTOR 2, are involved at all. More likely, people are saying that BioWare is going to be involved in this one, so this might be their last chance to do something great here.
Yeah, dude, I don't like hearing you say that. It's so fucking sad.
It's
because-
ridiculous, right? Like,
BioWare,
what the
it says here in
fuck
the article,
happened?
Their hands are already full with Anthem updates, a new Mass Effect, and a Dragon Age 4. How about can we just like have these guys go on hiatus and I don't know, give something over to?
Why not just release a remaster of Mass Effect series? Why not,
I know.
dude? Just
I
do
know.
that.
Well, we need to
Just
fix
do that.
Anthem because everybody wants.
I don't
to play
give a
that
fuck.
game 'cause-
You know what? Leave Anthem. Just Anthem is dead, dude. Just remake Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3. Just the trilogy. You don't even have to remake. You don't just throw Andromeda in there as it is already as a bonus, as a pre-order bonus or something, and then, dude, you would sell so many copies of that series if it was a remake series.
Yeah, I played right away.
Oh my
right
god!
away, I
I
dropped
would,
whatever
I
I was
would,
playing.
yeah.
If they remake Mass Effect series, can we give it Game of the Year?
I would.
Yes, Mass
I
Effect
would.
2 would be game of the year.
All the Mass Effects would be Game of the Years. That shit would be amazing, man. You know, like, I just can't believe that they haven't done that. Why are they? You're right. Why are they making this another thing on BioWare's plate here? Like, here you go, motherfuckers.
Didn't we
have
already
enough.
read that article with
You don't have enough going
Jason?
on.
And he talked about how they're overworked and they're stressed out and they're doing therapy. I mean, this whole Anthem thing, guys. I mean, what are they? They're just looking down at like a pile of shit that was once on fire. And they're looking at it going, "We need to rebuild."
You can't do it, man. They're
No.
trying to because they're trying to get that Bungie Destiny 2 fucking hype, and they just
Yeah,
can't.
nobody-
You just can't, dude. You just can't do it.
No.
You're
There's
not.
very few,
You're not Bungie, man. You didn't make Halo. You don't have that. You know what I mean?
That's not what people want from them. You know.
No, you know what
I'm-
most developers do? They move on to the next thing, right? And maybe that one's gonna take off. But as long as you make the game playable and fun, people.
Well, a lot of people didn't like Andromeda, but I'm gonna say Andromeda was my favorite
It was
Mass
amazing.
Effect, but it was not the best Mass Effect.
Yeah.
And if that makes any sense, it makes sense.
Mass Effect 3
Like,
was probably the best Mass Effect. Even Mass Effect 2 was really fucking
Mass
good.
Effect 2 is where I started. I mean, those are phenomenal games. I put more time into Andromeda than I did into all other 3 games combined, but that's still my
Oh,
overall
man, dude.
top series of games.
Mass Effect 2, all that shit, the way it plays out with the DLC and the Shadow Broker DLC, dude. Fuck,
Yes,
so
Shadow
good.
Broker, best DLC ever made.
I was in my local Target the other day, and they had Andromeda for $5 for the Xbox. Should I pick it up? I've never played it.
It's good. It's a really good game. And it's probably fixed up by
play-
now.
Just play it on the Xbox for $5, and
Yeah, why not? Do it.
Play it on the best
It's
console.
it's just more Mass Effect. People
literally
didn't like
is.
it because it wasn't Shepard.
It wasn't the
was just-
characters you knew.
Yeah, it was new characters, and it took me 20 hours to like get over the fact that it was new characters. So-
That's the shitty part about it, right? Because we've been accustomed to like every Mass Effect game, like within the first hour or two, you're seeing the old crew again. There's fucking Garrus and motherfucking
There's
Ash.
Rex, my boy.
Fucking Rex, my boy. What's up, Shepard?
There's references to them. I noticed that in the first hour that I played.
how many of you guys have carried your story over from the first one to the second one?
Me, dude. I actually, when Mass Effect 3 came out, Mayo.
Yeah, they all have that option.
This podcast I was listening to, this Xbox Live, they kept talking about Mass Effect 3. I can't wait. I was like, what the fuck are these guys talking about this game? Like, it's the greatest thing ever. So I ended up buying Mass Effect 1, and I bought all the DLC for it. And then I played it, and I was like, oh, okay, this story was pretty fucking incredible. And then I bought the second one, and I bought all the DLC, and I played that, and I was like, holy shit, this story. What the fuck? Dude, by the time the third one came out, it had just come out when I finished those 2 games. I fucking jumped right into it when it came out, and I fucking loved it, man. Like carrying that story over from the first 2 was... And then I played this, like, back-to-back. I'm talking, like, 2 weeks to beat Mass Effect 1, 2 weeks to beat Mass Effect 2, and then, like, as soon as Mass Effect 2 was done, the new one had come out, and I was fucking in it, dude. Like, just... It was fucking incredible. I'll never forget that.
I think it's really rewarding doing it that way.
And I was
Because-
perfectly fine with, Mass Effect 3's ending.
Oh, I loved it all. Yeah, I didn't give a fuck about it. Everyone was so mad about the ending. I was like, I get the ending, dude. Like, dude's probably going to die here. You know, it's just like all or nothing right here, motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I don't know.
Yeah.
People were so fucking salty.
And it didn't bother me. I know Amazon was giving full refunds and shit.
Yeah, I can't
to
believe
people.
it.
Stupid.
Yeah, people were getting full refunds for that. That's when EA fucked up. When they like let gamers know that they can
Yes.
change the ending of games.
Yeah,
'Cause now they want that for
Well, I
everything.
think what they
bad.
acknowledged, that was the bad move on their part to say, we're going to fix it.
Yeah.
Well,
and
what
then-
is there to fix when their original vision was this
yeah,
is the ending?
Yeah,
It's
this
like,
is the ending. Yeah.
we don't reprint books or, I don't know, e-Kindle these days.
Exactly,
Change
Gunny.
it.
You don't reprint books. It's like if you wrote a book, like if you wrote a Harry Potter book and you had a fucking ending to the whole story, and then we hate the ending, so you go and fucking
so the bizarre
rewrite the
part
whole
was
ending.
where they kind of shit on their own developers. I think that was the worst. That was kind of like that was like the nail in the coffin, I think, for them. Not nail in the, you know what I mean? As far as like their, what am I thinking of? Their, for what they stand for. I don't know. It was just bad on their part for them to come out with that. I think I was even in shock when they said it. I'd have to go back and look what they originally wrote, or even said in videos. But I was like, "Are you serious? Like, is this a joke?"
Yeah, it's crazy.
But they were like, no, we're gonna fix it. You're right. It was a bad ending. And I was like, whoa. Oh, I can't believe this.
Yeah. Then you downloaded it and it was just like what was it, like 20, 30 minutes?
Yeah, it was like a 20, like a little cutscene they've added to the end of it or something. Like, what the fuck is this bullshit? Whatever. I was like, oh, this is dumb.
And the only thing for me, like with Mass Effect 3, was when that first came out, like the pre-order was. It was like $10 to play this kind of a setup to the beginning of the game. And I was like, are you serious? Yeah, I was kind of mad about that. But other than that, I mean, Mass Effect 3 was great. I knew what to expect. It was a great story. We knew it was coming.
There was a character, and if you didn't pay that $10 DLC, you lost like a chunk, of the story.
You actually lost a chunk.
Some missions or whatever.
It was shitty.
Anyways, moving on now. There will be no console tariffs placed for now. A deal has now been struck momentarily to half the number of tariffs on China from the United States. This would mean that video game consoles will not have a 25% import tax imposed upon them. Along with consoles, controllers and arcade machines will be included in the currently discarded tariffs that the Trump administration was about to set as tensions started to rise between the two countries. So, an agreement was signed on January 15th between President Donald Trump and the Chinese Vice Premier Liu He. Is it Liu He? He has resulted in cooling tensions between the countries and indefinitely halving the number of tariffs, one of which involves video game consoles. So, that's a good thing. Yeah. Hell yeah.
You looking at this, like, I don't know how they... how they do tariffs as far as like electronics are separate from clothing or whatever it might be.
Yeah.
It's okay. So I got a question for you guys. Like you saw recently in the news with the coronavirus, where they shut down Foxconn and all these other sites.
That's a tough one, right? Because you have these factories.
And I'm like, oh shit,
these factories
are we going to be
down.
able to see this? Is it going to be another console shortage from the beginning?
It could either be a console shortage or like a cell phone shortage or something.
I thought of that too. Like I thought cell phones.
Like the new iPhone launching, it probably will have a shortage or something.
But who knows? Maybe this will be over.
Yeah, maybe it'll be over by then. Because production, you'd be surprised how quick they do production. Like they don't really start production until like 3 months before the consoles come out or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think it's about a month and a half. It takes the boat.
Yeah.
There to.
So it doesn't take long. They can make plenty of them real quick.
Washington, and LA. Equal distance.
Yeah. Moving on, Kentucky Athletic Association has now banned Fortnite from high school esports competitions. So there you go. Kentucky High School Athletic Association has now banned Fortnite from varsity esports among its members, calling the shooter video games inappropriate in the school setting and saying that its esports partner never consulted with their officials before adding it to the season. The Lexington Herald leader reported on Monday that the commissioner of the Kentucky High School Athletic Association emailed school officials this weekend regarding the news that a national esports partner, PlayVS, would begin offering Fortnite in the competitions. There is no place for a shooter game in our schools. That's what he said. Yeah, Julian Tackett said. Yeah. So he told the KHSAA members that he and other state officials did not know about PlayVS adding Fortnite to the lineup that included League of Legends, Rocket League, and Smite. So, yeah, so apparently they're going to be playing Rocket League, League of Legends, and Smite. Joe Angalia, the KHS's Directors of Communications and Primary Contact for Esports there, told Polygon that his organization only learned of Fortnite's addition after a member of school emailed him with the notice that it would be adding the game to his competition schedule. Angolia said school esport officials logged into their PlayVS portal to find a solicitation to register Fortnite teams and begin to play. PlayVS and Epic Games announced their partnership just on January 22nd, saying they were creating the first Fortnite esports league for college and high school competitions. Play VS considers its foreign competitions to be a national club league whose schools are participated, separate from their respective state associations. All right. So this is what they say. He said, "We've had to fight to get esports to the point it is right now," Angolia told Polygon. "We've had people that were concerned about games we were offering and whether they were suitable for school. Then we worked with our partners, with our schools. We worked with the State Department of Education here in Kentucky, with the Center for School Safety to get that clearance. We felt like we were in a good position, and now this announcement has kind of undone that goodwill." Yeah. Yeah, so Play VS, if you didn't know, guys, was established back in 2017. This provides a turnkey solution for high schools looking to field esports teams. Players pay a fee of $64 per season, and there are 2 seasons in the school year to participate in. League of Legends is contested on Tuesday, Rocket League and Smite on Thursday, and Fortnite just joined the schedule for Wednesdays. So there you go, guys. Are you interested in putting your kids in a...
No, I think they should do drugs instead during that time instead of playing.
Oh,
Fortnite.
okay. Let's do drugs instead? Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Fill that time in. Because that's what we need to be concerned about with
Fucking
a shooter, yes.
We see guns in TV news all the time. We see guns on the news all the time, guns in movies all the time. And this is what they're worried about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's...
Right.
I don't know. I mean, who knows, like, whether this came from one person or a small group of people, but it's just, I don't know. It's... I know they're not adults in high school, but it's like, come on, like, they've got to reach that age where, you know, at least they're mature enough to play a bit. I can see, like, middle school and elementary, and, yeah, of course we shouldn't be, you know. I don't know. I just think high school's in that different class, you know? Like, they're preparing for college, and, you know, they're preparing to be adults very soon. So.
Yeah. Apparently the Kansas or Kentucky High School Athletic Association is not giving up on this. They don't want to have guns, shooter games in their schools.
Yeah, it's that slippery slope between
Whatever.
people that have different views.
Yeah. Moving on to some more news, guys. Xbox Game Pass is losing Shadow of the Tomb Raider and 4 other games this month. That's right, Gunny. Sorry.
Yeah, I
eh?
saw one that was going away, which...
Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Gunny, is going away. Rage is going away. Pumped BMX Pro is going away. The Jackbox Party Pack 2 is going away. And Disney Epic Mickey 2, The Power of 2, is going away.
Oh.
From what? From Game Pass?
From Game Pass, they're going away.
Didn't Shadow of the Tomb Raider just get on there?
Well, it's
No, it's
gone
been on
now,
there for a while.
motherfucker. It's gone now.
It was on there pretty quick.
It's
I was
been on for a
surprised.
little while, yeah.
I feel like they need to be on there for like 6 months or more.
Oh, is that what you feel like? Is that what you really feel?
That's
They got
why.
almost 200 games on there, so there's plenty of shit to play on there.
Is that what you feel like right now?
That's how I feel.
Tell me how you feel. More news. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Xbox bounty hunters can now earn big cash for finding big vulnerabilities. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Microsoft is offering $500 to $20,000 if you spot a serious security flaw in Xbox Live. That's right. All right.
So all the people who get caught fucking hacking shit are like, I swear I found it. I'm going to report that to you.
I was going to report it right now. So there you go. Pretty much the new program kicked off yesterday, and this will include award payments with tampering-related vulnerabilities worth $1,000 to $5,000, and the ability to execute remote code paying between $5,000 and $20,000. Denial of service vulnerabilities are listed as out of scope and do not pay anything. So like DDoS doesn't pay anything, but everything else does. This is similar to Nintendo's bounty service that they've had since 2016 on the Switch, and Sony's, which gives out a white hat and a t-shirt if you find
Remember Sony Pass? You play games for like a month.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was dude. That was like right after I got a PS3. It's crazy.
Yeah, Sony gives you a T-shirt if you
Physical?
yeah, if you find a vulnerability in the
It could be a
system.
digital T-shirt.
You get like a real T-shirt, bro. You got like a cool like T. It says, "I found this fucking thing."
It's like those birthday ones that shows the like the the confetti and shit.
It's funny just see like Microsoft offering $20,000 and here's Sony like you got a T-shirt, bro. Good luck. Here you go.
Maybe it's just like the shirt you have on now, Iams, but white.
Ooh.
Oh, PS.
Oh,
Yeah.
see?
I do. I'm representing the PlayStation shirt.
Yeah.
You Sony pony.
Hey, I got this. It was on sale at fucking Game. It was at GameStop. It was like $5.
How much was it? How much
They were
was
like
it?
$40. I'll take it.
$5.
That's pretty good. I would have bought that for $5.
Yeah, I bought it.
I'm gonna say that, bro. $5 is a good price.
I don't spend more than $5 on a shirt.
Is that true? That's the truth?
That's legit.
Really? That's pretty
Yeah.
wild, man. How do you?
I'm not into like spending money on clothes, man, at all.
People give me
On
shit all the
clothes.
time for the shirts I wear, and I'm like, dude, I paid like, I got this shirt for like $20 or something at Target or something.
I've
Fuck
never
you.
spent $10 on one shirt.
Fuck you, Gunny, with your $50 T-shirts. Your
Hey,
$100
it's an HGP shirt.
your
right?
$100 Gucci shirt you're wearing.
But my other
Hey,
shit,
Gunny's
yeah,
rocking
they're like
the
50,
HGP
60
shirt
bucks.
tonight.
No, he
I
is
go to
right.
Macy's.
Go to Macy's.
I do. I go to Macy's. I get the clearance rack. I buy some good shit on there.
Oh,
Yeah, Kohl's.
oh yeah.
Do clothes. I do Marshalls and Ross.
Yeah.
Moving on to more news, guys.
Head bubble.
There's a new image of the PlayStation 5 user interface that has been leaked. The user interface. Apparently, this system boasts a 2 terabyte SSD hard drive and storage for the console. Oh my god!
Wait, what?
Surprise, guys! You will not guess what the interface looks like. You will never guess.
Looks
But
just
what
like
looks like?
PS4 one almost.
Looks just like the PS4. Yes, you're right. It's the cross media bar bullshit like they have for the last fucking 10 years. 20 years now.
Yeah, keep it. Keep it. It's cool.
Yeah,
Leave
it
it.
works. Works, why not?
When I hop on my PS4, I just want to get to the game I want and play it. I don't want to sift through shit. Like an Xbox, there's just so much going on.
Xbox,
man.
there's fucking ads, and there's Mixer, and there's fucking Ninja
Yeah.
on the screen, and then there's a fucking ad for a controller. There's an ad to buy a console. There's an ad to buy a game on sale. There's an ad for games with gold. There's an ad for Game Pass. Fucking ads for everything on the Xbox.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? On PlayStation, you turn that shit on, and it's like, there's the store. There's your game you last played.
Yeah.
Launch it, bitch. Launch it if you want to play it, motherfucker.
Hey,
You.
this. Looking at this image for the new PS5, it looks like my scale I use to weigh myself.
What?
It looks like a scale.
It
Human
looks like
scale.
it looks like the PS4 Slim.
I haven't
That's
seen
what-
PS4 Slim.
Look it up. Look up it looks just like that. The PS4 Slim looks like the PS4 Pro, but a little bit tinier, more square, like more rectangular. That's what it looks like. They're saying that that's a mock-up of what it's supposed to look like when they release this. It looks just like a PS4 Slim. I mean, literally. I really hope
Yeah,
the
it's
disk
got
drive.
that square wafer look.
I hope the disk drive is
It's
not
cool
in the
looking.
center like that. That looks ugly if it is. Ugh.
Yeah, but as far as the UI leaks or whatever, hey, it's the same thing, and I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Simple, right? Games, apps, store. Recently
all.
played right there, right where I can see it. I like it.
That's all
But
I have.
Xbox does that too, but just more simplified. It just runs from left to right.
How many
Play
more
out.
consoles do you think the Xbox X and the PS4 Pro are going to sell?
You mean as far as like, is
As
there gonna
far as,
be
like-
a Series XXL?
Or like, I mean,
and
okay, no.
PlayStation
Like, you know how back in like the Xbox One when they launched and the PS4 when they launched, didn't like PS5, PS3 continued being supported till like 20? What year was it that they stopped supporting that fucking thing? I know Xbox 360 was like 2016 was the last game that like Microsoft approved for it or whatever.
Oh no, this is a weird
Yeah.
transition though. It's way different. Times are different now.
This is
Kinda hard
different,
to
right? Because they
explain.
got backwards compatibility. Could it be like we see these consoles still around like 5 years from now?
Yeah, but there's a lot of people who are jumping ship and going to PC gaming, and right now it's like my PC is my Xbox if I want it to be.
Yeah, that's
you know what
true.
I mean?
Well, that's how it's going to be for me. I mean, so
Yeah.
like I
Remember
wonder
when that
how.
was not even like PC was just whatever to like.
I remember
PC was their
PC
own thing, yeah.
I remember PC
That's
used to
why
be
we're
its
seeing,
own
like,
thing, and now it's like PC is integrated with the consoles. Like you motherfucking Mayo over here overtaking the consoles and shit, motherfucker.
I think
Yeah.
also now that we see like a lot of some of these games where, now that Epic is a thing with Fortnite, but still they have the evil Epic store, where you'll see games on there
the
that are
reason,
not on console.
Gunny,
People are just outraged.
the
you know,
reason
like,
I
"Fuck it,
think-
I'm getting a gaming PC.
The reason I think gaming PCs have become so popular is because of Fortnite and because of
Oh
PUBG.
yeah, definitely.
I think PUBG and Fortnite
PUBG,
alone,
Which
PUBG and Fortnite alone, especially PUBG at first, because PUBG was exclusive to PC at first. Fortnite wasn't.
Well,
Fortnite came out on everything. But PUBG, dude, that thing was exclusive to PC. Like, if you wanted to play that game, you needed a PC.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
wasn't a console. That wasn't even a console
Yeah.
gamers type of game at the time, though.
But
Like,
still,
you
though,
know
when
what I
it
mean?
started blowing up, though, man, I remember I wanted a PC back then when that shit. I was like, fuck, that looks fucking cool, man. Like, that 100 people on a fucking map and jumping out of a plane. I remember I was pissed off you had a PC, Iams, and you didn't even play that shit.
No, I still don't. Fuck that.
But like I think that the popularity of PUBG and Fortnite really is what made PC
Guys,
games
I've said
blow
this
up.
before on the show, and I honestly would believe this if when Xbox came out, they do their theme consoles. When they came out with the Fallout 76, themed console, and they made like 5 million of them or whatever, and sold only 30,000. But just throw some shade on them. But honestly, I think because the one thing they did right was with the early PUBG development on Xbox, where it did come out as an exclusive console launch and support it all the way. But if that would have been the themed Xbox, I mean, if they had that crystal ball, like that would have sold 1 million more consoles, right there. I believe. It said, "Oh my God, it's on Xbox." I didn't know that. I was going to get a PC, but yeah.
I still think like those streaming Fortnite, streaming really. I think
Streaming
that's
is
what-
another
I
big
think
one.
Twitch
Pushes
had a
people.
big part of it. because
Yeah,
people were
Twitch,
watching
Facebook,
games.
Mixer.
Yeah, they were watching PUBG, but they were getting an opportunity to watch those games and then seeing these people play them. And I think too, this younger generation sees these people streaming and they want to be like that. So they
Yeah.
want to be a streamer, and that gives them their opportunity to shine. So
Yeah.
they're going, I can do this, and I can get hundreds of followers. I get hundreds of viewers. I remember when my son was a little younger, when it was starting to get popular a little bit, and I created a Twitch account. We just had a couple viewers here and there, and my son was really disappointed in me. He's like, "Dad, you really you only have like 5 viewers? Why don't you have like
1 million.
30,000?" Come on, Dad.
Ninja has 600,000 right now.
Job, kiddo.
Yes. And I'm like, yeah, you don't understand. Like, it's a lot harder to think.
Do you want medical and dental or not?
No, that's a job, dude. Being a good
It
streamer
is.
is a fucking job. Being entertaining and streaming and playing your game and following chat, that's a fucking job, dude. I'm not down
Would
for
be.
that.
And I think
Yeah,
it'd be
it's hard.
rough too to play the same thing every day. If you like Ninja,
Yeah, you have
I
to
would probably
really.
hate life right now.
You have to love the game at that point.
No, Ninja plays what Ninja plays. He gets paid. He plays his games, whatever. And then
Yeah.
when he plays his own games, I'm pretty sure he plays different games on a,
He was streaming for like 12 hours a day there
Yeah,
for a
dude.
while. And so-
Fortnite, just 12 hours a day.
I used to work a 12-hour a day shift at work,
and
and
then
then
go home.
play, and then
Hey,
play
guys.
video games. No problem, dude.
I'm no Twitch expert here, but I did have a friend contact me and talking about
Yeah, and Frank.
how I had too much Patron. But he did contact me and he was talking about how they have, like on Twitch, where they have that separate category of the just chatting or whatever it might be. And he talked about, man, like so-and-so over here, like when he does his just chatting, he's got like 800 people watching him. But if I do it, I've only got like a few other viewers. And I said, well, I can tell you one thing just from going from like an early viewer from like literally Justin TV to Twitch. That's how long I've been watching it. And I could tell you, like, like you said, these streamers, they get on there and they're on there for 10, 11, 12 hours a day. And they're playing like the latest and the greatest games, right? So
Yeah.
I said, yeah, once you do that and you establish that and you establish an audience then you could do whatever the fuck you want. You know, you could do a just sleeping podcast and people will watch you.
Here's where I am with Twitch.
It's the truth.
Or streaming in general. When I look at numbers of, if I want to see a game and I see people playing it, I look at the numbers. If there's 0 to 1 people in there, I'm not jumping in because I don't want to. It's very uncomfortable.
Aren't you gonna hit that follow button? Or
it's super uncomfortable to be the only guy in there, right? It's just weird. It's intimate, and I don't want over 100 because then they're not even seeing what you're typing.
No,
it's just you're watching them.
So Sean, when you jump into an ASMR chat and it's a chick.
It's
super
weird,
hot chick.
bro.
She's eating soup. You're not going to be in there chitty.
Half the time when you jump into, like, say you jump into a chat, anybody like Shroud on Mixer, you jump into his chat.
It's so fast.
99% of the shit going on in chat has nothing to do with the game, or even him. Like, there are people arguing about sandwiches, people arguing about fuck your mom, people arguing about you're a slut, people arguing about follow me on Mixer. Other people are talking about some completely random fucking game. They're talking about how Call of Duty sucks this year or something. Other people are just sitting there spamming Fortnite sucks or you suck or you fucking suck. Go play something else. You uninstall. Ninja's better. Ninja's the best streamer ever. Fuck you, Shroud. Half the shit is not even about the game, dude. You know what I mean?
It's weird. It's weird. Too many people, it's just too crazy. But not enough people, it's just awful.
I usually join the ones with 10. 10
is okay.
10 is
okay. You just don't want to be in there with like 1 or 2 people. And it's just like you watching this person who's like, hey, bro. You're like, exit.
Do you have a question? Do you have a question for me? You want to ask it?
Oh, hey, bro. Hey, don't leave. Hey, bro.
How's your day going? Day going, watcher.
How you doing?
Thank you, viewer.
Is this Tinder?
This is Tinder.
How do I swipe on this?
Do I take my shirt off now on stream, or what's going on here? I don't know what to do. But yeah, you're right. It's kind of weird. But it's I don't know, man. That's how. I wonder how different society is going to be in the future about like all that shit with like fucking. You know how nowadays people look at like porn stars and how do you do that job? I wonder in the future that's going to be like normal. Like, what do you do? I'm a porn star. Oh, cool, bro. You're a streamer, porn star? That's cool. It's all cool, I guess. You know, 'cause people are used to all that shit. They're used to being watched by thousands of people. It's not like a thing anymore.
Yeah, when you start streaming like a lot, like a Twitch stream, but it's on Pornhub and they're just butt naked. Trust me, that shit's gonna blow up, right?
It's gonna be a thing though, right? At some point.
For sure.
An adult website is gonna break into this, like be like, we have naked gamers over here.
Naked gamers. They're not gonna fucking play good. They're gonna suck, but they'll be naked.
They'll be having sex while playing Fortnite. And how many kills can they get?
Oh yeah, look at that chicken winner dinner right there.
How many kills can they get?
Kill it.
It's gonna be a thing, man. Watch, somebody's gonna do it. I already seen that shit in Pornhub. Pornhub, you can go to Pornhub and watch people stream games sometimes.
I'm gonna check this out.
Is there? Go like type in something.
Headphones.
Wait, they stream on Pornhub?
They do. You can stream on Pornhub because Pornhub has like a. You can stream on there. You can stream like a whatever you want to stream.
How do you spell Pornhub?
How do you spell Pornhub?
What is the name of that?
You know that shit. You know that shit autofills.
What are your favorites?
You know, you type in P and that shit pops
other
up.
Bookmarks.
But yeah, there's people that stream on porn sites that's fucking weird. We'll see what happens, man. That streaming
Live
shit.
cams? I don't understand.
All right, stay out of that website. Go back.
Fortnite.
Just type in video games or something. Pornhub video games.
Nothing came up.
Nothing came up? I'm surprised. Bullshit.
No, Sean, don't click on that.
No,
it says
no,
you will love this game.
no.
Don't do that.
A couple of them.
No, not that one.
They're all offline.
Oh, awkward.
Look at this. All these, look at these people playing. Look, people playing, having sex games. It's a thing, motherfucker, you.
Maybe I'm on the wrong thing.
I'll be playing those on Steam. You can play those on Steam. I've done that.
Anyways.
I just figured it's not appropriate for this show.
It's not appropriate, Gunny.
Appropriate for horrible gamers?
Yeah, Gunny, you're not appropriate. Be appropriate, goddammit.
It's not like we're playing porn.
I was
we're just
playing as a
talking about-
furry, guys.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of the game though.
Mayo's over there all quiet, like, fuck you guys.
I know he plays them. He recommended it to me.
I don't want any part of this.
Yeah,
Played it
Mayo's like,
some
fuck you
town.
guys.
I was like, what?
Mayo's like, I recommend my friends listen to this, and fuck you
I have
guys.
children that are old enough to learn how to like look up my podcast and hear what the fuck it is.
Maybe.
Oh, shit. Hey, man, what are you going to do the day like one of your kids comes up to you like, hey, Dad, why the fuck did you say this on the podcast? You'd be like,
Oh, that already
fuck.
happens.
Oh, that already happens? Oh, okay.
Well,
Oh,
one of them's
yeah.
Patreon.
I bet. Oh, yeah, Mayo is a Patreon. Little Mayo.
Yeah.
He's a
I wonder why
Patreon
he's so
machine.
quiet right now.
Oh, no wonder he's real quiet.
I still got that look today, guys, at breakfast when I even told her that, that it's Mayo, little Mayo, me, that we do those things. So you do the Patron thing on your own show. I'm like, oh my gosh, forget it. Never mind. Talk about taxes or,
Don't talk about taxes, Gunny. I don't want to hear about that shit.
I was talking to the wife earlier.
Fuck
We were
taxes.
talking about the Patron
Look at that Patreon
in
shit.
the
That ain't worth it.
Discord.
Patron. You got a monthly subscription to Patron Box?
Patron, and you guys do Discord.
Tell
I don't know
her-
what you're doing on the Discord.
Tell her it's Patron Box. You get a box every month, the Patron shot in it.
Yeah, it's different flavors.
Yeah,
Like I got
tell-
silver today.
Moving on now. It's time for community questions.
Let's not forget about the console quarter, guys. We got console quarter. We got new games for gold. We got PlayStation Plus stuff.
Gunny,
What's on the
Gunny,
list?
Gunny. PlayStation Plus Firewall Zero Hour is a bonus game this year. This
Hell
month.
yeah! I was gonna bring that up the first thing.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'll be doing that. Downloading that for my PlayStation VR.
But that's just a
It'll be
bonus
awesome.
game. There's other games that are coming out.
So yeah, but I guess the other ones are still the Uncharted Nathan Drake collection and Goat
No,
Simulator.
no.
they're not.
No. It's
No, is
BioShock the collection, so that's like the enhanced
Oh,
collection.
is it for
So that's
February?
BioShock 1, 2, and 3, which is BioShock 1, 2, and then Infinite, right?
Those are
Yeah.
some fun games.
Dude, I'm gonna
Love
download that.
BioShock.
Fuck yeah, Infinite is the shit. And then The Sims 4 are also available to download for PlayStation Plus members. Those are three fucking amazing games right there they're giving away for February.
BioShock
Yeah, speaking of that,
is-
Sims 4, it's like 20 million concurrent players, and they're looking to add multiplayer to that game. I think it's gonna blow up.
And
with,
not just that, but
like-
BioShock, you're getting 3 games in that. And Firewall, you're getting a free VR game, which is a really popular VR game, which I'm hoping boost up the player counts in that game. That's amazing they're giving that for free, dude.
That's awesome.
I want to play that right now, actually. That shit's so fucking fun.
Did you say I needed the gun thing for the?
Yes,
that,
I would recommend
optional.
the gun, because I've tried to play with the, well, you do have the move controllers, which might be a little bit easier. I've tried to play with the DualShock controller, dude, and it's hard because you have to hold it up and aim the gun with the controller.
You have to
and it
hold it
is
and
so
look through your
fucking
gun sight. You have to, like,
stupid.
look
I didn't
through
even know
the-
you could use it.
So
if
with
you
my
talk
move
to it.
controllers, is that something I just attach to? That
So the
device
move is
stock
going to
that
be
I get on
different.
eBay?
So the moves you're going to... Well, no, the moves are the controllers you have already. Don't you get... didn't
No,
you
the
get
gun
I
is an
have a-
actual
I bought the
gun.
button.
The
I
gun
have
is
the
a
whole
gun
thing.
controller. It's by itself. It's wireless and it's everything
Yeah.
all in one.
It's the
Okay.
white gun. Yeah, so like that thing doesn't... You don't have to attach anything to it. It's just a by itself thing. It even has a battery in it that you recharge.
There's a joystick in both hands, like right where the thumbs are.
Yeah,
and it's really cool.
The way you hold it, your thumb is going to be on a joystick on the back, and then your thumb will be on a joystick on the grip on the front. And then, pretty much, it's a 1-2-1 thing to the game. Like, if you're holding the gun up in the air, in the game, it shows the gun up in the air. Like, if you hold it up to your eyeball, you can look through the sight, and you can see, like, the red dot on the gun. You can, like, see the fucking red. You put it down, you can see, like,
Oh,
normal.
sweet.
It looks... It's really fucking, like, the graphics in that game are incredible for a PlayStation game. Like, holy fuck.
Yeah, that other game too that uses it's like Farpoint. Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Farpoint is
Yeah.
really good, too.
Yeah, that's a good game.
So but if you're getting this for free, dude, like, just go buy the gun somewhere, like, cheap. I don't know where you're going to find it cheap, but I know the game comes in a bundle as well, if that's the only way you can get it is.
I'll
it's
check eBay on
it's
that.
$80 for the bundle, and you get the game and the gun. But at this point, you could just probably find the gun for like $20 or something, dude.
I bought the bundle, which was the controller and the game. It was $49 a while back.
Sweet. But let's see, what do we got else, or what else is for? Okay, so that was for PlayStation, Xbox One. Your games for gold for the beginning of the month are TT Isle of Man. This is that motorcycle racing game. I think I played one on Game Pass, but it probably the same thing if you're into that. And for your Xbox compatibility game, you have Fable Heroes. Did you ever play that one, Jesus?
No.
Yeah, me neither. I think I just played Fable 2. That was like the best one.
God damn, this gun's expensive. $80 on Amazon. And
Yeah, and I'm thinking it's going to get more expensive now that that game is free on PlayStation.
Yeah, and then GameStop right now it's $60 new.
Okay, I can probably just pick that up tomorrow.
44 pre-owned, so you might find one that's pre-owned for $44.
Yeah, if it's not there, then I can just order it from them. See, I'll check the different websites as well. Target,
Amazon
Best Buy.
used to $73. That's fucking ridiculous, dude. Like, who would have thought that thing cost that much?
Jeez. For your Xbox Game Pass, games that are new this week, I'm not going to name them all off, but the one that I saw was Wasteland Remastered. I don't think I've ever played a Wasteland game. I think that one's from like 2008, was it? So I don't know if it was a PC game, an early console game that came out years ago, but yeah, check that out. It's on my download.
I've seen Wasteland 3 is on the PC Game Pass. I never,
is that what it is? It says the original.
Yeah, well, I know like the newest one was on the PC Game Pass. It was saying it just came out.
Yeah, because I think I downloaded it on both PC and Xbox. So that way I can check it out anywhere. And again, for your Epic Store, Farming Simulator, like Jesus mentioned before, 19 guys.
This
Get
gun.
your farming on, Mayo.
This gun you sent over in Mayo that's for the Oculus looks fucking stupid as shit.
Looks crazy, yeah.
Who the fuck would use this piece of shit? It looks like garbage. What is this trash? A bunch of tubes? What is this shit?
And there's a bunch of them out there like this.
That looks so shitty.
It looks like a bicycle that four people can ride on.
And it was, it was originally $100, and it's down to $50 right now.
Oh my god! Don't buy this, man. It looks so bad. It might help aiming, but I mean, it just looks bad.
You're gonna hurt somebody with that thing.
I do have a new VR game I want to play. I bought it like 2 weeks ago, and I haven't even launched it yet. So, and it's a gun game, so I'm actually kind of curious.
Buy one that looks like a gun. Come on now.
I haven't found one yet.
Yeah, get arrested. There you go. Take it outside.
Shit.
And for your Steam games, I believe Half-Life is still free, Mail, if I'm not mistaken. You should be the expert on this.
That's free all the way up until the new one comes out, I believe.
Yes, they're free until the new one comes out.
Yeah.
And by the way, a friend of the show, Sissy Jones, is a voice in Half-Life Alex, but she couldn't say what she's doing.
Oh, that's fucking dope, dude. Who's she voicing?
I don't know. She couldn't say. All she could say she's in it. So
sweet.
Ooh, that's fucking sick.
All right, guys, moving on to
now. Okay.
Commodity questions. And Mayo, what is our question of the week that we have for listeners?
From last week
Friends
or
of the show for this week? Well, yeah, I guess from
last week.
Yeah,
what would be your first PlayStation 5 or Series X purchases if it's available? So hypothetically, it could probably just be anything. Use your imagination, folks. So the first one we have is from Jedi of Light, and he says Halo Infinite. I think he's going to get his wish on that one.
Yeah, probably, most likely. More than likely, but you could probably play it on the X as well, and the S, and the One. So it'll probably look like real shit on the new Series console.
I think it's going to be, like you said, a digital thing where it's going to be just like they did with one of the Forza games. Like on this console, you get raindrops. On the new Series X, you get all the raindrops.
Oh my! Commandalorian says
And the raindrops, they're closer together.
Halo Infinite easily, and then Hellblade 2.
Hellblade 2.
Both of those will be. Do you think Hellblade 2 is going to be a console launch, or do you think it'll be a little later?
They showed that shit at the
I think
VGAs. It's a console launch game, you know what I mean?
We know they're working on it. I just wasn't sure if it would.
That was a fucking trailer for the game. What are you talking about? Was not the trailer for the game?
I think it might be too fast for Hellblade. They have a small team, man.
No, dude, they've grown.
Now they have money.
They've grown since Microsoft acquired them. They've hired like 100 people or some shit. It's big now.
So it could be ready by November.
It's Ninja Theory, right? What did they do before Hellblade?
They did the Lost what is it called? Lost
Odyssey
Legacy?
to the West.
Odyssey to the West. What was that game called?
The Odyssey to the West, wasn't it? Wasn't that just the name?
No, it has another name. They did Hellblade. No, Hellblade is the game, right? Wait.
Yeah.
Swordblade. What the fuck's it called?
Let's look at Ninja Theory here. Look at the Ninja Theory. They've made
Sacrifice.
Bleeding Edge. They helped make Star Wars VR series Vader Immortal. Before Hellblade, they make a game called Dex. They helped Disney Infinity 3.0.
Enslaved,
that was it.
Yeah, Enslaved Odyssey to the West was a big one in 2010. They also made Devil May Cry. Devil May Cry in 2013. They also made Disney Infinity Marvel Superheroes 2014 and Devil May Cry Definitive Edition in 2015.
Heavenly Sword was a big one on PS3.
And they got project right now. They got Senua's Saga, which is Hellblade 2, and then they have Bleeding Edge coming out this year, and they also have another project that's going to be announced right now, codenamed Project Mara.
Oh, they're doing
How did I
that
put
too.
that article in there?
Yeah.
So they have 120 employees in 2020.
Yeah, they've increased. I think before they had like 50 or something, didn't they?
I'm not sure.
Well, they had like 50 when they made Hellblade, because that's what they couldn't afford to hire a voice actor or something. They used that one chick from their fucking office. Hey, you look like a girl. You look like you can talk to a
Stop
microphone.
pushing pencils. Get over here on the mic.
You look like you can have emotions. Come here. Yeah. Okay.
Good choice though, man. You had a good face for it.
Yeah.
One of our other guys, MechMod, he said Borderlands 4.
I wish.
And I'm not surprised you're net from MechMod because
I would
you
just
know what?
talk about
MechMod's gonna be
Borderlands 4
playing-
for the next 8 months.
Yeah, he'll be playing Borderlands 3 until 4 comes out. I'm pretty
Probably
sure.
would, yeah. You don't need to upgrade a PC or console. He just plays it on the current consoles till the next one comes out.
I believe he's playing on PC. I actually got Borderlands 2 on the PC and played it on there a little bit. I think with him and a few others.
Ghost Nico's answer is the best, though. Gunny.
Mm-hmm.
He says
Yes.
none. I'm PC Master Race.
That's what I wrote. He wrote something similar, but that's what I put in there.
Okay.
I forget what he actually put. That's pretty much what he said. He's like, I'm not getting the next console. Who needs that? I just got a new PC.
Good.
Betterholic says Cyberpunk on the Series X and The Last of Us on the PS5. Even though he hasn't played The Last of Us yet.
Well,
What?
Last of Us 2, man, will already be. Man, if you're a fan of it, you're gonna play that long before the PS5 comes out.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, because it comes out this May, right? Or March?
Well, it comes out in a couple months.
Or
I mean,
April?
I don't see why you'd wait on that. It's
Nah,
gonna be
that's
one
true.
of the dopest games
Really.
ever.
Why wait? Yeah. Why?
Yeah.
You know, right now, go and get The Last of Us original. You know what? They'll probably give it away for free the month The Last of Us 2 comes out. Knowing them,
Yep.
they do shit like that. They'll probably give it away for free. But play that before you play The Last of Us 2. 'Cause it's a fucking incredible game.
Fuck, phenomenal game, man.
Yeah, man.
Game's so good. Game's so good. And Left Behind DLC is probably the best.
Oh, that Left Behind DLC
ever
was
played.
cool. I thought it was bullshit that you kept telling me. And then I played it and I was like, fuck, that DLC was actually a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was emotional, man. It was just a really good connected story. A little side thing. You're like, sometimes they add things to games, and you're like, what does this have to do with shit? But it had to do a lot with it because it had There's things she mentioned.
You learn a lot about Ellie that you did not know otherwise.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it was awesome.
This guy over here, Mr. Sean Fuller, says Minecraft 8K. Didn't they want to do the visual upgrade?
This is the one game that Microsoft has in 8K to prove that they can do 8K gaming. Like,
with ray tracing.
Guys, we could do ray tracing and 8K with 120 frames. Look at this, Minecraft. Look at this. Prove it right here.
Yeah,
it's on stage.
I could care less in Minecraft. I just didn't have an answer because it's hard to gauge what you're going to be interested in when it comes out. It's like could be something that's already out, could be something new.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't know enough right now to answer it, I guess.
I feel like Sean. I feel like we need a Minecraft 2.0.
I've never played Minecraft. I have no interest in like a non-game. I don't know.
I won't lie. I want to play Minecraft Dungeons.
That
want
looks
to check
good.
it out.
What is that?
It's like a Diablo
basically
Minecraft.
Diablo, but Minecraft.
Oh yeah, I saw it. Is that out yet?
No.
Okay, I did see that. That did look kind of interesting. That looked fun.
And is that going to be a free update?
No, that's a totally different game.
Yeah, I think it's its own.
It'll be on Game Pass though.
Okay.
Some 4-player co-op dungeon crawling.
So technically a free update. What?
Jonathan Arcelo said,
$5 a month.
considering Cyberpunk might not run well on the current consoles and assuming they can on the PS5 and Xbox X, I might get Cyberpunk for the PS5 if it runs better. So, that's interesting. I personally think that Cyberpunk will be fine on the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X. I don't think it'll be fine on the Xbox One original. I think it's going to be super dumbed down. It'll be like one of those games that's like, this game runs at 700p.
Yeah.
Well, Digital Foundry did our fucking thing, and we see that this game runs at 700p, 29 frames a second.
Again, Johnny, I go back to, it'll be one of those, do you see the neon signs in the bar back behind where he's talking to his companion, right?
Yeah.
Where you don't see them running on an original Xbox One.
Meanwhile, PS5 is going to have that fucking super, what is it? What the fuck did we call it last time?
Particle spreading? No. Sub-scattered particles?
Sub-scattered ray tracing, bro. Fuck yeah. Motherfucker, got sub-scattered ray tracing. Mayo, your PC doesn't even have that because we're making things up now.
Not.
Yeah.
I'm missing out over here.
That's right. Only on PlayStation 5. Best place game.
You got Mojo. He agreed with some of our other
bunch
names.
Of Xbox fucking hobos. Bunch of Xbox hobos in the group. What the fuck's going on here? No, we got a guy here with the right answer. Bring Bowden with the Order 1886 2. Fuck yeah, dude. If they made a sequel to that game, even if it was 8 hours long like the last one, I'm still buying it. I don't give a fuck. That game was incredible. That game, they need to make a movie out of that game or a TV show. Like, they made a TV show out of The Witcher. You need to make a TV show out of The Order, dude. If you made a Netflix series based on The Order 1886, that shit would be sick.
Yeah, it would.
Just with the gadgets and the side, like the style, that fucking old school steampunk style, fucking like the crazy gadgets, the guns, the people in the game, the story going around the game. It was so fucking cool, man.
That gun that shot out the white phosphorus and then you light it.
Oh, fucking so
awesome,
good, dude.
Yeah.
You guys ever played this, Mayo or Gunny?
What's
that?
Did you guys ever play the Order 86?
You know what?
No.
So you guys are gonna get mad at me because back during one of the sales, it was like $5 or whatever, and I think I threw it in my cart and I just forgot about it, and then I went back to it. It was like back to its original price.
Go to GameStop, Gunny.
Man.
GameStop
but
has
you know
it.
what? If Jonathan has it, then I can just download it.
He doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. It's a game Jonathan wouldn't have. I doubt he would have it.
It'll be on sale again. It always goes on that cheap sale whenever they have the big sales.
But
I get on the
Gunny, go to GameStop,
so
buy it for $10 when you go buy your gun. Just buy it for $10 or trade in something that you don't play on Xbox. And you'll be fine. Dude, this game, it looks incredible. It was like one of the first games that came out for the PS4. It looks incredible. The graphics are fucking insane.
I haven't seen any gameplay on purpose.
It's really short. It's like
PS4 exclusive?
Yeah, it's 8 or 10 hours long. PS4 exclusive. But it's like a really cool story about like these werewolves in London, and you're like fucking Van Helsing. You're like part of this group of people that are like monster hunters, and your job is to like find out how the werewolves are like fucking killing people, and there's like a big epidemic going on, so they call you guys in, and you guys have like badass guns and walkie-talkies, but it's like this like steampunk style, like old school London, like 1800s London, but like it has like this cool vibe to it, you know, but you're like this, just, it's badass, dude. You're like a badass monster hunter guy, like Van Helsing almost, you know, and you got like badass fucking gears and weapon and fucking, you fight fucking werewolves, man. It's fucking nuts. So good.
Sweet.
So
sounds
fucking
right
good,
up my
dude.
alley.
Like I'm telling you, they made a TV show of this. I would fucking love it, I think. I love the game. Yeah.
It's on eBay for $7.95.
There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go. Gunny.
Joey Hines. He says Cyberpunk on the Series X for sure. Bill Gardner says Rise 2, he hopes,
Fuck,
which is still a possibility.
They'll never make a Rise 2, man. I really wish they would, but I don't think they will.
I don't think it did well.
That's the problem. Microsoft
money-wise.
Microsoft like told them to invest all this money, and they didn't sell that many copies of the game. You know what I mean? The consoles
now
didn't
that we
sell
have
well.
Game Pass, I think that there's something.
But still, I mean, you would
that
have to really, really pay them a lot of money up front to be like, hey, put this on Game Pass first of all, and make a sequel to a game that didn't sell well at all.
Yeah, that's true.
But that game was a marvel piece. Like, talk about one of the best looking games on console. Rise originally was up there, you know, for the Xbox. Even on the Xbox One OG, dude, that thing looked fucking nuts. Rise.
Shallow Johnson says he'll be getting the Last of Us 2 on the PS5.
Yeah.
And of course, David Snyder. Destiny 3, Jesus.
It's getting about people that play
Yeah.
games, right? There you go, Iams. There's David Snyder playing Destiny.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
And Michael Parletto says Minecraft for that 8K ray tracing.
Yeah!
Why we buy these consoles, right?
Yeah. Andrew Jag, he said, Witcher 3 remastered, motherfucker. Yeah.
Not Witcher 4, Andrew? What the hell?
Don't make a remaster.
Well, that's going to be 10 years from now.
Oh, yeah, dude.
It's a
I
new
like
Witcher going.
Brian Tilb Jr.'s answer. He says Fortnite because after he drops all that kind of cash, he's going to need a free game he can get.
Yeah. Rumor has it.
Well, at least you'll have like a ton of games, you know. At
That's
least
what Game Pass is for.
I mean, fuck Game Pass, man. Yeah, that's awesome. Get a new
Wrighton had an interesting
Bring it.
answer, though. He said, for the first time in a long time, I am not excited for a console launch. I think I'll just stick with my PC and my Xbox One X until the prices drop. I'm looking forward to Halo, though. And I'm kind of with him there because as much as they're like saying Halo Infinite, it's going to look so good. Still, though, you're not saying Halo Infinite is only playable on this. Like, Halo Infinite's available everywhere. It's available on PC. It's available on the new console. It's available on the old one. There's no need to upgrade.
We don't know enough. Like, we kind of have a rough idea what these consoles will be, but we don't know enough to make us.
There's no real hype, you know what I mean? Like I'm with him here. Like, it's not like, you remember Iams? Do you remember back in when the Xbox One and was like Project Rango, and you remember like the PS4 was Project, what the fuck, Project Oculus, or was it Project some weird fucking name like that, right? Onyx or something like that, wasn't it? And remember we started hearing leaks about it back in 2011, 2012. We started hearing like the leaks of like the specs and all this shit. Like, dude, there was actual real hype behind that shit. Because it was like, whoa, 1080p gaming and 60 frames and, oh my god, what is this, a Blu-ray drive?
And I only have to pay $10 to get the sharper version.
Yeah. Now I only have to pay $10 to upgrade my games. Oh my god.
It was a more clear line in the sand back then, though.
Yeah.
Like, since the new, that was the old. I remember the very first game playing on PS4. I played Black Flag, and I was like, "Holy shit!"
Can you imagine?
Holy shit!
I remember playing Rise for the first time on my Xbox One, dude. Rise, Son of Roman. I was like, "Holy shit! I cannot believe this is running on a fucking Xbox." You know, like that was
900p right there.
Yeah,
Woo!
that 900p. Wow! Look at all those P's. Woo! Motherfucker, I could control this with my voice. I got the Kinect voice control on this motherfucker. Xbox off. What?
Ooh, look at that.
The TV. Fuck yeah.
Xbox, screenshot that. Look at like super loud. Everyone can hear you.
Or that was fucking. Dude, everyone overused that shit when Record That came out.
Xbox, record that.
That was amazing. I can have clips.
I can
in my
use
game.
Alexa now.
Right.
Cortana.
Oh my god. That was amazing. Nowadays, it's like, wow, a new Xbox has better graphics. We have ray tracing. I go, whoa, guys.
Well, I think it's going to be like,
hey guys,
just like we saw last year.
Yeah, ray tracing.
I can't remember if it was at E3 or wherever it was, and I think he was sitting, and it was Phil Spencer sitting down with the guys over at GameSpot, and you know how Phil is, right? So Phil, you got all these games coming out on the new, Xbox. I think it was like something to do with the Xbox X, and so we already knew about, it was just an upgraded console with 4K and everything, and just like, so Phil, you're just going to be able to play these games like anywhere, and what if we don't want these games, we want to go play them on PlayStation? Well, then you go play PlayStation, right? And everybody, that's fine. Just go buy a PlayStation, everybody. Yeah. So I'm just curious if he's going to do the same thing, But we just feel it's best played on an Xbox. But if you don't want it, don't get it. Which I mean, I'm not. That's the only thing where I'm just like, please don't say that, Phil. You're supposed to give me the hype, man, to go
There's
get the
no
new
hype
Series
behind
X,
this, man. No hype.
Once it's out and it's closer to release, I'm gonna be hyped regardless.
I think the one thing I'm really looking forward to, guys, the more I think about it,
I'll have it.
And it has nothing to do with 8K. I've got the 4K plasma, right? So I'm happy there. But hey, for me personally,
You have a 4K plasma?
OLED, sorry. So listen, again, I'm still drinking. But just thinking about, hey, look, if I can pause two games, have two games concurrently paused, like I could play Borderlands.
That's
right,
stupid. Why would you do that? That would make the games run so shitty.
No, it wouldn't. No, not if it's a
Pausing and having two games running at the same time off the same graphics card. Dude, you're just gonna make the games run so shitty.
Really
both of them running both of them running ray tracing and 4K. You're gonna have them running like 30 frames, motherfucker. If you want your games at 30 frames, maybe.
One of them goes to sleep or whatever. It goes into that fucking sleep mode.
Yeah.
And I can pick up Control or Cyberpunk and start playing that. And then come back and that one goes in the background. I pick up Borderlands again.
The cool thing, I'm with you here, Gunny. I don't think it's gonna be like that. It'll be similar to that, but I think the reason that you're gonna feel like it's gonna be like a sleep mode is because these consoles are gonna come with SSDs and their OSs and all those processes and all those games are gonna be booting off of SSDs. So like we're used to boot times on a console, for example. You turn on a console, it takes a minute to turn on or 2 minutes. Or whatever, it takes 40 seconds. My PC, I turn it on, it takes 10 seconds, 15 seconds. Iams turns his on, it takes 5 seconds. It's all because of what you have your shit on, you know what I mean? And if you have all this shit on SSD, it's going to boot up so quick on consoles, and you're going to be able to switch games and load them up super quick.
But I understand, the PC doesn't currently do that right now, right, Mayo? I mean, I don't know if that would be a future thing as far as...
You can run multiple games at once.
Okay, I've never tried. Maybe I just don't have a powerful enough CPU. But still, for me, that's great because if I'm coming in here, I'm going out running an errand and I'm coming back. I don't want to wait. That's
I know.
I'm impatient in that.
Would,
I want to resume right from there. I want to.
A good example would be Escape from Tarkov. Right now there's an 8-minute queue to get in. I know guys that will play another game on their other screen.
I've seen that. Yep.
Why they're waiting for Tarkov to launch, and then they just pause that game and then just go over to the other.
You guys ready for it?
I always felt that was a screen thing, but it makes sense that that's what they're doing on PC.
Here's the future, guys. They're gonna run two games simultaneously at the same exact time, using the same controller and the same controllers. But you can pick a platformer and a first-person shooter. You won't know how to control one screen and the other screen using the same controller at the same time. It's gonna be fucking chaos.
No. This is where you break the controller in half. It's set up that way. It just unhooks. Boom.
Oh, it's like Switch. It's like Joy-Cons. You you're playing two games at once. It's like playing the Tale of Two Sons, but you're playing.
You
two
guys
games.
are the worst pitchers ever. I would fucking hate working with you motherfuckers. Imagine we were all working for a video game.
We need to put this on the shelf.
Fuck you guys.
Stores.
This is rejected. I'm rejecting all these ideas, these stupid ideas, guys.
I want to have a game, a cooking simulator game, but like when you're done making your recipe, it cooks it for you right there in your Xbox, and then it pops out your fucking.
No. Okay. Iams, you're okay. Listen, guys, we're on top. This is trademark pending, patent pending. Horrible Gamers, 2020. This is my legal claim to this. So we're gonna do this, guys. All right, this is my pitch for Shark Tank. We're gonna go to Shark Tank. I'm gonna pitch this idea for a custom delivery service where we're gonna have people design pizzas on a phone app with the game, or on an Xbox or PlayStation or Switch on a game.
Remember that?
And then we'll shut the fuck up, and then we're gonna have them design that, and then we'll deliver it to them when they're done. And it's not just pizza. We could do anything. We could do fucking chicken wings, motherfucker.
Ooh.
Dude, how many pizzas are gonna have the pepperoni shaped like a penis?
I don't give a fuck. We're delivering that. We are delivering that, motherfucker.
I want the swastika pizza.
Okay, we're gonna have to deliver the swastika pizza. Freedom of speech, whatever. But it's cool. We'll deliver it to you, motherfucker. All right. We'll charge extra for custom designs. How about that?
Yeah.
There you go.
$1 per pepperoni, bitch. How many pepperonis did it make that swastika?
If it takes you 200, motherfucker, $200 extra dollars.
It's banned from PlayStation.
All I'm saying is that's a hit right there.
Why can't we just have 3D printers, 3D food printers inside our fucking Xboxes?
Because they don't make shitty food. It'll be like sale. Hey, listen. No, because you're gonna have like an old cartridge that was like for mayonnaise. An old cartridge in there that's like.
Wait a minute, Jesus! You're on.
The last time you changed the Mayo cartridge was like 2 years ago when you first bought the printer, and now the cartridge is all rotten and done, and you're gonna get sick, motherfucker.
Guys, I got it, Jesus. Okay, you talk about this where you build your own pizza online or whatever. This new console, and it gets delivered, but here's the thing: that live stream for the person that delivers is going to dress like Norman Reedus and deliver it to your house.
Oh, no, Gunny. No, Gunny. No.
On a scooter.
I need a new PR guy.
He's going to be on his back.
You know what? We need cosplaying girls to dress up as hot cosplayers of the girl gaming characters to deliver the food.
I would order pizza every day.
Exactly. Imagine a hot Lara Croft cosplayer showing up to your door to deliver your pizza, Gunny. Here you go, Mr. Gunny. And then she calls you by Mr. Gunny.
Gunny's wife would be wondering why he orders pizza twice a day.
Why do we order so much? Why is the pizza bill every other on the credit card being charged every day?
Especially in the summer, it's 4 times a day.
What's going on here right now? It'd be nice though. Nice. They got those here in Oregon. They got those bikini baristas. They got like one of those, they have those drive-through coffee shops or whatever. They got a few of them around here where like they're like girls in bikinis, and people go there to watch girls in bikinis make your coffee. Why not? It's a business, motherfucker.
That's right.
Yeah, and then we can have like really hot dudes dressed like Nathan Drake. Deliver the pizza too for our females.
Hey, sure, or guys, whatever.
Or guys, whatever you're into. Whatever you're into, guys. We don't judge
That's
around
it.
here. Right?
They or them. We'll take it.
Iams, he's here. Iams, new development in our pizza delivery. We're gonna have hot cosplayers, or both female and male hot cosplayers delivering shit.
You choose.
We're gonna have hot girls dressed like Lara Croft and hot guys dressed like Nathan Drake deliver our shit to our customers.
Options.
Yeah.
Hot guys, huh?
Well, why not? There's females out there that like pizza too, motherfucker. All right? Are you judging, Iams?
What if someone just wants an ugly dude or an ugly chick?
Okay, well then we'll have the what was that chick in The Witcher? What's her name? The chick in The Witcher. Not the one that Yennefer. We'll have the ugly version of Yennefer. Someone cosplay as her to deliver
the hunchback
version. Someone to deliver pizzas as her. There you go.
All right. Yeah, I'm in. I'm in.
Yeah.
As long as it don't cost me nothing, I don't have to dedicate
$100,000.
All good.
Just donate to the GoFundMe. No, our startup, whatever it might be.
We'll call it startup.
Getting back to the community questions, guys, for the week. We've got Sean Neely. His game would be Dying Light 2. He wants to play on the next-gen console.
What did you call him? What did you call him?
Consoles, whatever it might be.
Did you call him Shot? His name is Scott.
He did say Sean.
Scott Neely.
Henley is very red right now. Look at his face.
He's fucking like pissed off. Scott
Kyle
Neely.
Wilkie says, "Enter the Matrix, Path of Neo remastered." That's what I want.
That'd be cool. What a new I want a new Matrix movie, man. Scott Whittakin says Half-Life 3. Oh, wait. About Half-Life Alexa coming to the new consoles. In VR to the PS5.
They'll have to, like, port that over.
You guys think
and
that's
strip out
coming
a lot
to
of
VR?
shit.
I think it's coming to PS5
Get a
VR.
PC, Scott.
I think it will. On the next VR for PlayStation, I think it will.
My thinking is because Half-Life Alyx is made by Valve. Valve is only making these VR games to push the sales of the Index and the Vive and the Oculus, because not so much the Oculus but the Index and the Vive. They're trying to. They've said it forever now that their main goal right now is to sell hardware. They want to sell hardware, and they don't really benefit anything by selling it on the PlayStation VR because it doesn't push their hardware.
But they get the licensing fees from PlayStation.
Yeah, they will get that.
If you do see it, it'd be like years later, like, oh, here's the Half-Life game.
It'd be like the Orange
I
Box.
see maybe next year, at latest next year, maybe a couple years from now. But it will come to PlayStation. I still see it coming to PlayStation. It will never come to Xbox because Xbox is not into the VR scene.
Right.
But it will come to the PlayStation VR. It has to. I think it will. If people forget, PlayStation VR is the largest VR market out there. It is. You may talk shit like, oh, but Steam has more VR players. That's true, but in terms of like headsets sold,
Right.
out of any company, PlayStation has sold the most headsets. The only thing that the Steam, I guess, PC VR has more players is because you have those hobo-ass Windows mixed reality headsets. Then you have Oculus S, Oculus Rift S, then Oculus Quest, and those all count towards the PC fucking VR. But in reality, the one that sold the most out of anybody is PlayStation VR.
Yeah, because they had during every holiday they have a $200 buy-in.
Yeah, so it's super cheap to buy into it. So it's interesting, and they've already confirmed that your current headset for the VR, like your current PlayStation VR headset, will work with the next gen console. Like it's gonna work on the PS5.
It might suck, but it'll work.
Well, it actually might not suck, Iams. You might actually start seeing games that are more like Astrobot, but at full resolution and running at the full frame rates or whatever. Because right now you see a lot of games that don't run at that full resolution that the headset can push, which is 1080p, but some games don't run at that. They run lower than that, but they run at the higher frame rate. But now you might actually see games running at full 1080p or whatever. You know?
Yeah, like I played No Man's Sky in VR this week, and then it was like I was like, oh man, it was like
that one's a little tough, right?
But that was very tough. It was like the objects in the distance were all just.
It looks a little shitty, yeah. But I mean,
I understand it wasn't made for VR, but still.
But can you imagine that on the next gen console, like on the PS5, running No Man's Sky on the VR will probably look super sharp.
That would be amazing.
You know? Yeah.
And maybe there's just a difference in the PC. Like I thought it looked pretty decent on the PC. I didn't notice any kind of bad graphics or anything like that. I just.
Well, it's not bad graphics. It's just something about it that it made me sick. I know that. I don't know what it was.
Well, so what it was is maybe you guys can explain it more. Where the objects that were in front of me, like whether it was a ship or it was like a plant or something, that all looked fine. But anything like in the distance where I looked at a hill or objects, it was
the draw distance isn't.
Yeah, the draw distance.
Because it's not as powerful as a PC. So maybe on my Oculus, I'm getting a little bit better draw distance. So maybe I didn't notice it. Yeah.
So I think obviously for the next one, I think that not so much even for the headset, but just thinking of the game, No Man's Sky 2.0 or whatever it might be that. That's gonna be taken into account for that draw distance.
Be dope.
Like the games like that. The one that impressed me the most was Subnautica in VR. I don't know that's an option for the PlayStation.
No, it's not. It
I
never
like
came out.
that one better. In the
Well,
on
they
VR.
said they were working on it, and then they just kind of stopped. They're like, oh, no, we're not going to do it. I think they eventually ran into a road bump where, like, all right, like, this thing doesn't have enough power.
There's so many. Yeah, that would be
Can make
tough.
this shit work.
Yeah, be an issue.
Or it could be that they couldn't make it work on the OG PS4, like the original PS4, but they could on the Pro, but they didn't want to leave out the PS4. Because that's the problem with the consoles. PlayStation, when they released the PS4 Pro, they said any game that comes out for the PS4 Pro, you have to make a game that runs
Right.
stable on a PS4 Slim. Like, it has to run. Like, no excuses. You have to make sure the game runs on both. So, that's the problem. Like, there's no game really out there that only pushes all the power of the PS4 Pro or all the power of the Xbox One X, because these companies like Microsoft and Sony, they're limiting the developers on what they can use in terms of power. So it's kind of weird for them to develop a game, I think. It costs too much money to do that, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Who else said answer questions?
Andrew, to finish up the last two here. Andrew said, Loco Psycho rebooted.
Fucking racist.
Psycho?
That racist ass piece of shit fucking game. That racist fucking bicycle.
I never played it. That's like the one.
Did you ever
Xbox
play
One
that?
game.
I cannot believe Microsoft was touting that shit as a Xbox One launch exclusive. Motherfucker, that was such a racist ass fucking game against Mexicans. That bicycle was like, I don't understand you, amigo, fucking making the dude fall off the bike and dragging them on the street. That's some racist ass shit, motherfucker. Local cycle
Yeah,
my
they probably
ass.
wanted to distance themselves. I don't even see it on the store. I think they just
Yeah, they probably got rid of it because it's such a fucking racist game. They probably got sued by somebody. That fucking game is fucked up.
The only one I played like that from launch, like that was even halfway. No, it wasn't even decent. What's that game that launched on Xbox One? You were riding on a dragon, basically like in a first-person view.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was that one.
Dragon.
Dragon game, yeah.
Fucking dragon game.
I don't know. Whatever it was a stinker.
What system?
Xbox One launch.
Oh, with Xbox One.
Yeah.
What was that?
Oh.
Oh, I want to say like
Dead
I
Rising
never
3
played it.
was a launch game.
Dead Rising 3 was dope. That was a launch
Yeah,
game.
that was really good.
Yeah, that was actually pretty fun. I played that with Rob, actually, all the way through. That was pretty dope.
And the last one we have here from Juan Washington is Ninja Gaiden. That'd be a good reboot for the next next consoles.
Sekiro, right? It's like that style. That's what the new one would be like, right?
Which one?
But more.
Sekiro. That's
Sekiro.
like that's what a new.
New Ninja Gaiden? Yeah, it would be like that.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would be that difficult, but
I heard some of those
But I
games
can
are
see
really
them changing
difficult.
it up for a first-person view.
I wonder if that game, if the one that Sony's making, that Sony exclusive, the one that looks pretty dope, that Ghost of Tsushima, I wonder if it's going to be as difficult as Sekiro, man. I hope it is not. I really hope they just make like a normal game.
I think that's more cinematic looking.
I hope they make like a normal fucking game that's like, you're a badass,
Yeah.
you're just a badass samurai or
Yeah,
whatever.
badass. Yeah, I don't want to fucking get my ass.
Yeah, I don't want to
killed.
get my ass killed by some giant fucking asshole, fucking,
Yeah.
that does the same move over and over and just fucking kills me with one hit. You were talking about Crimson Dragon, Gunny.
Crimson Dragon.
Is that what it was?
That shitty ass looking game where you shoot things with the fucking dragon as you're flying
Yeah.
around. That looks so crappy, dude. Oh my god, I can't believe that was an Xbox launch game.
Yeah, hey, so instead, guys, like between like whatever the handful of games that came out on Xbox, that's when I went back to Xbox 360 and played Borderlands 2. I'll play this for 10 hours. Fuck Xbox One, but yeah, I mean, but I was
Fuck
already playing
Xbox
before, so-
One.
Yeah, I wasn't on board. I just wasn't on board with it. Like even after I bought it, so. After
Yeah, I
paying
had the
$500
I had the PS4 the week before, and then the Xbox One. So I had just too much shit. dude.
Iams was all legit. I remember me and Brink were giving him shit because we're like, what the fuck, bro? You going to PlayStation? And Iams got a fucking PlayStation, motherfucker, you.
Yeah, I get the PlayStation. I had to have both, dude. I gotta have them, man. There's always gonna be something, man. I got the Switch because there's always something, man. Fire Emblem last year was one of my
Not this
favorite
time
games.
around.
and, like, I
Not
wouldn't
this
have had
time
that.
around. Not this time around.
I will have everything. Yes,
Besides subscatter ray tracing,
I'll have that.
you're gonna have all the subscattering, bro.
All of it, sub and subpar.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Anyways, question of the week time. These guys said they had a major question ready, all prepared and shit.
I don't know about major. We have one ready.
Okay.
How many games can a gamer game if a good gamer could game games?
That's a
Okay.
pretty good one.
So the HGB question for the community is, what game are you glad that you gave a second chance? It's something that you liked the first time you played it, but loved it and can't quit playing it afterwards.
Dude, Control just did this.
I was thinking that right away when you were talking about that. It was, I already had this wrote down and ready to go. I'm like, I know Iams' answer.
Yeah, that's mine. For
Like
real.
a game you hated at first, but then you gave it a second chance and loved
Yeah,
it.
You liked it at first or thought it was okay,
I didn't
and
like
then
it
you
at
come
first.
back to it.
I just played it just to get it over with, and I'm like, oh, I hope this is over and I can get out. And the second time, I took my time and enjoyed it.
All right. Well, there you go, people. We're done.
Yeah, we're done. Woo!
Where can we find you,
go to sleep.
Iams? Where can we find you? Iams is like wanting to get out of here.
I don't know.
Very tell motherfucker
well,
wants to get out of here.
Yeah, I'm literally just gonna go eat and go to bed. It's bedtime.
It's 9:30, dude. What are you doing?
I get up at 5 o'clock and I run.
9:30. What are you talking about? 9:30.
Yeah. Can you grab it there, dude?
9:30,
I-
Iams.
I go to bed at 10 o'clock every night. Wake up at 5. I am
Every day?
every day, regardless of weekend. It's always the same.
What? You're crazy, man.
So I am at awkward_podcast on Twitter. You can listen to the Horribly Awkward podcast. If there's ever a new one, you can check that out. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's just fun. Oh, find me. They call me Iams on everything: Xbox and PS4 and Steam and probably all these other ones. Origin and fuck. Do we have to name them all now? BattleNet, and Uplay, and Epic Store, and Rockstar, and GOG Galaxy, and geez, never ends, right? Yeah.
All right, well, sounds good.
Thank you.
You can find me on Xbox Live, gamertag Jesus Walks a Lot, and everything else Jesus Walks a Lot. Just add me, Jesus Walks a Lot. Where can we find you, Gunny?
Find me on the Xbox. Gamertag Gunny Chief. Over on the PlayStation Store, HGP_Gunny. But it's Gunny Chief on everything else, whether it be on the Epic Store, Uplay. Yeah. Where do we find you, Mayo?
You're gonna find me as the Mayo one everywhere on Steam, Uplay, Origin, all that fun stuff on the Xbox, and then you're gonna find me as just the regular Mayo on Discord.
The regular mail? Is that how you call it? The regular mail?
No, just the Mayo. Sorry, I actually don't want to confuse people because there is a regular Mayo, which is my oldest son. But yes, I'm just the Mayo.
Also, people, we've now activated top fan badges over on our Facebook page. Go get yourself a nice top fan badge. I'm just looking at me like, what the fuck are you talking about, Jesus? But
I'll take one. I'm not a top fan, but I'll take one.
Go get one, Iams. The only one who's a top fan right now is Mayo. Mayo's got the top fan badge. I don't know how, but when I went to like activate him,
I don't know where it's at, in all honesty.
when
It asked me if I wanted to activate it, and I did, and I don't know where it's at.
when I activated it, it was like, you want to turn on top fan? Like, yes. And it was like, give these people top fan. And it was like, you were the only person on the list, Mayo. I was like, oh, I'm gonna give Mayo top fan then. Top fan is fucking Mayo. Anyways, we'll see who becomes America's first Horrible Gamers top fan besides Mayo. We love you. We'll see you on the next edition of the Horrible Gamers podcast. Peace out, Brussels sprouts. Bye. We're done. We're fucking out of here. Bye.
Bye.